team. My goodness.
Good stuff.
Man is tough. The man is all the way tough. But you know what? I got somebody that might be just a little bit tougher. Joining me to the stage right now, former Colorado running back, Phillip Lindsay. Phillip, what up, dog?
What's up, RJ, man? Thanks for
excited
having me, baby.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. Thank you for joining us.
I'm excited.
See, I'm talking about you being tough, right? Because right over here, I love this play. It's not just because you hit the hole and you stay right on his butt, but
give him a little something.
Shakalak. My goodness.
That's it. Come get some more later.
Oh, man. And that's all over your highlights, dog. Just that tough running. Do you think they're going to be able to do this,
you know,
Colorado?
Yes, I think this is a trap game.
You think it's a trap game?
Oh, yeah, man. I think that definitely at this point, Colorado, you know, getting dominated like they did last week, and USC being on a high, you know, even though they didn't do as well against Arizona State, I do. You know, it's hype. There's a lot of stars out there for them, on the field for them. Lil Wayne, Jay-Z. I mean, it's big time.
Cody, you think they might get embarrassed in front of all these figures? I'm saying?
I'll tell you what, to Phil's point, though, I love that. I love all the attention around this game. I love the hype that Coach Prime's brought. I love USC obviously being a national contender this year. Got to get better on defense this week. That's going to be a great challenge for this USC defense. Struggled a little bit last week against Arizona State, but overall it should be an exciting game. I hope it's an exciting game. Now, I'm a little biased one way or other. I'm fine if it goes a little more lopsided, but it should be a fun one to watch.
I'm really into this because I want to see some more trash talk between y'all two, but I also want to put some skin in the game. Okay, quick. Can we get a bet going?
Okay.
All right.
Can.
Loser wears the other person's pullover.
Oh.
Can we get the photo? Can we put it on the tweets?
Yeah.
Do we gotta do the little hand signs and stuff too?
I mean,
I gotta
you gotta get the fight on.
I think it's like this. You know what's funny is I think Mark Ingram helped come up with this little.
Really?
Yes. Because when I was in school, we never did nothing like this. And then when Mark comes, all of a sudden he's coming up with logos and signs, and I'm like, okay, Mark.
But look, I can't wait to see you do that because that would mean that you got to put on a Colorado hoodie.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't have to. If everything goes to plan, if everything goes as I think, I mean, hopefully I won't have to, but we'll see. I can't wait to see Phillip in the fight on. And
hey, look, I'm saying there's half a million people on that Twitter account. We'll get it out for you. And you know what? There'll be a lot of people over here wanting to take that photo with you. Right? I mean, that's where we at right now.
That hurts me to hear. I'm excited to take the photo with him, but if I have to put on some USC gear and take it, I can't do that.
Well, hey, look, 21.5-point underdog.
Yeah.
The line was 20 against Oregon week prior.
Yeah.
What makes you think that they got a shot here?
Yeah, like I've said, it's a trap game to me. Them coming, the Buffs coming off the loss like they did, it was embarrassing. And I think that, you know, we're going to have a little bit more pep in our step with it being a home game. You know, yes, we don't have Travis Hunter, which is very, very, it's a big blow.
That's a good point.
You know.
No Shiloh either.
No Shiloh, who has been a consistent tackler. I think he's number 1 in the Pac-12 with tackles. So in that case, it's just like our defense hasn't been good. So that's why I'm nervous at.
I mean, it's not just that the defense hadn't been good. It's that it's the Pac-12's best offense versus the Pac-12's worst defense.
Yeah.
And Cody, I got to ask, dog, Trevor Woods, safety for Colorado, has really impressed me.
Good player.
But now you don't have Shiloh and you don't have Travis. That's half your defensive backfield. Do you think Caleb just goes right ahead and tries to attack them?
Yeah, I would like to see that. Obviously, you've got the best player in college football in Caleb Williams, returning Heisman Trophy winner. I like when our offense facilitates through him. Now, we have a great run game. Marshawn Lloyd showed up big time last week, averaging over 11 yards a carry. We also have Austin Jones with the great 1-2 punch. But I think today you lean on Caleb heavily, whether it's him using his feet in the ground game, doing the RPOs, his own read, or letting him pick the secondary apart. But either way, it's got to go through Caleb Williams, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
We got kickoff here, and this is a great time to remind you, head to your nearest Wendy's for a custom Kick It with Fox Big Noon drink cup. Scan to enter to win college football prizes each week. Also, send us your questions on the tweets. These dudes really are into them. They want to answer them. I don't need to be the only person asking them questions. We'd love to see what you want to know from Cody and from Phillip as we're getting to see Caleb take the field for the first time. My goodness.
Set the tone, D. Our defense has to set the tone.
Yeah.
They're giving up over 200 rush yards.
No.
A game.
And USC, we've been so good opening drive touchdowns, field goal, anything scoring on the opening drive. That's really gets our offense going. Guard tackle pull, RPO.
Ooh.
Love it.
See,
that was a nice
that's a play
move.
that normally goes to Zach Branch, isn't it?
Yeah, and Zachariah Branch not playing this game. I'll tell you right now, though, Taj Washington, one of my favorite players on this team. That's who I picked. We do a little pregame show for USC.
He got a little juice. He got a little juice
for
to
player
him.
of the game today, so I'm going to keep an eye on him.
Player of the game, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Taj Washington.
You know what I liked about that, Cody, is they pulled two players. They pulled the guard and the center, I think.
And that is a staple in
Guard
Riley's
tackle counter,
offense.
yeah.
Guard tackle pull. Guard
Yeah.
tackle pull. Keep
Yeah,
running
I like
RPO,
that.
get the ball out, be quick, and just force the defense. And what Lincoln does so good and why he's so much fun as a play caller and why me as a quarterback or anybody in the future would love to play for him is that he gives you so many opportunities to get the ball into your athletes and let them do the work, right? Guard tackle pull, you'll see a run. Then you'll see guard tackle pull RPO. Then you'll see Caleb pull it, run it himself, and then we'll have a screen off of it, fake action. He does so many things off of one.
That's what we need. That's what we need.
Ooh, backfield.
That's what we need. We're gonna have to bring some pressure.
So Marshawn averaged 10 yards per touch against Arizona State. So for you to get back there and to make something happen, that's a great sign.
Yeah.
No, definitely it is. It is. Especially with Travis Hunter not being there, because as we know, he's both offense and defensively. He's out there every play.
I'm waiting on Mario Williams to try to stretch it.
I got to ask you too. Could you, as a skill player, quarterback, I can't talk. I wouldn't. As a skill player, though, playing both ways,
that's
50
impressive,
snaps
man.
a game. I mean,
That's
both sides of the ball.
Think about it. He's a receiver at that.
Yeah.
So he's running down the field, coming
Especially
back.
when he's not getting the ball, doing those run-off routes. Yeah, no, absolutely.
You know, because he can't just go in there and you give him the ball because then it's just too.
D, you gonna get a stop?
Here we go.
Get a stop?
Here we go.
Oh, my goodness.
Brennan Rice.
Space.
Come on, y'all.
There were four Colorado players around him in space.
That's big, too, because last week we struggled on third down. That was one of the reasons we kept ASU in the game. So that's big. That's a big pickup.
It just opens up.
Yeah, this is where I'm concerned a little bit with. We have to get to him. If we can't get to Caleb Williams,
on third and 9?
A little bit. A little bit pressure.
Boom.
Come on, y'all.
Wait, what a pull.
That was a good pull.
Right there, RJ.
Oh, he might.
Come on.
We've ran that play so many times this year, and still you just can't figure out how to stop it. It's RPO, easy RPO. Caleb does a great job reading the end. He can pull, take off, and run.
It's hard to stop.
Then if you have that third defender bite, he either kicks it out to Lake McCree, Zachariah Branch, who's not playing today, but one of those guys, or
here's the pull. Here's the pull. Come on, y'all. Come on, swarm.
Oh,
swarm.
What? Oh, did he reverse field? He's
this
gone.
This is crazy.
Oh, my God.
Come on, man.
Producer Tyler, I'm going to need to see that.
Start the fight song.
I'm going to need to see that.
Got the band already.
He had the guard tackle. They had it.
Hey, that was like a Reggie Bush. That was Reggie Bush versus Oregon back in the day when he reversed field. If you guys ever go back and watch, because I'm a Reggie Bush fan.
Oh, same.
He reverses back.
But he's a dead man. He's dead in the water here. This is a tackle for loss.
That was wild. Yes.
Tackle pull
right here.
Look at this.
Come on, y'all.
You have sealed it. That's closed. And he outrun Caleb getting in there. Look at there.
He's done that a lot this year, too, man.
He needed to stop is what he needed to.
Yeah, he do need to stop.
He's not a hand it off, step back, pretty boy, quarterback. He'll get up in there, be physical, go throw a lead block. This
is what I'm talking about, Cody, with our defense. You know, that's what I'm scared about,
I'd always thought that if Colorado was going to win this football game, it was going to have to be a shootout.
Yes.
Which means you're going to have to score.
I agree.
With USC.
That's true, yeah.
Man, Marshawn. All right, so this is a dude that came from the other USC.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Who was doing something, but not a lot. And all of a sudden, he gets to this league, and he is blown up. And the thought was, maybe it's because the Pac-12 isn't that deep, isn't that great. That does not seem to be the case. What do you think is going on when you can bring in a guy like Marshawn Lloyd to do what he's doing at the tailback position?
Yeah, and you already had a good back in Austin Jones. So, but then we lose Travis Dye last year, obviously. Huge loss for this USC offense. But you bring in Marshawn Lloyd, who I was excited about in the offseason. When I found out we were getting him in the transfer portal, I was very high on him. And then he comes in, and the best part about Marshawn Lloyd, too, is we started out against San Jose State week 0, right? He didn't look comfortable that first half of football. And he even said it after the game, but he was trying to force some runs, wasn't being patient, just whatever it was trying to be. He was trying to force himself into that number 1 spot, competing with Austin Jones. After that first half of football, and he said, I don't remember what coach it was, probably Coach McDonald, his running back coach, but at halftime he said they had a great talk. Hey, just be yourself, relax, trust that you know what you're doing. And since that first half of football, he's been awesome for the Trojans and a huge spark in this run game.
Yeah.
Phil, you being a tailback.
Yeah.
You watch that play happen.
Yes.
If you know that you can make that play, what else can't you do today?
Oh, if I'm making a play like that, I'm saying I'm going for 200.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, oh, today's the day. You know, the offensive line looks like they're rolling. I love that they're pulling. I love pull plays for running backs, man.
Why?
Because you get 2 big dudes in front of you. If you're patient enough, there's always going to be some kind of seam. You know, some kind of seam that if you can hit it at the right time, you're going to be off to the races because you have more than they do. You know, if they can get around, they can get that defensive end blocked. The next one gets around, gets either the safety or that linebacker. Now you're one-on-one, or maybe nobody's there. You know, so for me, it's I feel like we're gonna have a hard time stopping them if you got two guards and a tackle pulling. They're gonna wear them down after a while. Nobody wants to keep taking on that block, you know?
So you make a great point about Lincoln Riley's offense, as do you, Cody, in that you run a pro raid, which is all gap scheme from their run game.
Yeah.
And this is Bill Bedenbaugh at Oklahoma had installed this offensive line concept of we're going to get out in front of you. I've got guys that can be agile enough to not just get out in front, but also put their hands on other people before they put their hands on themselves. And I'm asking myself, if I'm a tailback, can I get a better look than this?
Yeah.
And what does this do for the throwing lanes when you know that you're going to be able to get that sort of run game going?
Yeah, and that's, as a quarterback, and any quarterback will tell you this, your best friend as a quarterback in the pass game is the run game, right?
Yes.
You have a strong run game. You have a good group of running backs. You have an offensive line that is, and I love when we would start off games with a power run, with get the guys up front going.
Yes.
Start with the power. Start
to.
with let's get them outside, get them on the edge, and then we'll start doing some play action, taking some shots. And that was really the message when I was at SC was let's run the ball down your throat, then we'll play action, then we'll throw it over your head, right? And we'll be smart with the football, protect it. Now that changed a little bit with Sark and when I got some different play callers, but overall as a quarterback, when you have a dominant run game, especially on the opening drive, when you can have that happen, it's going to open up so much more for you in the pass game later on.
So tell me this, Cody.
Yeah.
How important is it to have a tight end and a running back in the pass game?
Yeah.
Because I think that nowadays the young quarterbacks, they don't use them enough. And maybe that's just me.
No, that's a great point. And I've always been big on it. Red zone, tight end. Get you a Travis Kelce, get you a Rob Gronkowski, get you a guy. And I know that's
get you Hall of Famers.
Get you a Hall of Famer on the team.
Get you all pros.
Get you and what I mean by that is a pass catching tight end.
Yes.
Right? You always have those tight ends that you know when they're in there, they're going to block, right? You know when they're in there, they're going to go catch a pass. You have those different tight ends. But I'm huge for that. I love using the tight ends down in the red zone. Love using the tight ends or the running backs down in the red zone as well. And on third down, get those running backs that are good out of the backfield. When you get man-to-man, get them matched up on a linebacker in space. But that's a great question, Phillip. I'm big on that. I love using tight ends, running backs,
I'm glad to hear
especially
that,
in the red
man.
zone.
You see, we're going fast-paced right now.
Warp speed, dog.
Yeah, and that can help you or hurt you. One, for us is, like right now, it's already third down, and we only been on the field maybe
10 seconds?
10 seconds.
10 seconds?
Now imagine if we don't get this first down, we're getting off the field in 45 seconds and letting USC go back on the field who just had an explosive play.
Feast or famine. Because I'm familiar with this style of offense. They run it at Oklahoma right now where you're going this fast. But because you're going this fast, you get the defense back on the field.
Yes.
So you got to get first downs.
You have
Run
to.
the football. This is 3 straight pass
screen.
plays.
This is what I've been trying to say.
Oh,
Come
wow.
on, y'all.
Is that Edwards?
No, and that's the problem too. That's the problem too.
No, that's Hankerson.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the issue, right? This is the issue. You can't run the ball, and you can't trust your running backs to get yards after the play.
Yes.
So they are yards after catch. And they're not for nothing, but this Alex Grinch defense is flying. Like, they know what's coming. They are coming downhill. You're not stopping them. I think somebody was watching film, my dude.
I don't know. I like the idea too, though. We know that USC is a physical. They're gonna pin their ears back because Shador has already taken 22 sacks.
Yeah.
So you have to put in those draws and those screens.
Right.
But I don't understand why we didn't go with Edwards, our freshman, number 3, the fastest dude on the field. I don't know. I don't know if he's hurt or what, but I don't see why you don't go with him on that play.
I keep waiting on Alton McCaskill to show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we saw a little bit of him against Oregon. I understand he's coming off of the injury, but if you got,
he's
you
a
got to get him to run the
dynamic
football.
player. He's a dynamic player.
Yeah.
Cody,
But that's back to Phil's point. With Dylan Edwards, he's better out of the backfield as a receiver. Right now, obviously, he's going to be a good running back as a freshman. He's still going to grow, but he's got 3 touchdowns through the air as a receiver and only 1 on the ground, and has more yards as reception yards than he does rushing yards.
Yes.
So I'm with you on that. Why not get him the ball in space? We saw what he did against TCU. He's so much fun to watch out of the backfield, get him in space, get him a screen, and allow him to pick up that first down.
Yeah, we haven't seen it since. Cody and RJ. I haven't seen it since
Texas
with
Christian?
Yes. They have not got him involved in the screen game, in the pass game. And to me, it's like, at this point, we don't have the firepower like USC. So what if we have somebody that has a little explosiveness to him, a little speed, a little power, we got to use them. We got to utilize them. Why are we not?
I think they have identified 3 playmakers, 2 of which, well, 1 of which we didn't talk about, right?
Yeah.
Edwards, but I didn't see Xavier Weaver catch the ball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did we see Jimmy Horn?
Jimmy Horn.
We did. He had
I'm not
one.
sure who caught, did he catch that?
Yeah,
that one.
number
Okay,
5,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Because outside of those 3, I'm looking at Michael Harrison going to the point about tight ends and how important they are for these quarterbacks. that guy I would love to see get more touches because he seems to be butt naked open half the time when he's catching the football.
He was huge in that Colorado State game at the end there, red zone. Tight ends in the red zone, man.
You guys know a story, too, about it with him. He was having pretty much a horrible game at the beginning. Coach Prime took him to the side and said, hey, you're going to be the reason why we win. Well, his father's incarcerated. So Coach Prime is the only father figure.
Jimmy.
Jimmy Horn.
Jimmy Horn, yeah.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
Jimmy Horn. That he's known for a while. And for that moment where Coach Prime didn't give up on him and honestly was like, look, you're going to be the reason why we win. And then he ends up being the reason why we win was a special moment.
It's also fun to see Shedeur in that moment, just stepping back a little bit on the journey.
Yes.
I watched him play in the Celebration Bowl. They come back, great play to Travis Hunter to go get 6. They set him up for the 2-point conversion, toss tight end drops the ball, right? And they lose the game.
Remember that? I do remember this.
And you're back in this situation. It's a 98-yard drive, and going for 2, you run that RPO. It's just the things that Shedeur has been able to do have continued to amaze me because we're talking about a dude who's lost 9 games since he was a starter in high school, and he's won 73. Yeah. So he's a winner, right? And if you give him an opportunity to cook, he will. But you look at this offensive line, Cody, I don't know about you, dog, but I don't think I want to play around behind this offensive line anymore. Like, I thought I did against Texas Christian. They look fine.
Yeah.
What's changed?
I think last week, too, against Oregon, they exposed them a little bit. And it wasn't like Oregon was showing all these different pressure looks, bringing 5, 6, 7 guys. They were just getting home with a 4-man rush and sometimes a 3-man rush, dropping 8, playing zone coverage, bringing 3 and still getting home. I think a big part of that is the continuity up front, right? It still is a lot of transfer guys. It still is guys getting comfortable. Some of the issues USC had last year.
77 transfers.
But and it's unbelievable. But the biggest thing for me, too, RJ and Phillip, I know obviously doesn't appreciate this, but Colorado has the worst ranked run offense in the entire country, right? Only averaging 55 yards a game. We just talked about that earlier. You've got to have a good run game to help in the pass game. And obviously give confidence to your offensive line as well when they can start pinning their ears back, going downhill, creating those gaps, getting some of those puller schemes. That gives them confidence going into the pass game also. So
they look like they're just playing off and letting that dude throw it. Now,
playing zone.
On the one hand, I think this is the defense you got to run against, Caleb, and Lincoln for that matter.
Yeah.
You drop 8, you keep everything in front of you, and you try to get them in third down situations, take advantage of that. It worked in the first half. Oh, golly.
Oh, man.
Come on, y'all.
Oh, you got to hit him.
Yeah, I got to pull a little more air into that one.
I never understood a safety. I've always, even in Little League, I've always been taught to be the last person back, no matter what. Nobody should pass you, man.
Phillip, I was always taught you read the run first, dog.
Oh, for real?
You read run first as a safety.
They were playing quarters. You see Trevor Woods.
Right, that's his job.
He's involved in the run game. Yeah. That's why Lincoln says that.
What good is the linebackers in? If I'm the last line of defense and I'm over here stepping up
but
for a run that the linebackers needed, they're gonna get there before I do.
But look at this look. It's a single high look. Like,
come on.
Ooh, that's okay.
It's good coverage.
Yeah, man to man.
Yeah, can't miss that one though. There, I know Caleb obviously is going to be himself about that, but you get that. That's a perfect look. You got a single backside, play action, that safety and cover 4.
I agree.
By him,
Singer over the top. Yeah,
he was by him.
Put a little more under that one. That's a big going up 14 right there too on a big explosive play. Take the crowd out of it too.
I know
that would have been huge. But let's see what we do here on 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. Okay. Remind you guys, it was 3rd and 8 last time, and they got it.
39. Right. Oh man, they're playing quarters again.
Yes, but they're gonna be a little more.
What?
Get it? It's us.
But no, it's 4th down.
4th down.
Okay.
But he didn't drop it, did he?
I think he did.
He was down. Okay. It's 4th down. It's 4th down.
But RJ, who are you for, RJ?
Yeah.
Look,
RJ, he's down.
Look. You ask SC fans, I'm a Colorado fan. You ask Colorado fans, I'm an SC fan.
You can't win.
But hey, look, I'm the only look, I ranked Colorado to start the season.
Okay.
And everybody was like, why? Because I know what they got.
Yeah.
And this dude, Prime, he has not had a losing season as a head coach, and we forget this. Like, he's lost all of, 7 games?
All right, come on.
3 years?
You got to catch it. You
talking about Coach Prime?
Yeah.
And you know what? In my opinion, RJ?
What a punt.
Yes.
And I don't mean this in a bad way, but it feels like to me, especially from where Colorado was last year, Coach Prime's already exceeded expectations.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Games, and I see them going 500 around there, maybe above as well. But I mean,
I
we'll
agree
see.
with you.
But he's already exceeded expectations in the sense of the hype they've got around it. Even just selling the sunglasses, getting teams.
Who's on the sideline?
No one's been this excited about Colorado football in a long time. And I don't mean that disrespectful.
No, it's the truth.
It's
awesome
awesome to see Colorado where they're at right now and the type of recruits are going to – I mean, if you're a defensive player, one of the top defensive players in the country, why not go play for Deion Sanders?
Yes.
Where else are you going to go?
In 3 games, that man has already accumulated $90 million for that whole
Saw that.
organization, man.
We were. There was Daily Camera had that great story where they were. The university commissioned a study.
This is what I'd like to see a little bit more of.
Shador, what?
Let's go.
Okay.
He doesn't do this a lot.
No, he doesn't. And I wish he would. That's Caleb Williams does that.
You know what? We always say this about quarterbacks that don't run enough. When they run, it's like, why don't you do more of this? It's because these quarterbacks are supposed to throw the football.
Then you see him pick him apart in the
I was saying.
Like,
they said this about C.J. Stroud at Ohio State, and I'm going.
All right, I like the motion. All right.
Hey, look, positive yardage. Positive yardage from the run game.
That's where SC struggles a little bit, too, when they see a little pre-snap misdirection. We've got some younger guys. We've got some transfer guys that struggle communicating a little bit. But, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Henderson's in some. I wonder if Edwards isn't playing today either.
Goodness, they are flying downhill.
So tell me this, Cody, what is the key to, like, since we like to throw short passes, what is the key to having that be more of an explosive play? I know the block has to be, they have to set the block.
Ball start.
Free play.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so for what Lincoln does, and I'm just going, obviously I watch Colorado.
No, that's why I want to know why it's so successful for Lincoln.
You've got to be able as a quarterback when you do the RPOs. It's only successful if you get a numbers advantage, right? Okay. So if you have a 3-on-1 or a 3-on-3 out there, don't throw it. What I mean by that is say we have ZYX out there or ZYF out there to the left, and you have Sam linebacker, safety rotated down corner, that's dead. Let's hand it off, move on. As soon as that Sam linebacker creeps over, now you've got a 3-on-2, you got 2 blockers, and you got 1 guy free. That's when you get those explosive plays. But that big part of that is a quarterback reading those RPOs the right way. If you read it wrong and throw it out there like we just saw, Shador probably should have handed that off.
Exactly.
And we have a free rusher with Kalen Bullock, makes a tackle for a 2-yard loss instead of getting him free.
Nice play.
Getting some space or getting some free area in space.
But this is also getting into Alex Grinch playing with your head here because you count the box.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And if you're not that Sam, I say Sam, we don't have a Sam anymore, that Will moving in and moving out. I don't know what he's doing because I'm always wrong.
I like what they're doing, man. This is what they did at TCU.
Stay on your feet.
RJ and Cody, they got the ball out of his hands fast. You were saying earlier that Shador holds onto the ball way too long. I agree with you. TCU game, I don't think he got a sack, no interception because the ball was out of his hands. Like you said, 1, 2 is out.
Yeah.
I think he took a number of hits.
And he did.
Oh my goodness. And that, 2 was always going to be good. Like the thing that was always impressive to me is last year there were 3 quarterbacks that threw for 3,500, 40 TDs, 6 or fewer INTs. C.J. Stroud, Caleb Williams, and that man right there.
Yeah.
And it was dismissed because he played FCS HBCU football. But, I mean, we're watching him operate. And by the way, this game was already out of hand last week.
Yeah. At this moment, huh?
Right. Like, this is already more competitive than many people thought it would be.
On the competitive side, we got to hit that.
He's saying we should be up 14-0.
On this, though.
Huh?
Autzen Stadium is one of the hardest places to play, man.
True.
It's loud.
It is.
It's truly it's loud, man.
Absolutely. It is, and it's that's something about the Pac-12 is we don't get as much hype as we should.
No, we don't.
Like Rice Eccles playing at Utah, even Oregon State. We played there in a Halloween game one time, and they were renovating the stadium. But then, like you said, Autzen Stadium as well. Like there's some good stadium now. Yes, I get Big Ten, SEC.
No,
there's
for
a lot more. They fill it up a little bit better and all that, but there are some tough stadiums in the Pac-12 to play in.
Third down, they're going to have to run it.
We've had 2 of the last 3 go to Weaver. Is that right?
Yeah, and see right here, this is a perfect example. They got 3 over 3 up top. This is a perfect.
But he had 1-on-1 down there, and he's playing off.
That's start. Where it comes in. Are you going? Is it 4-down territory where we can take a shot there on 1-on-1 and then we'll go for it on 4th and run it?
Come on, Colorado.
Well, based on how they've been able to get them in 3rd and long situations on both drives to start.
Yeah.
I trust the defense a little bit more than I did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're holding their end. As an offense, you got to go get 6 now.
This right here, we shoot ourselves in the foot all the time in these situations,
Procedural penalties,
man.
Procedural penalties.
And now we're 3rd and 6.
And that's the worst. And it's worse at home.
Yes.
You're at home. There's no reason for pre-snap penalties at home.
And now it's like right here. Okay.
Got another backfield though.
Come on,
catch the ball.
Let's go, baby. Get upfield.
I think we're gonna get an OPI though.
See,
on
who? Back.
I think he got a little pick there on man-to-man on Caleb.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right.
Y'all.
See,
now that you mention it, now that you mention it.
I could be wrong, but that's what.
No, but he's wide open. Look.
That's dog. Come on, Cody.
You're right. Look, he caught it. He caught it. All you gotta do though is try to avoid that dude and run through it.
Right?
Avoid him, run through it.
The receiver there is look like you're running around, right? Sit there, look like you're running around, put your hands up, and then make them run around you.
Right.
They're talking like, should we give this?
Well, they changed the
Should we give
rule.
this?
So you have to actually try to avoid the defender now.
Yeah. Oh,
Ah.
yeah.
You got to try to avoid it, huh?
Yeah, I mean, just getting your hands up doesn't help anymore. You got to actually try to get
those
around
big
him.
plays, even college NFL, how good of an actor are you, right? That's where it comes down.
I
How
agree.
well does it look like you're trying to avoid them? And that's what we were always taught. And when you're game planning, hey, it's going to be a pick play, it's going to be man-to-man.
Right.
Just don't make it obvious. Make it look like he has to run around you. Make it look like you're running your route. If you guys both run into each other, fine. But you can't go out there like he just did and obviously run into him.
It's
They got
personal foul on the
unnecessary-
defense?
So they had 2 flags. So the offsets.
No,
Yeah,
it'll be automatic
yeah.
first down.
Automatic first down.
Okay.
The second one.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So when you're running that mesh concept, how often are you having to teach guys how to scrub?
We
How
work
to
on it a
scrub?
lot. Yeah, you work on it a lot, especially when you have those that are crossing right over
Yeah.
the middle. You got a solo receiver backside, number 3 in the slot. You want to get a crosser, get open.
They got him for that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
So
that didn't
why
look
are we
like
just now seeing Edwards? That's my question. Why are we just now seeing Edwards?
Hey.
First play gets explosive, and I know he was wide open.
Yeah.
You know, this is the type of stuff that I don't get.
guess who hadn't put the ball on the floor?
Ooh,
Hankerson.
Hankerson. Okay.
Guess who put the ball on the floor?
Okay.
I'm saying, like,
I
you a
agree with
tailback.
you.
I'm saying,
No, for
like, you might
sure.
see him because he put the ball on the floor.
I'm not saying he got to get the ball first.
Yeah, but we seeing him now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's good
My
job, Brown.
goodness, look at these white jerseys. All right, so
Yeah. Good job, Brown, right there.
Alex Grinch's defense drives everybody mad. And by everybody, I mean folks that root for their
Trojan
team.
fans.
Right, Trojan
Yeah,
fans, but
no,
Oklahoma
we can
fans,
be
right?
honest.
But Washington State fans, because it is, we want tackles for loss and we
Yeah.
want turnovers. If we give up yardage, we don't care
Yeah,
because that's the strategy.
Yeah.
but they are really good at tackles for loss.
Right, and
Yeah,
it's
we're
See, this is what I'm talking about.
he's
that's
running
what
now.
we need.
He's running now.
I mean, we're leading Power 5 in tackles for loss, in forced fumbles, and in sacks, I'm pretty
Yes,
sure, too.
yes.
So, yes, they do a great job of that, but that's what hurt us last year, RJ, is when you have that bend, don't break
Yeah.
type of defense.
Or too
and you
overly
play those
aggressive.
teams that can stay in it with the Utahs last year twice.
We got another
Tulane,
false
who
start.
Came back late in the game. That's when it hurts you, right? I'm ready for this defense to be dominant. I don't want any more bend, don't break. The front four has been great. We have a lot of depth up front. Bear Alexander.
You don't think
we've
you're
added-
asking too much?
When was the
For
last
us
time
to be a
USC's
national
defense was
contender
dominant?
Consistently, we have to be better on defense.
All right, let
right?
me-
we have to get more consistent.
Let me ask you this question then.
Okay.
Right? And feel free to chime in on this because
Yeah.
this is about philosophy as much as anything else. Again, very familiar with Lincoln Riley, right? 2018, you had the best offense and the worst Power 5 defense. You made the playoff.
Yeah.
You're not going to win the national championship.
No.
So, is it enough for you to win the Pac-12, make the playoff in 2023, or do you expect this team to go and win a national championship? 'Cause that's what you're asking of the defense.
And that's a great question. That's why last year, for me, there were so many people that were upset, obviously, that we lost against Utah in the Pac-12 championship. 'Cause we were one
Utah's
game away from
tough,
going to the
man.
playoff, but
Utah's tough.
They are tough. But I was a little nervous, and obviously, I'm a diehard SC. I'm through and through Cardinal and
Yes.
Gold. But I was a little nervous if we go to the playoff right now with the defense we have. How would it look, right? Would it be
Look like 2019 Oklahoma.
That's what I'm saying. Would it be worse for us to go right now and compete with a Georgia, with a Michigan? Even TCU last year was really good. With
I
one of
mean,
those
look
teams,
at
Ohio
I knew
State.
TCU was going to look like that, though. Like, do
Yeah.
you think that USC would have put a better fight up last year than TCU?
It's the Riley family, right? Last year, Coach Riley's brother was the offense coordinator. Max Duggan, obviously a very good player. And there's some
Yeah.
really good players there. But overall, for me, it was
Sending in that ASL for their, for their plays.
Damn.
But it's just back to your point, RJ. Is I want to say we're there. We look good against Stanford. We didn't look as great as I wanted us to against San Jose State starting out. Against Nevada, we
Yeah.
gave up some big plays to some lesser opponents. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but on paper, we have better athletes. We should win those
sure.
games. It should be a little more lopsided. It's going to tell us a lot this game. Oregon and Washington are the 3 games for me to really solidify if we're ready for the college football playoff on a defensive standpoint.
Yeah.
So those are some really good offenses. How are we going to play
no, I
against
agree,
those
I agree
teams,
with you
and
on
how's
that.
that going to translate to the college football playoff?
I have never seen a dominant Alex Grinch defense. Never seen it. That's why I'm asking if you're asking a lot,
No,
right?
I hear you. I hear
Well,
you.
would it
And-
ever be dominant because of his philosophy is, like you said, get tackles for loss,
Yeah.
get
Right.
sacks,
They call it a speed
be
defense. That's what he
aggressive.
calls it.
Yeah,
Right,
be
that's
aggressive.
Defense.
Right.
We like to pin our ears back, let our
Right.
front 4, front 7
Yes.
get home,
Right.
and play man-to-man in the back and on the back end. We just can't get the ball thrown over our head. That happened too many times last year outside of Mekhi Blackman. We didn't have a solidified CB2, right? Outside of Mekhi, there was really no one. We had so much rotation.
was going to be that guy.
And this year with Damani Jackson, Sierra Wright.
Let's go, baby.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Look at Mr. Hankerson.
That's what I'm talking about.
We give up big plays like that in the run game. That's where we struggle.
Well,
Those big
we
plays
have,
in the run game.
we haven't had a big play like that yet. So to see something like that,
That's
Got me
explosive. That's an
excited.
explosive.
That is
That's
a-
your
that's
first
very
explosive
explosive,
since
yes.
Colorado State.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
What's funny about this is I feel like we're going 200 yards because if this was USC, I feel like they already been scored that long run. This feels like we're driving for days, man.
But you know, if you are Grinch, this is what you want, right? You're making Colorado earn every yard, and the more play, you know this, Cody. The more plays you play, the more often you're going to make a mistake.
Yeah.
As opposed to just
Play
getting hit over your head.
Play action.
But
Ooh,
that's
they coming out
been
of
our
it.
philosophy. What we just talked about. Bend, don't break. We'll give up those big plays,
Yeah.
but then down in the red zone, we force a turnover. We
Yes.
hold you to 3, or we force you to go for it on 4th down, and we get off the field. So,
Well, I'm wondering, as you're looking at that offense move down the field, and you're asking these questions of what the defense can do you need to outscore Colorado, or do you need them to be dominant and stick to the 0? Because if, let's say you get a dominant win here, let's say you do what Oregon did,
It's great.
do you think that they can repeat that against better competition?
are you talking about from SC side?
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying, would it be a red herring?
Yeah, I mean, we need to see a dominant win today. You know, obviously for us in the broadcast, I would like for it to be closer so we can have a little more
for
fun up here.
sure.
But from an SC standpoint, me being selfish on this, we need a dominant win. We dropped 3 spots last year 3 spots last week in the AP poll because we went to Arizona State, who just previously lost to Fresno State 29-0, and we had a close game. Yeah, we pulled it out at the end, won by 14, but we need to start seeing some dominant wins. Now, I know it doesn't really matter until the college football playoff rankings come out, but you have to win those games convincingly that you're supposed to win. Even though it is ASU on the road, it's a tough road environment, they sold out the game, but you need to have some of those dominant wins because when you do play Oregon, when you do play Colorado, when you play Washington.
Who is that too?
Come on, man.
You can't stick around in those close games. You got to be able to
Yeah.
decide those games when it comes down to it.
No, it's a very good point in that Washington, Oregon, and SC at this point, because Utah catching that L against Oregon State.
Yeah.
That's the conference right
I'll
now.
tell you what, Washington State
That was
too,
big
though.
time.
Washington State.
That's
looked
they're
good.
on
Washington
they're idle.
State
They're
is
idle. Yes,
always-
but yes.
always a
Cam Ward,
sneaky-
too.
sneaky,
Cam Ward's playing some phenomenal football.
Exactly.
Isn't
That's
he?
always
He
a
is.
sneaky
He's
game,
playing
man.
Phenomenal.
See,
The
this
dude
is
that
what-
had to convince Eric Morris to let him play. I love his story. Oh,
Yeah.
goodness. Special teams. Colorado special teams.
Come on.
Oh, no!
See, things like that.
Oh,
man.
no!
That's SC's defense, man. We give up a big play, give up a couple first downs, give up a big run play, and then we stop and we hold strong in the red zone.
Goodness
It's
me.
just that bend, don't break mentality we've had since last year.
I'm reminded, though, because as we see Feely pull it left.
Yeah.
So it's A.J. Feely's kid, right? We got Prime and his kid, Shador, right? We got Brendan Rice, Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
My goodness, I'm missing somebody. Oh, Zion Branch and Zach Branch. Cliff Branch,
Yeah,
great
Cliff
nephew,
Branch.
played at Colorado.
Yep.
It's a really
Everybody's
fun
out
game.
there. Yeah,
it's
everybody's
a really
out there.
fun game. But, you know, your man's Prime. He is not happy.
Oh, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. We go down and we drive, and you know how hard it is to drive on USC?
Yeah.
You know, we can't give them more ammunition, and the worst thing that can happen now is they get back on the field, and it takes them 3 plays, and they score a touchdown.
Well, you know what the worst part about that, too, is? You take the crowd out of it with that
Yes.
miss, and now you give the momentum right back to
Yes.
Caleb Williams in this offense.
Right.
Those are the 2 worst parts about missing that cake or getting no points and finishing with nothing. After that whole drive, that was a great drive for Colorado.
Yes, it
They showed they
was.
can move the football, but to have nothing to show for it really hurts.
Yes.
It goes back to the deficiencies in Prime's programs. Like, one of the cool things about following this story since he got the job in September 2020 is you know what the weaknesses are and how he's going to overcome them is next part of the story. So trenches, defensive line, offensive line.
Yeah, big
But
point.
their special teams, in particular, their field goal unit,
Yes.
not been good since he has been a head
I don't
coach.
think Colorado has had a solid kicker, honestly, since Crosby, man. Truly, we haven't had somebody come out and just be a dominant kicker since Mason Crosby was with us back in the day. And I wasn't even playing at that time. I was young.
Well, I mean, Mason Crosby is a name to pull out, but I'm wondering if you get a kicker and you get somebody that can make it from 50,
Yeah.
does that make you feel better about winning football games in the future? Sure. But if you can't stop the dudes from doing what they're doing, a la Marshawn Lloyd, we got a problem. Because, you know, the kicking game is one thing, but I want to see this play that Marshawn Lloyd made because this was outstanding.
that's a
I
highlight.
mean, this is the TD, right? But look at this play.
This is big time.
Cody, you getting out in front of this?
Yeah, I am. You know
Look at-
what, though?
look at
If you go
13.
back-
Look at
the only
13.
thing against Fresno State I did is I embarrassed myself a little bit more than that, but No, it's awesome. Look at that effort, too. Taj Washington blocking.
Yeah, everybody's blocking their behind off.
That was a big play, man.
Yeah.
That's an ESPN
And he did the LeBron
play.
and
Yeah. Does it LeBron in the end zone?
Yeah.
He did. I think LeBron's at the game. Yeah, LeBron's supposed to be at the game.
My goodness.
LeBron.
A lot of stars at that game,
Yes,
too.
a lot of stars. They have like, Prime was saying like half the NBA is supposed to be there.
Well,
Jay-Z.
Kevin Garnett was there. Paul
Kevin
Pierce was
Garnett,
there.
yeah.
If you are Marshawn Lloyd and you just made that play in front of all of these folks,
Yeah.
like, I wonder how this is going to work out for him, because we're talking about Colorado drawing 10 million viewers for each one of their games.
Yes.
This is probably going to break all of that.
Well, you do know that there is 32 scouts, NFL scouts at this game. 21 teams, 32 NFL scouts.
Right. Well, and it's also about how many credentials are also issued,
Yeah.
because like the Nebraska game, 848 credentials.
I
were issued.
know.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
that's 848 journalists.
But Cody's like, yo, we do it. We're so dominant. We're so dominant that we like, people don't even show up to the games no
That's
more.
insane.
And I'm saying, well, but also you're sending 32 scouts here to do what? Say we all like Caleb Williams?
Well, I think a lot of them are intrigued with Shador and somebody like the running back that what he just did gets people on their radar.
Exactly.
You know, like
That
this is the
that's
best
point.
time.
That's
you know?
the point.
Guard tackle pull again. Look
Come
at-
on.
Yeah, but
come
you
on.
see it and you can
Great
spill
job
it.
staying home.
Oh
Look
my
at this for
goodness,
Caleb
look at
Williams.
there.
All right,
Ooh,
don't
hey,
push
hey,
it.
hey, 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 that's a penalty.
Ah,
Ooh.
hey, RJ, simmer down.
Hey, as a quarterback, you drop your shoulder to me off the play?
Yeah. Caleb's
We got to fight. We squabbing.
Because
We got to sell that a little more.
look, the quarterback
Come up with your fist up, man.
I remember when there was a couple people that would pretend to slide, you kind of ease up and they keep running.
Kenny Pickett did that at
I'm like,
They took it out. Yeah. Fake slide. Yeah.
that was cheating. I would do it all the time.
Hey, man, it's quarterback-driven league. It's
I
quarterback-driven game.
Going empty. See, this is where
Oh, I hate this look. Oh, you backing him book.
No.
This is where Caleb hurt you, though.
Yeah, he's
Ooh.
gone. He's gone.
Come on.
He's gone.
Come on, y'all.
No.
Watch it.
No.
Y'all.
No.
He just,
Taj.
Get loose. Got him. Let's go.
Come on,
T.
y'all.
My goodness, the time that he got,
Hey, player of the game. That's who I picked.
and I thought that Caleb was going to take off.
And that's the thing too. There's times when I
It's
watch
scary.
Caleb play. You watch his film. We were saying, just run.
Mm-hmm.
But he's so
Still
good at
looking.
keeping his eyes downfield.
Like,
that
let's
he
see
doesn't
this.
take
Hold
off
up.
and run until he
1
has-
Mississippi, 2 Mississippi,
Yeah, great
3
precision.
Mississippi,
This is
4
what teams do.
Mississippi,
They rush 3,
5
drop 8.
Mississippi, 6
And
How did he get so open? That's what I want to know.
Mississippi.
What are you
He's
doing?
got 9
man?
seconds to throw the football.
Yeah. He only rushed 3 though. That's what happened.
Come on, man.
Yeah, all right, Cody. So in this case, with Colorado being how they are at this point on defense, what would you do in an empty package like that? What are you doing?
They weren't wrong. I mean, they did a great job initially. 3rd and 4, I'm fine rushing 3, dropping 8, instead of trying to go all out, cover 0, bringing more pressure and leaving guys one-on-one. I'm fine with that. Look, you just have to get home.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to get home, you have to do a good job of staying in coverage.
And
If
he-
you only rush 3 and you give him that much time, you can't expect the zone defense to cover for 10 seconds.
You know what I hate is if I'm sick because that man did not set his feet.
Yeah.
That man threw off his left foot,
did.
rolling to his left,
Yep.
and put it on a rope.
You see how important that touch, like if
Yeah,
you go a touchdown is?
empty
Like,
points.
Come
Empty
on,
points.
man.
So good at
Empty
pull, and I saw a video earlier in the week from Joel Klatt, made a great point of, yes, people call Caleb Superman because of the way he can throw outside of the pocket, but he's just as dangerous in the pocket. But it's tough to say that when you see throws like that. It's not a lot of
Yes.
people in college football can do that.
I mean, like Riley, right? The things that I remember this man saying about recruiting quarterbacks. Is he a winner, right? Because you'll probably be a winner in college.
Yep.
And he's not big on arm talent. What he's big on is I need to have a guy who's going to make me right.
Yeah.
And the way that Caleb's one thing, right? But Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
You know, somehow he gets in sync with these guys in a way that I find particularly exceptional. And I'm curious, Cody, have you had that sort of a relationship with a coach, or can you even shed some light on what it's like for a quarterback and a coach to be that in sync as play caller and offense coordinator, quarterback?
Yeah, and I had a great conversation with Lincoln on one of our pregame. We do a radio show on Monday nights. I asked about that. I said, going into year 3 with Caleb, what's that relationship like? And for him, it was saying, we've taken that next step. And the best part for us is that Lincoln obviously is a coach on the sideline, but Caleb not only being the quarterback, now is an extension of Lincoln on the field. And that's huge. When you have a quarterback and a play caller who happens to be the head coach on the same page constantly, that's dangerous. For an offense, for me, it was tough going back to college because, RJ, and we talked about this a little bit before the show, I had 5 head coaches while I was at SC. So I
was
went
very hard.
I was recruited by Pete Carroll and his staff.
Yep.
Then I committed to Lane Kiffin, played for Kiff for a year or 2, Had a great relationship with Kiff. Only got to play a couple games under him because Matt Barkley was still there. My best quarterback play caller relationship was probably with Steve Sarkisian. Love Sark. Obviously had some things going on there. He ended up getting fired. But when me and him were on the same page, my junior year was probably my best year in college. 39 touchdowns, only 7 picks.
What year was
that? To say a big part of that was him game planning, would help me out and creating these looks like Lincoln Riley does with different formations to where it was layups. It was the, I know we missed it to Dorian Singer, but constantly plays like that where it's a post wide open, where we're scheming for cover 4, things like that. But yeah, back to your point, RJ, it's so important when you have a player or a quarterback that's an extension of your head coach on the field. It feels like you're unstoppable as an offense.
He's probably calling his own plays, to be honest with you.
That's where they've probably gotten to where Lincoln would probably, hey, ghost play where you're hut, fake the snap, look to the sideline. Caleb's now waving him off.
Like,
hey, I got it. I know what you're going to call, so I'll call it myself.
It's dangerous to have a quarterback.
Yeah, and he's also the returning Heisman Trophy winner, and he has the toolbox.
And he's acting like it. Yeah. He's acting like it. Yeah. I want to go to a fan question real quick. We got it over here in the wall. If Caleb Williams was one of Dion's kids, where would he be ranked? Cody, I'm going to let you take that one first.
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing like you just said, if he's playing like he is, I don't think it matters who his dad is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you can perform like that, yeah, I mean, obviously, Shador's a great quarterback, and it's awesome to have a dad that played in the NFL and has that experience and can help you prepare for college football and obviously football beyond that. But, yeah, if you're continuing to play like Caleb is right now, doesn't matter who your dad is, right?
But Phil,
NIL money would probably be even 10 times crazier.
So
that's what's crazy. Me and Phil were talking about that before.
You know what I mean? I think Shador's getting $6 million.
Goodness.
I'm telling you, yeah.
But you were saying what you were saying. We were talking about why leave early if you don't.
No, definitely. At this point, why would you?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't. You get to play college football, and we all know how the NFL is. It's really.
Oh, that ball's out. That ball's out.
Come on.
That ball's out.
Big.
See, this is where we have issues, man.
Big. Bear Alexander, man. Huge pickup, too, from Georgia. Great player.
We casually touch, like, it's one thing to go into the portal. It is another thing to pull out guys that can help you right away.
Yeah.
Like, look at this play. Point. Let's see. This.
Hey, is this the? Oh, okay, I was gonna say Eugene Hankerson, but this is
he's down.
He's down.
Let's say he's down.
I don't think that's Hankerson.
Yeah.
I think it's
6. If it's 6,
it's 36.
Okay.
But I think he came from Jackson State.
Is that Wilkerson?
No, Wilkerson is from Jackson State. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's a flag.
Hey now. Hey now.
Another.
Hey now. See, hey, look. I'm saying hey now. Like I'm calling both ways. I'm saying.
That's a flag.
Saying hey now. You know what I'm saying?
See, that for me right there, RJ, and Phillip too, is right now Shador is 8 of 10, which is great.
Yeah.
But 19 yards.
I know.
They can't get down the field.
Yeah.
Like, I mean.
But SC's giving you those one-on-one opportunities. They just got to start taking them on cue.
But you see, there's no pocket here.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
God,
come on, man.
Wow.
Another transfer player, Christian Roland Wallace, Arizona.
Goodness. Yeah. So that's 2 interceptions, right, in 3 games after a dude that didn't throw more than 6 all of last year. Goodness. So that destroys anything that you had going.
Yeah, and if we go 21 right here.
This is if we go,
I mean, that's the spread.
If we go, down 21 right now, it's gonna start looking like Oregon.
That's your best wide receiver too.
Weaver,
if he can't make that play, he can't make that play.
It's tough to see because you didn't see the full angle, but it looked like one of those scramble drills where Weaver went in and Shador.
Oh, okay. All right. Man.
There's nothing worse for a defense that just got scored on to go right back in, and they have to defend on the red zone.
Yeah, and you got.
You know what I mean?
Well, and after you just got saved from what we thought was a change of momentum play, right? We thought that was a change of possession.
No,
it wasn't, and you still threw it back to him.
Here we go. Come on.
Goodness.
Mario Williams.
I love that dude so much.
Yeah, I do too.
Like he came out of Plantation where he was playing center field and pitching. And he was going to play both at Oklahoma, both baseball and football.
You talking about number 4?
Yeah, Mario Williams.
With Lincoln and Caleb.
That relationship is.
Look at that though. That's right there.
That's what I'm talking about.
What is this sidearm junkie? Like he just flipped it.
Guard tackle pull.
Yes.
They've seen it so many times. We just ran guard tackle pull. By the way,
so much fluff.
With it too.
So much fluff in there.
Now we've got a quick screen with it too. That's why Lincoln's so good, man. You're just always guessing as a defensive coordinator and as a defender. I've seen the same look 10 different times, but I've seen 10 different plays off of it as well.
Well, I mean, that is when people talk about air raid, that is the trait that I wish they talk more about is we got maybe 10 plays in the book, but we're going to run them 10 different ways.
Exactly.
Yeah. So everybody, you get really good at the subtleties. Man, you had him.
Great read.
Yeah.
Caleb's so good at that, too. That's where he's dangerous. That's another aspect of his game. You talk about in the pocket, on the run.
Dude.
He's so good at reading RPOs. Just simple things like, I know when to give it.
Well, and they're so good at letting him. Because as a running back, Phil, don't you just want to take that ball?
When sometimes you see the hole and you're like, man, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. But you have to trust that quarterback. You have to trust that he's going to be unselfish and give it to you when
what's your cue? What's your cue? How do you know when you're getting this ball? How do you know when he's pulling it?
Usually they're reading the end. They're reading that end on the line of
scrimmage. So you're reading the end too?
Well, no. For me, I don't have to. I don't have to read the end because I'm banking on the quarterback. If he's giving me the ball, he's telling me that end is up, up the field, and I'm giving it to you because I can't pull it.
Right.
If he pulls it, then he's saying the end's probably crashing down, and there's either that RPO, throw right here, or I can run with it. So it's all about trust. And like you said, Caleb Williams has done a good job of making the right decisions, and that stuff is a decision making, having that ability. Like, it's special, man, in itself.
He did this against Kansas at Oklahoma. We still talk about this because we're not sure whether or not he was down or not because he was so late on the pull. But he felt so good about pulling it that late because I swear running back was 3 steps down, and he still was able to get it out and go make a play. But we're also talking about a guy that is, I believe he thinks he's the spiritual heir apparent to Kobe. And I'm saying that with a level of reverence, right? And I don't mean to just throw that out there. But it is a man who is very confident in his own abilities, who is very loud about saying, if you don't like me now, wait until we're winning. And then you will like me. As a quarterback, don't you think that that's a little... we always say that the quarterback should be level-headed. I wasn't. You were. He seems to be level-headed on the field, but he's also the kind of dude that will wear on his chest what he thinks about you. What does that do for your team? What does that do for your demeanor?
When you have a leader like Caleb Williams, and I think that's something that's not talked about a ton with him, is that, and a big part of that was the nail paint from last year, right? Was the Utah games, doing stuff like that. But it's a guy that's going out and producing for his team, right? He's getting, you're not worried about the perspective from an outsider looking in, which you are. It is important nowadays, especially from these GMs and these teams going to the NFL. But you're really focused on what your teammates think about you, what your coaches think about you, what the Trojan fans think about you. So, yes, there are some up and downs with that, but I love the way Caleb is as a leader.
Well, and to that point about what your teammates think about you, I think when the guys talk about him, I'm always listening very closely, right? Because you can tell who's liked and you can tell who's not. But on that football field, the chemistry seems to just be there. And I think a lot of that's not just Lincoln Riley and Caleb, but Dennis Simmons, right? Alex Grinch. We keep going through these guys that are outstanding position coaches, outstanding recruiters, but you come into a place that, not for nothing, hadn't been winning for a few years. But you also had a guy that came and said, this is going to be the mecca of college football. And a lot of us took umbrage to that because, we're proud. Even as Colorado seems to be the mecca of college football presently, look who's showing up to play. And if you're a Colorado fan, I'm asking Phil, do you feel worse about how this game is going than the Oregon game?
No.
Because that felt like you do nothing about that Oregon game.
Like, that Oregon game was just one of those where you just want to put in your back pocket and never look at it again. We're a little, right now, we're a little bit more, exciting to watch. And even though it's 14-0, it's a couple mistakes on our end. Not getting that touchdown hurt us, throwing that interception. So we're shooting ourselves in the foot. Ultimately, though, I know you guys didn't think that we were going to win 3 games, 4 games maybe, What did you have?
Hold up. Time out.
No, you didn't
time
say
out.
that
Full. I took the over.
Okay, what would you say?
Man, at the time, I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say it, but I was telling everybody he's never had a losing season. He was going to have a winning season. So if that's 7-6, because you bowl eligible, that was the floor for me. I thought they were always going to win 7 games, but, didn't expect them to beat Oregon or USC, even if I'm picking them because...
Exactly.
And that's a good point,
What did you have, Cody? What did you have?
You know what, though, Phillip? I was torn. I didn't know, but this is just going back, and I didn't watch a ton of Colorado this offseason, but going back to Lincoln Riley. We were 4-8 the year prior. I had him at maybe 7 or 8. Positive, trending in the right direction. We come out and win 11 games, so who knows?
It's a guy, winners win.
Yes.
Come on,
my goodness, what a catch and what a play.
Let's go, Dorian Singer.
And see, I had Colorado winning 5 games, maybe 6. I didn't know what they were going to do against TCU because they had 73 players.
But that game for me was a pick 'em because I knew what Texas Christian was. Big 12 fan, right? And I knew what they brought back. I knew what he was bringing in. this game and the Oregon game are probably going the way that we thought they would go.
Yeah.
But in as far as them being good and fun, that's prime. That's what,
for sure.
and 2 has a big part of that. But Dorian Singer out here making these plays. If you're an Arizona fan, how do you feel?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll tell you what, as an SC fan, I'm happy he's on our team because last year, when we played at Arizona, he went for like 160 and 3 touchdowns on us. So,
and Dennis Simmons said, let me go get him.
I'm happy we went and got him, but that was a makeup for the post that Caleb missed because he had Lake McCree there in the flat as well, but it looked like he was like, I'm going to get Dorian Singer a makeup here for that post I overthrew.
He just has so much talent.
It's the same way as Colorado. It's just transfer after transfer after transfer making plays. And it takes time to build that continuity, to build that connection, to get comfortable with one another. But yeah, back to your point, that's why I said Colorado's already exceeded expectations in my book. Because, even if they only, say they don't win another game the rest of the year, they've already established themselves as, hey, a team that's on the rise. Dion said it best after the Oregon game. If you're going to get me now, right? Because I'm only going to get better. I'm only going to get better recruits. I'm only going to continue to get better players.
He admitted that right now we're 7 or 8 dudes from being where we want to be.
True.
And that's talking about the trenches.
But he's been 7 or 8 dudes from being dominant. And by that, I mean, it's not just that you win 12 games last year. It's that you were putting people away that are good, right? Like the FAMU game, I thought was the best game that he had coached up until Texas Christian.
Okay.
Because FAMU was a very close game the year before.
Yeah.
But this is as bad we're going to be. This is also, man, he is trademarking keep receipts, but that's also his constitution, you know? And I think that is imbued in that team.
Everything.
Well, but in that team is showing up and having to prove that they are about this. Because
I agree.
He also made a great point that I doubled down on. Teams are playing against prime. They're not playing against Colorado. So they're up a little bit more than they would normally be.
Yeah.
And I wonder what happens when people stop playing against prime, but the expectation for Colorado players continues to grow. So Phil, like, what are you looking for from this team in this game right now to play for that name on the back as much as that name on the front?
I agree. Like, at this point, it is about heart.
That's you.
It's about, like, who do I know next year I'm going to go to war with? Like it's kind of like setting yourself up for next year because, as you know, he will get rid of players like it's the NFL and bring new ones in like nothing. So I just think that, like, we as Colorado fans, we got so excited so fast, and we just think that it's supposed to be 11-win year. And it's like someone like USC, it's like they're established.
But that's the other part, right? And this is to the point about the transfer portal and getting guys to do this is Riley was the only guy that I talked to, a head coach, who was outwardly supporting and enthusiastic about the roster rebuild because he'd just done it. And he had said it, you owe a responsibility to the university, to your own team, to go get the best players that you possibly can and then create a team. This idea that you can't bring in dudes that haven't played together and create a team and structure that can go win. Prime came after the portal. People forget that. This is what he does. Right? Riley, it's still
great read.
Okay. Whatever. You had the first down. You had the first down.
I don't know if I'm taking that one.
He should have just got
Get the first down.
Come on, man.
Who are we pitching to? Why are we trying to throw the ball to somebody else again?
Did they give it to him?
No. It's third down.
Come on, y'all.
Okay, we forget it. You got the first.
Yeah.
I'm like, Shador. Come on, dog.
Didn't want to get hit.
You said, get the first down.
Exactly. That was his dad calling that play.
So I just don't get hit.
Oh, my goodness.
But yeah, I mean, and that's a great point. RJ is, and Phillip said it too, like the transfer portal is free agency of NFL. That's what it is now. But it's so tough with, yes, you can go get better players within the rules, right? I love it too for players.
Right.
You may commit to somewhere and commit your next 4 to 5 years, 3 years of your life, and it doesn't work out for whatever reason. Now you have that opportunity.
Let me ask it this way. Do you think if the portal was around, you would have stuck it out at SC?
That's a great question. I've got that a lot because, so for those of you who don't know, and I don't know if Phil knows the story, so I committed to SC. I was going to commit to Washington, ended up committed to SC, and then I didn't get an opportunity for 2 years. And I was sitting behind a guy named Max Swittick. And great player, great quarterback. We went back and forth. I immediately kind of saw the writing on the wall is this was, a modern-day guy, Matt Barkley, Matt Leinart, these modern-day guys. I don't know if I'm going to get my shot. And I really felt that.
I'm just a dude from Centennial and Bakersfield.
And from Bakersfield, and I didn't know if I was going to get my shot. We go to the bowl game my second year. Matt gets hurt towards the end of the second year. Whittick gets to start against Notre Dame. Then he gets to start against Georgia Tech in the bowl game. Struggles a little bit. I'm told I'm going to get some playing time. That doesn't happen. So at the end of the game, we finish up. I go in the locker room. I'm sitting there like, I've got to get out of here. Like, I've got to go somewhere. I'm not going to get to play.
Right.
I was told I was getting an opportunity. We didn't play well. There's no reason I shouldn't have got a shot in this game.
Yeah.
I remember going out to the media immediately after, right? And you have those where you get to go in the locker room, change real quick, but then you go talk to media. And it was, where are you going to go? Where are you transferring? What are you doing? What are you doing? Me personally, as a competitor, I took that as kind of a shot at me. I was like, and I looked at him, I remember looking him in the face, said, you know what? I'm going to put my head down, stay off my phone, stay off Twitter, stay off all that. I'm going to get to work and I'm going to come back and compete. And you know, I kind of spoke that into existence and won the starting job the following year. But you put the portal in place and it make it easier instead of having to go the JUCO route or having a city year. I don't know. I would like to think that I would have been true and stayed at USC, and then I'm going to stick with that as my answer. But it adds into another element of what I have left if it was easier for me.
I agree. I think it helps and hurts college football in the sense of, like back in the day, like I never thought about transferring out. I thought like you said,
You from Denver?
I am from Denver, but see, for me, I didn't like I came up. I was 140 pounds going into college. They thought I was a kid
Coming out of high school?
Yes.
Look, he can't believe it.
One of my teammates called me the kicker. I was so pissed. I was like, dude. And I came off in the injury, and I worked my butt. I worked it, and I just kept on. And to me, I just felt like it built character for me. It built like, you know what? No, I'm not running away from this. If I feel like I'm the better person, I'm going to win. I don't care. And I know it's political. It is a political game
and
in college and NFL.
I've seen
like,
that.
You can just, you could do the best you ever done, and they just don't like you.
And they're going to play this guy no matter what. Yeah.
But I've always believed, and I'm always a firm believer that God never makes mistakes in the sense of man can try to control whatever they want, but if it's not meant to be, it's not going to
True.
be. And that's how my life has been, from being undrafted and playing and going to Pro Bowls and 1,000-yard years. You think that they wanted to do that? Like, Denver didn't want to play me. I mean, I'm undrafted. They just drafted a running back in the third round, in the third and seventh, and now you're telling this undrafted player that's 180 pounds that you're going to be the starting running back? Like, to them, it was like, that doesn't go right.
Yeah.
You know, but it's, in my head, it's God's plan. That's what God wanted to happen for me. So it's going to happen, right? For these kids, I think it's an easy road of just saying, oh, I don't play the first couple games. They promised me, well, I'm just going to go somewhere else. It's not building anything where it's like, you know what, all right, I didn't get what I want right now, but let me keep working. Let me keep working. And later on, enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Character.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about, character.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate both of your candor here, because it's difficult to talk about what might have happened. And I understand how folks are really not for the portal. I love the portal.
Yeah.
But I also am looking at, we got stories now that we can tell. So another USC quarterback, JT Daniels.
Yeah.
He took advantage of the portal.
Yeah.
Does he have a national title ring to show for it? Right?
He was,
right.
wasn't he? When
Right.
Georgia was Stetson Bennett, you're right.
So
You
the
are
question that I would ask is it worth it to go to a team where you're going to win, right? Or where a team where you're going to play? Because I always tell the kids, the recruits, go where you're going to have a good time. Go where you're going to play.
Yeah.
Right? Where you're going to play is where you're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
But you can look at a JT Daniels and can say, okay, so SC, Georgia, West Virginia. Oh,
let's
goodness.
Go. Come on,
That's a
man.
nice
Just
first
we got
down.
to
You got
open
the running
up.
game going a little bit this
And
route,
now
too.
Rice. So you could see it could go either way.
Yeah.
It really can go either way. And now
Gotta
we're
open
still
it.
in the year of guys still have that extra COVID year. And,
Yeah, I think that helped a lot
I'm
of teams.
curious,
That hurt
like,
some teams.
hey,
I'll tell you
it's
what,
better
though.
football. It's
With
better
that
it
football.
is.
Oh, he got him.
Touchdown!
go!
Holy smokes!
That's what I'm talking
All
about.
right, Jimmy
Jimmy
Horn.
Horn.
All right, Jimmy Horn.
All right.
All right, Jimmy Horn.
I
Wow.
think he talked to his
What
dad.
a throw. In stride.
That's what we need.
I was about to say, you needed
Producer
that bit.
Tyler.
That drive, that was a make or break
Producer
drive.
Tyler, I need to see that. That was a great,
the fans now.
great,
We're getting against
great
them.
throw.
But hey, 2 explosive runs on that opens up the passing.
I-
Wait, look,
Game
here, hold on. Let's see what we got here.
Foundation, man. Finally, they run the ball.
Wait, look at your eyes. Look at feet. Don't move.
Yep.
Don't move.
Yep.
Great route.
Oi, with pressure.
That was a great route.
My goodness, and right on that post.
That's why.
Soon as he planted,
That's why
that
the
ball was
scouts love
gone.
Shador, though. Like, you see the pressure. He's not just sitting there. He's
Yeah.
making these plays off his
Right.
back
And
foot.
he's going to play on Sunday.
Yeah,
He's good.
hands
He's a
down.
prototypical NFL
I
guy
was gonna
when you
say,
watch him.
it's
So tell me
I
this. Do you
find
have
it-
him in the first round, though?
fascinating that nobody thought that he was going to play on Sundays until this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think there were still a lot of questions, though, too,
Okay.
about how he was going to play at a Power 5 level.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, I didn't watch a whole lot. I didn't watch a ton of him at
Fair.
Jackson State just
Fair.
because,
Yeah.
and I've been
Fair.
doing SC, obviously,
Fair.
broadcasting
I
all
watched
that.
him a lot because, one, my sister coaches volleyball at Preview A&M.
So you got games against him.
Yeah, so like I know about that conference, but I'm like you. Cody, with the sense of like, I didn't want to believe the hype around Shedeur just because we've had an incident like that in Colorado back in the day with Hawkins and Dan Hawkins, the head coach, and his son, Cody Hawkins, where they were.
I think I remember that.
Remember?
Name, yeah.
So it was a head coach and his son was the quarterback.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a good mesh. And he would not bench his son. Okay. And we end up having bad years because he would not bench his son.
Hey, look, number one, that team beat number 3 ranked Oklahoma, and I'll never forget it with Cody Hawkins, the quarterback. So, after that, Dan could do.
Did,
I'm about to say, Dan got a pass from me after that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you know what I'm talking
that's
about.
That's one.
But the thing for me wasn't necessarily as much as Coach Prime and Dion or Shedeur. It was more so how's he going to transition to the Power 5 level. And it wasn't that I didn't think he was going to be successful. I just haven't seen him a whole lot.
Yeah.
So, and we were watching, me and Sua Cravens, we do the USC pregame shows. We were literally watching on his phone the TCU game before we went on. And I'm like, hey, okay, they're hanging around second half. Shedeur's playing well. Third quarter, I'm like, they're sticking around. And by the fourth, I'm like, they're going to do this. They're sticking around enough. They believe in themselves.
That they're going to win this game.
Before the game. When you get a team who maybe is not there yet, but they believe in themselves, that's when they're dangerous.
It's scary.
Speaking of great quarterback play, we got one over here on the wall with Caleb Williams ready to go. And I think it's the TD play. Because again, just the time he's got. Like, I had him in a 9 count. Look at this.
How many of your offensive linemen, Cody, are going to the NFL after this year?
That man downfield.
I think we're losing 2. 2 or 3 are going.
See, look at that.
You can't
and then the yards after catch. He outruns him to the corner.
Yeah.
God, he's so fast.
Yeah.
Speed everywhere.
Just in the depth. It's just one after another. We've got so much depth on the offensive side of the ball. First 3 games, and I know you're playing the younger guys, but we had 12 guys catch a pass, 14 guys catch a pass, and 12 guys catch a pass. And you've got Deuce Robinson, Mekhi Lemon,
just chilling.
Kobe Lane, just waiting for their turn. Yeah, no, we've got some great players.
Zach Branch isn't playing this game, but I think it bears mentioning that man, the only player in FBS, punt return for TD.
Special team demon when it comes to those returns.
Receiving TD, rushing TD.
Yeah.
You know? Just phenomenal. And Lincoln, I asked him about him at Pac-12 Media Days. Like, so Zach Branch, he's going to play a lot. We'll see.
Yeah.
And I'm going, man,
as soon as they
playing me.
As soon as they asked Coach Simmons, or the wide receiver coach, first day of fall camp or spring ball, whatever it was, they said, is he as advertised? And he gave a look like, is he? I was like, okay, I'm sold.
So I thought Raleek Brown was going to be that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people did, RJ.
Okay. Because, like, that, if you're going to be skeptical, I'm saying that might have made you skeptical.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see, what a tackle.
Good job.
What a tackle.
That's Mekhi Lemon back there getting a return. So he's filling in for Zechariah right now as a returner.
Ooh. Speaking of dudes you just pull out.
Yeah.
My goodness, man. I mean, you just mentioned him, and there he goes.
And then you also got his quarterback in the waitings, Kai Nelson, who both play together. So
that's also the point that I would raise about this team, or excuse me, this league, is all of these guys that are showing out are transfers from somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know, which is nobody wants to point that out when we talk about how the portal works.
For sure.
I'm going, do you realize the level of play in that league was produced somewhere else to start?
Yeah.
Right? And refined and made better. Michael Penix Jr., another great story.
Indiana.
Right? Yeah, but this dude,
also,
he's just got all day back there.
That's what I love. And that was back to Joel Klatt's point about him being so good in the pocket. That was so good by Caleb right there. I started on the right side, went 1 to 2, not there. Let me get back. Watch him right here. Starts on the right side, does a great job going through progression. 1, 2, not there. 3, not there. Let me flip my hips all the way back and find the curl flat on the backside. Perfect. That's textbook.
There's Marshawn again.
Ooh! So tell me this, Cody. Then
that was the Phillip Lindsay.
Yeah, that was.
You see that?
That was
volleyball there on the sideline.
He gave him the shoulder.
Now put Shedeur in the situation of Caleb right now, and I've seen where Shedeur, when he has the time, he can do the same thing as he goes from one side to the other.
Yeah.
You know, like that's how important these offensive linemen are. And
exactly.
You said 2 are going to the NFL. I can't list or name one that's going to the NFL for us.
I asked Lincoln about that offensive line because I said, you're turning it over, and I don't know that you're going to be as deep as you were. And he says, yeah, it's an issue for us. And doesn't seem to be.
Come on.
Look at this.
Guard tackle pull again.
I mean, my goodness. He was what?
Physical, baby.
4 yards down before contact?
Yeah.
I mean, they're blocking the hell out of this. The picture, Phil.
Yeah.
The picture's so clean.
No, I know.
Like, you don't need vision.
This is a running back's dream.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what vision? I can be blind and hit this hole.
If a running back is good, sometimes you're like, okay, is it the running back or is it the offensive line?
Well, I mean, but even so.
And I want to, let's stick on that real quick.
Okay.
And I'm curious to get your point because I haven't seen all this NFL-wise.
Yeah.
That's where they say obviously the NFL is saying it's the offensive line because we're just plugging and placing here and just going.
Well, I guess
we're not wanting to pay running backs. Well, I mean, what's your opinion on that? Do you think it's a combination of both? Or?
It is a combination of both. I think that, like, for example, right, if you're just running through open holes 5, 6, 7 yards down the field, well, then, like, it's what can you do after you get past that line of scrimmage? Like, can you make some people miss? Do you get that juice? You know what I mean? And then you have stuff where it's like, are you breaking tackles? For example, Denver Broncos' Javonte Williams breaks a lot of tackles and stuff. And then you get somebody like, I love Swift from the Eagles. But look what he's running through. Like, literally, well, he's running through 25-yard holes.
That's a great point, right? Because we're talking about how good the offensive line is in this game and how they have made use of guard tackle. Oh, whatever!
Let's go!
Oh, my God! Yo! Mario Cooper! Hey, I'm going to dap you up. God! Look at this corner blitz. Look at this. He never saw him.
No,
Look at this. He never saw him.
That's the back right there.
Oh!
Look at Austin Jones turn around. Look at him.
Look. He grabbing his head. He grabbing his head.
Oh, that ball. I can't believe he held onto the football.
Cade Klubnik fumbled that ball. Florida State picked it up, won the game.
I want to walk up over here.
I'm saying.
Stay down.
Hey, don't get the penalty.
Hey, get us a
Don't get the penalty. Look, 3rd and 14. Golly.
Let's go.
Marion Cooper also transferred in Florida State.
Hop right back up, though. Let's go.
Of course, that's a true quarterback talking. All right.
Brought Marshawn back in.
There we go.
Austin was grabbing his face.
I'll tell you, as a running back, the quickest way to get taken off the field, you miss pass protection.
Oh, man.
Fumble or give up a hit like that as a quarterback or a running back.
Producer Tyler, I would love to see that sack again.
Number one.
Would love to see it. My goodness.
That was textbook. And I hate to say that because he wasn't looking, and those could be really dangerous.
But he wrapped him up and he saw what he hit. You know what I'm saying? That's as clean as they get.
Because what are we saying if Caleb gets hurt? You know, we're sitting here mad.
Right.
Because, you know, the same situation like the Travis Hunter getting hit and doing that. Like, you kind of get mad because, you know, you don't want to see nobody just get hurt.
No, that's why. Leading up to this game, I was so frustrated that Travis Hunter's not playing, that Shadow Sanders. Like, when you play games like this, Zachariah's not playing, you want best versus best, right? You want all the stars on the field. Right. It's unfortunate, but that's the negative part of football.
Right.
There's going to be injuries that happen. It's just how healthy can you be when it comes to week 11, week 12, conference championships, and then the college football playoff. That's where the teams that really take that next step. And I know a lot of it's luck, but how healthy are you when that time comes around?
See, Cody, this is the other side of what I love about this sport is, while we are upset, right, that Travis Hunter isn't playing this game, Omarion Cooper got torched by Troy Franklin last week. Yeah. And he had that big sack there. So you get to see these dudes have the Phillip Lindsay story. I'm the next man up. Yes. I'm going to do something about this. I'm going to do something with this opportunity. I'm going to use my time. Man, I get fired up when I see those dudes make the play.
When I was young, I was a freshman, and I was in the lunch line with one of the linebackers that was playing. I was like, man, I hate injuries. And he's like, why? He said, because that injury may give you the opportunity to finally get on the field. You know, you just don't never know. Yeah, you don't want no injuries. Right. But, like, that might be your only way to show that you belong on this field. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Like, yeah, you're right. You don't want them, but sometimes some person may need that in order to get on the field to show that, hey, I'm as good as this person that's behind me. Yeah.
I had this conversation.
Or in front of me.
Jay Boulware, running backs coach at Oklahoma, coach tight end, special teams, whatnot, at Texas. And I asked him about running backs. At one point, they had 4 that I thought could be starters. And I said, which one starts? And he says, all of them. And I said, what do you mean by that? Somebody's going to get hurt, because that's the nature of the position. And when you can get down that line and still feel good about that guy in that 4th position, my goodness, you got a great football team. And I've always been consumed with depth, right? Because you talk about next man
Cody
up.
said that.
I've been consumed with it.
To be a good football team.
You know, and that's what hurts Colorado every year. If we don't have the USC where the 3rd string player is going to the NFL at some point, once we get to our 2nd string, it's a drop-off, man. And it's always, even when we had our great year in 2016, our defense was loaded with NFL players. And we had me, you had, Cepho has been there for a long time, but you go against Alabama and Ohio State, man, their 4th and 3rd string players are going to the NFL. Yeah. Like,
just waiting
how can you be? Exactly. How can you?
And that's where SC struggled
like that?
On defense last year and obviously there's still some pieces that we've got to fix, and there's still some parts of our defense that we've got to get better. But we just didn't have the depth like we have this year. So we've got a lot more. Maybe not to that 3rd, 4th guy, but 1, 2 right now. We're a lot more solid than we were a year ago.
Yes, and it's only going to get even more solid. Also, I'm be remiss. you joining up in the Big 12 next year, which
Yes.
feels like it could be wide open between everybody.
I kind of like it.
But he going to the Big 10 next year.
Okay, I was gonna say
Different
SEC.
football.
Hey, look, man.
Different
and
type of football.
Come on,
okay.
we got it.
I don't
We
know if
Come
we're
on.
supposed to catch that or
I
not.
know.
All right, so, Phillip.
Yeah.
You get 7 before the half, and you close it back to 7.
Ooh.
Do you feel good about this?
I feel good.
Okay.
Now we got, like you said before. Now you got everybody believing. Now
And you get the ball coming out in the third
exactly.
quarter.
You're not as talented as USC, but you're believing now.
Start.
Everything's working for you. We got to keep running the ball though. You guys seen that. When you run the ball, good things happen. I keep preaching that. Even in the NFL today, Denver's not running the ball for.
You had a flat-footed safety because you run the ball well. Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
I will always say,
TD
Cody,
play.
you might want to be against me on this, but running the football is the foundation. It's when you have a pyramid, it's the beginning of everything. You know, you have to be able to run the ball.
No, I agree.
get frustrated all the time with
That's what I was saying. As a quarterback, that's what, my best friend was a good run game.
Yeah.
And we saw that there. Last drive, Colorado, a couple big runs. Boom, you got a play action, deep post over the middle.
Here we go again.
That's positive yardage. I
That's
just,
what we
I
have
just
not
hate that
seen.
you had to go
Run
back
game
5 to
going.
get those 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cody, if they close it to a 1-score game, how do you feel about USC's chances?
I'm worried. I'm not worried, but I'm concerned because A, you keep the crowd in it.
Right.
Because we're on our way, right?
Yeah.
You keep the crowd in it. B, you have a team like Colorado who, yes, still's a year or 2 away from getting to where they want to be. But like you just said, they start to believe.
Yeah.
Right? We're only down 7 to an explosive top 10 football team right now. We have a chance to stay in this thing. And then second half, it becomes, okay, which way does the momentum go, right?
What
Colorado
are you
gets the ball
saying in
coming out.
the locker room at halftime?
Well, hold up. Let's save that one.
Okay.
Because we got 8:30 to go. And we're going to answer that question.
That's what I'm saying.
But
I'm interested to see
I was going to say, we got 8:30 to go.
Because with me,
That's a
I'm
big stop,
cussing.
though.
I'm that rowdy person.
Ooh,
Stop.
man.
Strap.
These dudes.
Monty Jackson, too. This is another guy I've been high on that 5-star out of high school, can't get healthy, finally starting to come on his own, or really come on as a strong cornerback 1, if you want to call it, contender. Between him, Sierra Wright, and Christian Wallace, who had the pick already in this game, you're just waiting to see for that one guy to kind of step up and be the leader in the secondary.
How do we feel about the saber sheath as a cornerback celebration?
But that's strap, right? Or is that saying I'm putting the strap on?
I thought you were putting the sword back in the
like
sheath.
the seatbelt? Oh,
No, you putting the sword back in the sheath.
I thought it was a strap too. Like
Yeah,
he's saying,
like
I'm
strap.
strapping.
Yeah.
Like Chris Harris used to do it. He called him strap Harris.
It
He
is
used to go
seatbelt. Okay,
you
I'm
know what I mean?
wrong.
Like I'm
Seatbelt.
seatbelt strapping. Yeah.
I don't get it.
What happened? What just
But do we just get
a block punt?
do we block it?
Or they went for
That
it?
Gentry's big behind?
Or they faked it?
Was that Gentry?
18?
Yeah. Cody, you would know this.
I didn't see it. They might have faked it or we blocked it.
But
I
it's
was
18.
thinking it-
18 Eric Gentry.
Yeah, that's
Eric
Gentry. Did Gentry get to that?
We did block it.
Yep, Gentry got to that.
Little rugby kick.
Look at that. All 6'5" of him.
Why are we rugby kicking it, man?
Man, hey, do the seatbelt, Gentry.
Dang.
Yeah.
Somebody explain
on the
this.
seatbelt.
What am I missing here?
Like it's like so Chris Harris, if you know the cornerback with
Yeah. He's from Bixby. He's from around the way.
Yeah. So he used to they were in the no-fly zone, and his nickname was Strap. Because he would strap him, right? So his thing was like, I'm putting a seatbelt on you. I'm strapping you up kind of thing.
Man, Chris gonna give me so much hell when I get home. Man, because, shout out to y'all for letting me know, but my goodness, I'm thinking that they shoot.
I'm a quarterback, man. I hate seeing that
But,
celebration,
hey,
but that's what I figured it was.
No, you're right.
Strapping the seatbelt.
I'm like, why would I
I
want to strap a
understand
seatbelt on somebody?
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking I want to use a sword to chop down his pass. No, they talking about strapping the seatbelt, man. Chris,
Shut down the grass.
my bad, Chris. my bad. I got to go home after this.
This is what drives you crazy about cornerbacks. They'll get burnt. Quarterback will overthrow it.
Right. When he just
Then we go like
would be mad.
On overthrow.
Or overthrow. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do nothing, dog. Look at this.
Big.
See?
Wow.
See, stuff like that.
Mario
Come on,
Williams.
y'all.
That's where we're dangerous, so momentum plays.
Yes.
Golly.
One play. Boom.
But, Cody,
One play touchdown.
tell the truth, shame the devil. Do you have a cannon like that? Did you have a cannon like that?
I'll say this. I felt like, and this is me getting on my soapbox,
Please.
getting a little.
Hey.
I felt like very good down the field. Now, I think where I excelled at that was with Coach Shark's great job. Too high safety.
Good. I mean, it's on a
Look at that
road.
window, though. I mean, just reading that middle linebacker, great throw. But, yeah, I felt like I did a great job pushing the ball down the field when I was allowed to.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of it was being smart with the football, right? Risk versus reward. Do you want to take those 50-50 shots? Do you want to be smart, check it down, then come back to it? My junior year, we did a great job.
Oh, let's go. That might be
Ooh, what?
something later on.
Did they try to
No, he dropped it.
Okay, all
That was
right.
a little
Fumble to
fire
snap.
call there,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
But
if your helmet
the
looks
biggest
like
thing I
that,
took pride in was being accurate, right? My biggest thing was decision-making, timing, accuracy, right? That's where I felt like I could separate myself as a quarterback, both college and the NFL, was my decision-making was on point, protecting the football, my timing was on point, because really, timing-wise, if you're throwing it on time, besides deep balls and all that, but if you're throwing it on time from intermediate to short to intermediate, it doesn't matter how strong your arm is as long as it's getting there. Because if I throw it one hitch on a rope or I throw two hitches and I throw a little bit harder, it's still getting there at the same time. But the last thing after that is also accuracy. You got to be accurate. It doesn't matter how strong your arm is if you're not an accurate quarterback. And those are the three things for me that were most important.
Cody, when I was with Nick Foles, we were at the Colts, and he was explaining, because I was like, how do you guys just throw the deep ball, right? You guys just throw it? And he was like, no, like, there's certain ways you drop back to throw a certain deep ball. And I'm sitting here like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, so I say, maybe I don't want to be quarterback.
Yeah, so
There's
go ball you're normally taught in rhythm, right?
Yeah.
There are obviously times you're going to improvise, but in rhythm, go ball is 42 yards, 43 yards on like the little lines right before the bounds, right? You want to throw it in between the numbers and the, I guess you want to call it hash, not the hash. I don't want to say hash confused, but like they have the little lines right by when you go out of bounds. So between the numbers and out of bounds, right? So about 3 yards from the sideline, 42 to 43 yards. Post ball, near upright, whatever side they're coming from, near upright, same, about 42, 43. So yes, there are different ways to throw goes versus post versus a fade. A little shorter, obviously a little more air, or you have the back shoulder. So yeah, you've got to know when to throw a certain type of throw with any deep ball.
Which is very, like, is it impressive when you really think about it, as fans, and even as just a running back, you're just like, he's just throwing the ball. But like, to really understand like what is being done out there when they're throwing the ball is crazy. It's like, dang.
Hey, man, like.
I appreciate the little quarterback shout out right there. I appreciate
Look, when you can teach the game.
Yeah.
When you can teach the game, we are listening.
Yeah.
But I hate a fade route. I hate a fade.
You don't like fade?
I hate a fade. I hate a fade route.
I love it. Low risk, high reward.
It's just like to me, it's like how is it so successful? That's what I don't understand.
I'm throwing a fade when I should be running the ball.
Ooh,
that's what I think.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you this though, and that's a good point.
Yeah, like
why it's so successful? Because, well, you have quarterbacks obviously accurate. There's two types of throws. You can throw it over the top, you can throw back shoulder. Also, who the personnel is, but it is so difficult for a defender to guard man to man. Obviously, you don't know if they're going in and out there on the goal line.
Right.
Then you have to turn and run with them. You have no eyes, right? You're just trusting their eyes. When their hands go, my hands go. That makes corner, outside of quarterback, in my opinion, corner is the toughest position in all football, college or NFL.
Man, you got so many corners that are just standing up, giving you a standing ovation right now.
Hey, I'm on that though. Once I stop playing and watch film from a analytical side, watching defenses, really watching different players, like having to go out and cover some of these players in the NFL, some of these receivers, Justin Jeffersons of the world, Jamar Chase of the world,
6'3", 220.
and having to be on an island man-to-man and cover those guys, it's unbelievable.
220,
and college as well.
6'3", running 4.4s, and you're backpedaling.
And you're backpedaling the whole time. And you don't know what, they know what they're running.
You don't. You can only jam them 5 yards.
I mean, Ginger Rogers out here going, and?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Could do everything Fred Astaire could do backwards. But, like, to another like, Sauce Gardner is a great example of this. I'm thinking about Damani Jackson as a comp here, but that CeeDee Lamb walking up and going, you got to learn how to catch, dog. And I'm going, that's the one thing that the cornerback probably isn't doing enough.
That's what one of my old coaches used to always say. Every DB is a receiver who couldn't catch. Who wanted to play receiver but couldn't catch.
Ooh, they're just in the backfield. Like, all right, so it is.
Yeah, Jamil Muhammad transfer.
I thought he would have safeties and corners because he's always been pretty good at recruiting those.
Yeah,
to get these edge guys that are able to help you.
Really good front four right now.
Yeah, but also you got guys that not just get to the football, but can put people on the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there aren't as many broken tackles on this team as there
getting
have been
punch outs trying to
yeah. I mean, that's what you teach.
Okay.
Okay, Jimmy.
Let them know.
Okay, Jimmy. So
let them know.
Both Jimmy Horn and Xavier Weaver transferred in from South Florida.
Yeah. Yep.
Xavier Weaver as a grad student, Jimmy as an undergrad, and the question was, how do these dudes end up in South Florida showing up over here to make plays? And I'm going, Sean Lewis has been great at getting these wide receivers opportunities to be great. Dante Cephas was at Kent State last year. He's at Penn State. Caught a ton of passes for him. And this offense features them in a way that I really enjoy because it's predicated on we're going to get our best players to football.
Yes.
Which probably means that I see Shedeur Sanders throwing it more than I would like to the run game part of it.
Yeah.
But
this is the most running I've seen out of them in 3 games.
Well, it's, I mean,
4
it's,
games.
So you can see they're making an effort to try to run the football.
Yes.
They want to, and that's what you need to do. But yeah, I mean, you've got to have a run game. You've got to have a run game. That's why it's been so impressive for me what Shador's been able to do with a non-existent run game. He's been so efficient in the pass game. Now, yes, it got exposed a little bit against Oregon last week. When you play a better defense, when you play a defense that can get after the quarterback, collapse the pocket, but when you have a run game that is dominant, it just makes it so much easier as a quarterback. It really does.
So I'm told we got a fan question we want to get to. Love to see this on our North board. From Fran Silva. Should Shador Sanders come back to Colorado next season or strike while the iron is hot and move on to the NFL? I want to put a caveat in here. Prime has told everybody that will listen, Shiloh and Shador ain't going nowhere. But, you know, let's assume that Shador gets to make that decision.
We talked this all the way back in the radio station a lot. What if, and he has said before, like, it's all about positioning. So what if someone like Denver decides we want to take Shador, we're not doing well? Because Denver's pretty much, they're almost dead last. Like, they can battle to get Caleb Williams next year at this point. Yeah. Between Denver and the Bears. Yeah. And so it's like, would Prime let him go then? I don't see it happening, man. It's like the kid's making so much NIL money that it's like, why? And you're not going, he said something before about he's not backseat to anybody. Well, you're going to have to take backseat to Caleb because Caleb's being the number 1 pick
and then
out of quarterback.
Then you talk about Drake.
Exactly.
Then you talk about Mike.
Exactly.
You talk about Bo.
Exactly. So for me, it's like
JJ.
Yeah, very good quarterback. Yeah. Very good quarterback class this year.
Yeah. Do you think he should come out?
My question is, though, strike while the iron's hot. Yeah. Is it just as hot as NIL right now, too? Like, that's the question.
No,
like,
for
really,
sure.
Though. Like, it's funny, too. You see on Twitter some of these stories is, yes, I know signing bonus is the biggest thing, but on these rookie deals, some guys are making more in NIL than some of these players in base salary. Some of these big-time players are still on rookie deals.
You know,
so I wouldn't be surprised to see him come back for another year.
I think he should.
Especially just because they're starting some here at Colorado. You probably want to see him come back and finish that off. But, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. It depends on how he plays the rest of the year.
We are talking about NIL when there's not a lot of transparency around it.
We can't make money on 3rd and 12.
Oh, you got to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Dang.
No, that's a great point, though. You can't make money on 3rd and 12.
You can't.
Yeah. You can't make money on 3rd and 12.
Before that, though, they've been really good at getting those 3rd and 1s, running the football, picking it up. Yeah, but that's tough.
Well, I mean, look, you can rush 3 if you want to. And get to him. Like, that's what happened. They rushed 3.
And then brought a delayed 3, yeah.
Right. And get to him. You can't have that. You can't have that. That's not going to win you any football games.
Yeah.
If I can't block 3 with 5, even on a delay, what are we doing?
Yeah, true.
Here we go again. I'm nervous about the dang punts now. Don't
run a fake. Run a fake.
Yeah,
run a fake. Okay. All right.
No, you said they did the rugby this time.
Yeah, just straight up. But you know, it's to that point though. Like it is a glaring weakness.
Yeah.
Their special teams is a glaring weakness. Like I believe in making your strengths stronger and just minimizing your weaknesses. Like we don't go toward our weaknesses as often as or as little as we can. Meanwhile, you know, you got to punt the ball, go get a punter. You got to kick the ball, go get a kicker.
Yeah.
You know, the idea that like Clemson loses to Florida State because they ain't got a kicker. You know, this team should have 10 on the board. It should be 28,
and our kicker
27
should be
to
good
10.
with the altitude, man. With the altitude, the balls go further.
So did that bother you when you played at Folsom, the altitude?
I don't.
They're probably beating us up so much.
I was going to say, they've never lost this game.
I made it my house, you know?
No. I'm going to say altitude-wise, I took a little heat for this, but I don't remember it. But a lot of people are like, well, you're a quarterback.
Mile high, what?
I don't remember being affected with oxygen levels, like breathing and all that. Throwing the football, I don't know. I couldn't really tell either, so it didn't really bother me.
Yeah.
Now, I've had a lot of skilled players I've played with before talk about how tough it can be breathing up there, getting used to the different altitude. And you obviously know better than anyone else.
Yeah, it definitely can.
As a quarterback, I never felt it.
No, it is often used as an advantage to teams that play in Denver professionally. Obviously, this team, but I've always been curious about it because, oh no, man, I think if you can play, you can play.
Yeah.
And this is a stop-start game, and we're talking about anaerobic condition, not aerobic conditioning. It's always curious.
I'm telling y'all, it really does make a difference. Cody just isn't athletic enough.
You saying like negative
No. It can, like for you, right? For quarterbacks, like you guys are good. But for the receivers, it takes some time to adjust.
Oh, I believe that, yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean,
Cody didn't run enough.
hey,
Cody didn't run enough to get it.
look.
I was a pocket passer.
I was about to say,
style.
on the board over here, we got Omarion Cooper coming on the corner blitz, and I'm telling you, maybe it was Caleb wasn't breathing enough. I don't know.
Yeah, this is on the back though, right here.
This
This
is
Austin
beautiful,
Jones.
man.
You can tell it too. This is you're responsible for any secondary.
And he got nobody to block.
Yeah.
You see
Look at
that?
him.
He went up there to
You can
block
see Austin
nobody.
Jones' hands on his
He
head.
went up there to block nobody.
He's
But
like,
what a play from Cooper.
Has he got him back in the game since? I don't think he's got
I
back
don't
in the
think
game
so,
since.
dog. And we might not see him.
You know, after you getting him hit like that, look at that.
But look, yeah, hey, as a running back
But-
here, you're responsible for your back secondary
Yes.
pressure, right?
And you should always, antenna should always be up when you're on the short end of the field.
on the bound. Yep,
on the
agreed.
bound, yep.
I still want to. I mean, Cooper sold this because he's even got his posture is
Yeah, that was a
facing
big
the
play.
sideline. You know what I'm saying? Like he never gave anything away.
Hey, best part about it too, good clean hit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Didn't
Yes.
take a penalty, didn't hurt your team, still got a big play.
Yeah.
Celebrate after and do it the right way. That was awesome.
But I mean, that's these. Oh my goodness, it's.
I will say, Caleb hopped right back up, went down and
Hey,
came up with a big play. So I'll
because
take
I
it.
think it's because it's clean hit. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
exactly.
funny.
You know,
Yeah.
like because that's.
Yeah, because you hit him in the head there, and then now we're looking at
Yeah.
head injury stuff
I
like
agree.
that. Does he
I
get back
agree.
up? No, that was good. That was a good football
Yep.
play.
Love Miller. Don't want to see him.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Love him.
Great
Don't want to see him.
backup.
Yeah.
That's who you want waiting
Right.
in line, but let's not see him today.
Also, we have not.
Come on,
How many
y'all.
drops have we seen from USC? I don't think we have.
Yeah, I don't think we have.
We've
a
seen him
lot.
That's
overthrow,
what I'm
but we
saying.
haven't
Yeah.
seen
We've
any
seen
drops.
a couple misses, but
Yeah,
no,
look. There you go.
Big.
13 consecutive games, 3 total TDs.
So they're moving.
He's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that, though. That's just that misdirection RPO. You get a wide open guy. Oh, cut up, Blake. Blake McCree, man. I'm
Hey,
very
he's got
high
the
on this
first
kid,
down.
too. I'd like to see him a lot more. Very
Why
good
are you
tight
high
end.
on him?
Just very good tight end. He's so good. He's
And the run-
athletic.
and-
He's
and
smooth.
blocking.
A route running tight end. Now, obviously, he'll put his hand in the dirt and go block, but he's very good down the red zone, too. I think he's so efficient. I'd like to see us use him a little bit more.
The idea that
Come
you could
on,
have a
y'all.
guy like him and be able to just kind of casually do what you want with Deuce,
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
I mean, that means the world. And as far as his value, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And that's been the question. Is Deuce going to be a tight end? Is he going to be a receiver? Now, obviously, he said he wanted to be recruited as a receiver, but he's
So-
going to be a mismatch nightmare no matter where you
So,
put him.
Mark Andrews set state records in high school at Arizona as a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Came to Oklahoma, and Lincoln said, okay, you're playing the Y. And he says, is that slot? Sort of.
Sort of, yeah.
Right, sort of.
Yeah.
And he says, Coach, it says tight end here. It's like, I promise you want to play tight end for
Yeah.
me.
And then it worked out.
Right. So the idea that Deuce wanted to be recruited as a wide receiver, I'm like, yeah, you basically are, my dude. Like, but on the other hand, I like watching that dude hit a baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the Aaron Judge comp is real.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
He's
so
a baseball player.
I'm off the. He does a really great job of juggling that too.
But
'Cause
that's what I
Kyler
said
did.
earlier in the show was the Travis Kelce's, the Rob Gronkowski's, Mark Andrews. They're not, yes, they'll go block, but where they excel, where they're most exciting is how efficient they are in the pass game. But imagine now Deuce, he's 6'6", 225, 230 pounds,
Yeah.
having a 5'10" corner cover him. Then you go in the slot with how quick he is and athletic, not having a linebacker cover him or having a safety come down. Like, just the matchup there for him is a nightmare.
Well, so
And
this
he's only going to get bigger now.
And better, and
Yeah.
and he's going to get better. He's going to get more comfortable in this offense.
I was doing this to myself, so please help me with this when I
Yeah.
ask this question. I was trying to find out who is the other star nickel, like the nickel star position, Malachi Moore type at Alabama, that you would like to match up against these nightmares like one Deuce Robinson. Because to your point, safety can't do it, corner can't do it, linebacker can't do it, but you need a nickel that can do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And we just don't have those guys, to the point about cornerbacks playing really well
Yeah.
and what they got to do.
I'll tell you what, USC's got a good one right now. Jalen Smith is
yeah?
playing well. Yeah, he's
Okay.
playing well.
Okay.
I will say,
Okay.
though, when we played Stanford, they had tight end Benjamin Urasek. Very good tight end,
Yeah.
probably the best tight end in the country. One of the better tight ends, obviously, outside of Brock Bowers over at Georgia. He's up there, I'd say, top 3, top 5. But what I love we didn't do last year,
That stiff arm.
we were putting Kalen Bullock on him.
That was good.
Letting Kalen Bullock use his size. Now, he's not the quickest guy in the world. Where he really excels, Kalen Bullock, is that center field, one high safety position. But we played man with him down in the red zone, and he really did shut down Urasek, which was awesome to see. But I'm with you, RJ. It's tough. Like, how do you figure out who's going to cover these type of hybrid type athletes?
And how do you go recruit that guy to play defense?
Yeah, agreed.
You know, like
That's a good point.
talking about modern day, Brew McCoy
Yeah.
was a guy that at modern day would rush on third downs, and everybody wanted to play outside linebacker. This guy wanted to play wide receiver.
Yeah.
He's doing great at Tennessee. So
Yeah.
they're out there, and
That's
as far
right.
as
Yeah, he's at
athletes,
Tennessee, right? Yeah,
right?
transfer from SC.
Right.
Yeah, Tennessee.
But you got to convince that guy to play defense, and that's just difficult to
Yeah.
do. I mean, Travis Hunter, I think, is a better wide receiver than a corner.
What do you think
think
he's going to
so?
do? You think he's going to be a corner in the NFL, or you think he's going to be a wide receiver?
I think he's going to be a
wide
corner.
receiver.
I think he's going to be a corner.
I think he's going to be a wide receiver because
Now, could he play both?
No, I think that.
You think that's possible? Will they
I don't
allow
know
it?
if
I mean,
somebody will let him.
Third downs?
maybe.
Yeah,
Put him in
third
slot.
downs.
Let him get,
Yeah.
if he's a corner, let him go
RJ
play slot, or let him go play man to man. I mean, yeah.
Explain to me why you think he'll be a better receiver. You think?
Because he catches the
Let's
ball
go,
better
Taj.
than most receivers already. Like when the play he made on 3rd and 16 against Texas Christian, the play he made in the end zone in the Celebration Bowl.
Oh yeah, his ball skills are.
Yeah, that's the reason. Because
defense and offense, either way. That pick he made against TCU,
Right.
shows a flash of
I
how
know.
good he is. As a
he
receiver
catches
as
the
well.
ball better than most wide
I
receivers.
agree,
Yeah.
but he's lengthy, okay, instinctive,
And also,
and can catch.
let me throw this at you. How much more money you gonna make playing wide receiver than corner?
I think a corner can get paid more than a receiver, to be honest with you.
And that's a good. I mean, that's a good point. It depends.
Corners are getting-
Who's the highest paid corner right now? I know we probably don't know this off the top of the head.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't know either. But
I thought it
it'd
was.
be
I thought
interesting.
it was Gilly for
He was.
Stephon
Yeah,
Gilmore.
he definitely was a couple years ago. He was so good, man.
Is it Jalen Ramsey?
I know.
Might be. Yeah,
Or
Jalen's
Xavier
probably
Howard?
up there.
Either
Xavier.
way, my jersey sales are gonna move if I'm a wide receiver.
Yeah.
I don't know that I get the same
I
say
don't
about
know,
cornerback.
RJ.
Okay?
I might have to disagree with you.
Hey,
on
I
that
tell you
one.
what.
And he defensively, he'll last longer as a
Dude, that's where.
defensive
Look
player.
how that's just so.
What that mean?
That's
Here
so
we
good.
go. Come on.
You know,
y'all.
that's game getting out of hand now.
But watch this throw by Caleb. It's just so good, right?
Game getting-
That's where he's dangerous.
And Rice,
Just let me flip
Rice
it.
makes the
Brendan!
touchdown.
Brendan Rice.
This is his first return to Colorado, right?
Another LeBron. Why are we all got the LeBron
Because LeBron's
celebration?
there, I
Is he
think.
there? I didn't see him.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
and I mean, Bronny
Because
playing.
Taj did it, or Marshawn did it. Now we got Brendan doing it. Look at Caleb right here, though. It's a simple RPO. Just one, doesn't have to move. Just let me flick it. Go ahead.
My goodness,
Make it
Trevor,
miss.
make the play.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Big.
Play after
Bang.
the catch.
false steps and everything.
Play after the catch. Like that. That's what USC seems to be doing.
So
great
is
at.
that the third different receiver to catch touchdown for
Yeah,
SC?
it is.
Yeah, we've got Dorian Singer, Taj, and now Brendan. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Marshawn Lloyd's got a rushing touchdown.
Wait, four. Wait, Mario, Taj.
Oh yeah, Mario caught one.
Yeah.
That's four.
Yeah.
Yep.
Four different receivers. I mean, he spreads the ball. He spreads the ball around so well.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the things I looked at with statistics. I was going, is it that they're just subbing guys in, or is he just
And
finding
that's been
everybody?
The biggest question, RJ, is people ask me who's wide receiver one.
Does it matter?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Does it matter?
Everyone.
Caleb.
And you're
Anyone.
still without.
It
You're
depends
still
on which
without
game
one
it
of
is.
your
Look at this.
explosive young players who was hurt today.
Zachariah Branch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I love. And that's what Marshawn Lloyd said too about this team when they interviewed him, which I love, is he said, it's a bunch of team firsters rather than me firsters, right? Everybody checks their ego at the door. Like Brendan Rice may have a huge game this week, and Taj and Mario are going to be his biggest fans. And then the following week, Mario's going to go off, and everyone else outside of that's going to be cheering him on. There's really no guys that are like, got to get mine. You know, it's how do you feed everybody, but everybody's getting fed every game because one game it's going to be this guy, next game it's this guy,
Right.
and then, oh yeah, we've got Austin Jones and Marshawn Lloyd as running backs as well. So it's just so much fun to watch.
Well,
this
and
offense.
also I think it's been a blessing for SC that you don't have to go past those two at tailback.
Yeah.
You know, both of those guys are very capable. Save the miss right from Jones today, but last year, I didn't think he was going to be as good as he was, and then Travis Dye goes down, and it's fine, right?
Yeah.
But now, if you're Colorado,
You got to score.
you got to
now.
score.
Yeah.
You got to score.
You have to.
You
Like,
got to score.
this is a must 2-minute drive. They have to.
To keep it competitive, you have to
Yes,
score and then
yes.
go out and score again after half, or else, this could be.
It's
It's going to be tough to come back.
It really is. It's going to be an Oregon game.
Look at
again.
this: 74 passing yards for Shador, 248 for Caleb.
Look at that, though. I didn't expect that coming in today.
Yeah, the rushing.
More rushing yards than
Yeah.
SC. Colorado does.
But dang,
Hey.
321 to 160 something.
I think it's also telling that when Colorado makes a play, you and me are super fired up.
Yes.
SC makes a play, this is what's supposed to happen.
On day.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is what's supposed to happen. This is what we do. What Dan Lanning say? We talk with our helmets and our pads.
Yeah, I know. I didn't really have no issue with him
It's a good play
saying
there
that.
by
People
Jimmy
try to make that bigger than it had to be. Did y'all see they did like a whole video building up towards that game and like what really went down with the players and stuff?
Yeah.
like, so
Oregon
it-
did? Yeah.
Yeah. so
Shiloh
for-
needed producer credit.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
right.
yeah. Shiloh was, he
Yeah.
was chirping.
But, to SC's credit in all of this, right? And to Lincoln's credit, not once did I looked for it, not once did anybody belittle their competition.
No.
Not once did anybody do anything other than be complimentary. And I heard them and I
that's-
believed them.
That's how Lincoln is, man. We got to, so I
True.
work, like I said.
True.
Oh, no.
Dang.
Please, no. Hop up, Weaver.
You stand. Uh-oh. He looked fine.
He's good. Yeah, he's good.
He's fine.
Oh,
Okay.
man,
Man,
No, you're right though, because I
those
saw
are
it
those
too.
plays you hold your breath.
Yeah. No. Like,
Either team, though, you don't want to see that.
No,
man.
no.
And you know he didn't mean to do it.
That's how
like,
Lincoln is, RJ. Like, we got to, like I said, I do social media. We do a podcast. We do pregame tailgate show. The message from Lincoln to all the media, everybody this week in broadcasting, anything, hey,
Move around.
respect our opponent. We're not the team that's going to go out and talk trash. We're not going to disrespect anybody. I love that. That's how he's always been. That's how the culture he's building at USC is. Yes, we're going to be competitive. Yes, we're going to come out. We'll talk a little trash and all that, but we're going to respect everybody we play.
I've been really, really enjoying how he's gone about this from that standpoint because you also needed a game like this, like provided it stays this margin of victory.
Yeah.
After what they showed against Arizona State, a lot of people were asking questions about what Colorado might be able to do, and I'm going, hey, if you're going to walk through a game, that was the one to walk through.
Okay, another screen.
The Hankerson?
Get out there. Yep.
Okay, first down.
Colorado, in my opinion, is better than Arizona State.
I do too.
This
is telling for me. This is good. And we're on the road again.
Yes.
You know, Big Noon Kickoff, all the media hype, all the outside attention. My concern was, can we lock all that out and come out and play? All the stars that are there.
By the way, all this about a 10 a.m. kick. Does it matter to you?
You know what's funny?
I'm fine with it.
Phillip, what do you think? Because you know,
I used to practice.
You guys both know how the pregame wake up.
That stuff can be hard.
That was crazy.
And no, for sure. Like,
I wonder how they did it.
I always wonder that too. I'm like, okay, it's 10 o'clock there in Boulder.
Yeah.
So that means they had to get up at 7 probably to get maybe 6.
Yeah, probably earlier. I was thinking like 5:30.
Okay.
Because normally you get to the game.
Yes, like 3 hours before.
3 hours, 2 hours, 2.5.
Okay.
Around. And the NFL, they had like earlier late buses and stuff.
Yes.
But I'm like, dude, I was trying to do the math. I'm like, 5 a.m. wake up.
So if you had to start,
is there even a walkthrough?
Well, so walk me through it, right? What would your pregame routine look like for a 10 a.m. kick?
Yeah. So what I would think it would look like, I don't know though. I'm not a head coach, man. Like that's why they pay Lincoln Riley.
What would you do? So like, what was yours? Before, were you on the first bus, second bus?
I was first bus. I was always first bus guy. So the NFL, college is all the same bus. I don't know. Maybe you did a different.
No. We
college was the same bus, but NFL you had a decision. On away games, home games you drive yourself, but away games you could go. Early bus was like 4 hours.
Yes.
Late bus was like 3, 2.5 if guys didn't want to get there too early. But yeah, morning RJ, I'd wake up. I couldn't eat breakfast. I was never morning games.
It was hard to eat.
Now the earliest game I ever played in was noon or 12:30. I'd never played in a game that was 10, but I'd assume wake up at 5, maybe do a quick walkthrough in the hotel, eat breakfast, and then we're on the bus, and then we're going, and then it's game time. Like there's really no correct anything, get everything situated. There's none of that. It's wake up and go.
Hey, look, that makes me feel better because that.
Come on.
I'll tell you what.
That's about how it goes for me the last 6 years. I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm
wake up and
4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because we got to go to work.
Person though? Are you an early?
No, dog. No. I'm a sports writer.
Okay.
I'm a night game type of dude. But you know, when people talk about playing, the reason I ask is they act as if you're somehow leaving something behind.
Yeah.
Like your best game isn't going to show up till 2:30 in the afternoon.
Well, I guess it all depends too so I know Colorado practices at 9 in the morning. Right. And they have their schooling starting at 12.
Okay.
I don't know how USC and how you guys used to do it. I think you guys did in the afternoon maybe?
Right now they're doing afternoon practice. Yeah. Okay. I think they're like 3 to 5 right now.
So we got timeout here. And I want to set up right quick because it feels like you take the timeout 25 seconds, second and 1, because you're trying to go get 6.
You have to.
Okay? Because it doesn't feel like he's going to be playing for a field goal here.
Yeah.
So get into your bag right quick, Cody. What do you think you're trying to draw up for Shedeur to do here?
Yeah, we got one timeout. I would, first off, I love giving him a little scramble. Let's give him you cannot take a sack. That's what you cannot do. Let's get him outside the pocket, roll him outside the pocket, give him a run pass option, right, where he can throw it away, already outside the tackle box, don't have to worry about a intentional grounding, or he can take off and run and get out of bounds. Now, if that's not the play, then you're thinking, I don't know, what yard line are they on right now? I wasn't looking before the timeout.
I missed it too.
I see us beating 3 of those teams right there. Arizona State, Stanford, and Arizona. Oregon State's tough, man.
Well, no, I got you getting to 6. And then maybe 7.
Yeah.
But in the bowl game.
Yeah.
But I got you getting to 6. So where are we at?
We're red zone. Yeah, so
red zone.
I'm fine taking a shot here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you what is most important, though, get the first down. That way because we have enough time to probably get 4 or 5 plays here. Make sure you get this first down at some point. Give us those extra plays instead of trying to go second, third, and then forcing one on 4th. Pick up the first down. You still have a timeout to play with, but I'm fine taking a shot here.
Is 25 your high red zone?
Yeah, I'm going high red zone.
Okay,
yeah, I mean, shot, you start shot plays around 35, 40. That's when you get into that. But then you go and offensive coordinators, just for people at home, when you scheme, it is so crazy. Like, it's a game inside of a game. That's what we always tell people on the offensive side of the ball, and Phillip will know this. It's, yes, the game as a whole, but you also have third downs, an entirely different game. Then 3rd and 10 plus is a different game. Then 3rd and 7 to 9, 3rd and 4 to 6, 3rd and 3
always
to 8. There's so many
it.
different elements. And then you get in the red zone, you'd have different plays from the 40 to the 28-ish. Then from the 28 to the 22. Then you go from the 21 to the 50, like all the way down. You have different, and you would scout a defense. What do they do differently? So right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're looking at, okay, what are our best winners from the 26 to the 21? From that area, let's take shots, try to score a touchdown here. Or what are our best second and short plays, third and short plays, get a first down, play with the timeout, then take a shot. So they really have the whole playbook, in my opinion, open right now. But most importantly is get that first down. And like you said, finish with 6. Have to finish with 6. We cannot settle for 3 here.
I've always wondered everybody's opinion on this, right? In college and NFL, usually you script the first 12 plays. Right?
Yeah.
Do you like that? Do you like this? Because I feel like for a lot of teams, the first 12 plays are scripted and it goes well. And then after that, that's all on the offensive coordinator to start. What do you think about that?
I had a coordinator just go back to replaying the script if it's going.
That's what they do, though, sometimes.
Well, I feel like we never did that.
Mainly for the first drive, though. I was a big visualize, like, before the first series, I love saying, okay, look, these are the first 2 plays we're going to run.
Hold on. Here's your shot. Oh, no.
Okay, good. He's running his feet.
He's going to get there. He's going to get there.
Touchdown!
Wow, they didn't even touch him.
Let's go.
They didn't even touch him.
Can't happen.
They didn't even touch him.
Man,
they didn't even touch him.
Come on.
Cody, they didn't even touch him.
Easy. Can't happen.
Cody, what you going for? You going for 2?
You have to. You got to go for 2.
I don't know. I mean, you still
You down 20, my guy.
We missed the extra point, or we
No, we missed field goal. You messed up the snap.
Yeah. I'm going for 2. Let's be aggressive at this point.
All right, yeah, let's say if you want to stay aggressive.
Let's just be aggressive.
Look at Grinch.
I mean,
you don't want to do those, not get the 2 and lose the momentum.
Look at Grinch. Grinch is so mad.
But there's only 21 seconds. Now, if they're going to score, I might have to walk out of here if they score in 21 seconds.
So this is a good opportunity for me to remind you all. Please send us your fan questions, because you can see I'm firing them off. Cody's firing them off. Phil's firing them off. We're having a great time. We'd like to know what you want to know from these 2 guys in particular as we're heading toward halftime, because all of a sudden, it feels like Colorado wants back in this football game. So let's look at this.
Look at this.
Everybody goes, and look at that lane.
Yes.
It just clears up, and then you got, my goodness. Safety went with him.
He's running more than, I was talking some stuff about him not running enough and him being too slow.
But that's what we struggle. I just said earlier, we struggle with that misdirection, the motion pre-snap. We had 3 guys go with the fly motion, and then there's no one in the middle of the field.
Head coach and son there. That was cool.
You gotta go do this.
Producer Tyler, I want to see that play again, if for no other reason than to show other people that Shedeur Sanders has some wheels here.
You know what I'm saying?
He was moving, by the way, up here with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did.
Up here with it.
The kid
up here with it. You know what I'm saying?
We're still up 20, so I'm feeling comfortable.
He ain't even got on the Belova. He's just got his wrist up.
Got the wristband on. Got the call sheet.
You know, hey,
right,
it's also...
if we're going into the fourth quarter, it's 24.
You get the ball
34.
back.
Say, are you, but I'm just saying, we score a game right after, once we get back on half.
You close it to 10.
Yeah, close it to 10. Are you a little bit more nervous, or are you kind of like, you know what?
If it's 10 in the second half, yes, only because... Like I said, I think Colorado's better than Arizona State was a week ago. They have a better offense that can score like we just saw. But I mean, if we don't score more than, hold on,
come on,
no way. Okay, I was gonna say.
Now, if that was Zach,
if we're not at 50 by the middle of the fourth quarter, I think we should be at least 50. How we're playing right now,
42 is gonna win it.
So if we're staying at 34, 38, and it's even that close, then I'm worried. Yeah, then I'm worried.
42.
That means our offense stalled out.
My prediction was bad. I predicted this yesterday. I said we're gonna win 42-38.
See, I said 49-21 SC was my final.
Okay.
49-21?
Yeah. I went with the spread.
Hey, look.
And you got to think I'm optimistic. I try to be on the more.
No. But,
now,
but
could it be closer? Absolutely. Colorado's capable of scoring 28, 30 plus, yes. But for us to be a win for us, I'd like to see us hold them to 21.
That was a great point right there. I think credit to man.
Can we get an interception?
Fox's Big Noon crew so good. But they had Zach talking to Makai about that return.
Come on,
and getting in his ear. I love that. Ooh, put that man on the floor. Marshawn, man. Is that the best running back in the Pac-12?
Okay, I don't know.
Hey.
Is that, who else would it be?
I don't know. Don't they have like three running backs on that team?
Who's back at Oregon State? He was a freshman last year.
Damian Martinez.
Yeah,
he's great. Bucky Irving at Jordan James, Norwood. But they go 3 deep at Oregon.
Yeah.
All right, so we're
Marshawn,
heading to halftime here.
He's established himself.
SC up 34-14. I think we all think Colorado's got a shot here. It's not out of hand, certainly like last week.
No, it's definitely not. It's a different feeling.
But I'm curious. Okay, now that we're to the spot.
Yeah.
Cody, give me what you're going to tell USC at halftime. And then I'll come to you, Phillip, for Colorado.
Yeah, offense, keep doing what we're doing. We got to stop. We are converting on them. Stop getting in the third and long zone. That is the only thing that's really hurting us on the offense side of the ball. We've been smart protecting the football. Kale's making the right decisions. We missed one on the deep ball, but other than that, he's been lights out. Keep running the football. That's what we got away from last week against Arizona State. Marshawn Lloyd's running the ball really well right now. Let's keep running the football. And then defensively, we're fine. Don't panic. Yes, we gave up that big rushing touchdown to Shedeur there at the end of the half. But outside of that, we played well. We held them to 7. Doing great in the pass game, forced a turnover already, got an interception, and we've been great stopping the run. So overall, I think we just need to keep doing what we're doing. Don't panic, but we do need to get a stop coming out in the second half. That's huge.
Phil, what are you saying in Colorado?
So now I'm saying, hey, we're in the dogfight. You know, we put ourselves against this wall. We can't go out this second half. We got to score right away. We got to score. Defense, we got to get a turnover. We have to get a turnover. Now we get a little bit momentum. We get that turnover. Now we have a ball game here. They believe, they got a little bit more confidence. Even though it's 14-34, scoring right before the half, that stuff really does something to you. And because Shedeur is running and they have a little success on the ground, you know, I can see them coming out and scoring right at halftime. I can see them scoring again.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be very curious to see what their game plan looks like and if they can go down the field and score. We are going to give you, though, the best of the best of Deion's sound as we head toward halftime. We'll be back on the other side here to talk about what USC can do to try to stretch their lead, what Colorado must do to try to close the gap. Please send us your fan questions as we get you the best of Deion Sanders' sound.
I think the message of the day is not about me. It's about us. We've been saying we're coming, but now we're here. It's time to do what we do. And I can't wait for the world to see what we do and how we do it. We're on a mission, and we know what we want, and we know how to go get it. We told you we're coming. We told you we're coming. You thought we was joking. And guess what? We keep receipts. It was satisfying in the end. You got to understand, time the second ticks off the clock. I'm ready for next. For real? Shedeur Sanders from a HBCU? The one that played at Jackson last year? The one that you asked me, why would I give him the starting job? But like, no, not you. I got receipts. I know who they are. We do things that have never been done, and that makes people uncomfortable. Oh, they don't like that. But guess what? We're going to consistently do what we do. Because I'm here and ain't going nowhere. And I'm about to get comfortable in a minute. What's up, boss? You believe now? Hold on. Oh, no. Do you believe now? These kids are hungry. They came here for a reason. It didn't fit where they were. It just didn't work out where they were. They didn't get the reps that they wanted. Now they get an opportunity. And last week, not all of them shined.
With the L and the D. Please tell them what the letters mean and what the story is.
That's the leader. You have a multitude of players that have tremendous leadership, but they're not necessarily a dog. Then you got a guy like Travis Hunter, a guy that's a dog that may not always be a leader, but he's a leader and a dog. I don't think I stumbled or stuttered when I told you we were coming.
Not at all.
We coming. Travis is he's special. He has a tremendous gift, and he wants to play. He loves to play. It's 6 o'clock this morning. Probably was 5:45. I get a text every game day. Let's go. That's what I get from Travis every game day. Let's go. Let's go do this, coach. We began to dominate, but we wanted to really impose our will because the whole theme of the week was his person. One of the funniest moments in the darn game after Shedeur took his helmet off after he made the tremendous scramble. It was like a Heisman type play. And I went over and said, you cannot do that. You cannot take your helmet off. He said, Dad, it's personal. What is it today? It's what? He talked about my mama, so it's what? Yeah, he naysaid me, so it's what? He thought I was tripping, so it's what? And after the game, it's gonna be what? Yes, sir. I'm right here locked in, laser focused on what we're gonna do today. And the goal out there today is to dominate. Every now and then, during the game, I have a dad moment. And that was a dad moment, just running down the sideline as he was running down the sideline. That's the most I've ran in years. Yeah, I didn't even know I had it in me. but just to see his joy and see him just atone for some of the things, because he studies so much, and he like, I'm going to stop playing passive, I'm going to jump it, I'm going to jump it. And he did it. Any brother that's doing it and successful, man, I truly am. I don't know where all this stuff comes from. I have to respond because, it's my mama taught me that. You just ain't gonna type me and I'm gonna sit back and ain't gonna say nothing. But I'm happy for that dude, man. I don't know him, but I'm happy for him. I wish the best for him. I really do. Nothing. My success ain't got nothing to do with his. So why would I want him to succeed? I don't know how people get down like that. My blessings ain't got nothing to do with his blessings. It's incredible. What happened, what transpired today was incredible. So it's tough. My kids' rankings are tough. It's a serious run right now. It really is. It's a serious run right now. I'm the only one that's honest about ranking my kids. You guys act like you love all of them the same, and you don't. My kids and I, our deal we made when they were young lads, just getting into sports, is you don't have to be me. Be the best you that you can be, and give me your best. That's our deal.
And if you like to coach those moments from your gut, or lean on something else.
Gut. Believe in it's what your team is doing, what your team is showing you. I'm aggressive because I'm aggressive by nature. I'm gonna go get her. I'm gonna do her. I'm an attacker. Like, I don't sit back and wait on nothing to happen. I'm gonna go make it happen. No, definitely not. If we had a talent gap, we wouldn't be 3-1 right now. It's not a talent gap. You just got your butt kicked. It just happens sometimes. That's just like a fighter. You just got caught. Travis always gonna be missed. He's the best darn football player in college football. How is he not missed? It's just like saying you writing an article and your pen is missing. So get your butt up and let's go. We ain't got time to have no pity party. There's nobody walking around the locker room with napkins and tissues. Get your butt up. Let's get on that plane. Let's go. And this is the kind of opportunity you have as a coach, as a man, as a father, to lift them up, not just shoot them down. You got to lift them up. Teams are trying to beat me. They're not trying to beat our team. They keep forgetting I'm not playing anymore. I had a great career. I'm serious. I got a gold jacket, ain't back. So I'm good. It is what it is. And I signed up for it, so let's go. I don't say stuff just to say it for a click, contrary to what somebody say. But I keep receipts. One thing that I can say honestly and candidly, you better get me right now. This is the worst we're going to be. You better get me right now. You better get us right now. Because I like what I see. I love it. I know I have on shades, but I can see the future. And it looks really good. So I'm excited about it. I really am. Now you got to adapt and adjust and make sure that we're forward thinking and not reacting. I hate being reactive. I like to be proactive. Study, prepare, be on time for meetings. Show up to the darn meetings. Understand what we're doing as a scheme. Want to play this game. Desire to play this game. Desire to be the best in this game. At practice, in the film room. We got to be able to cook the meal, right? Before we can commit to it, okay? We got to be able to cook the running game before we commit to it.
Jerry Rice's son, Brendan, on the other side. I'm just curious what that's like for you as your kids get to go against his kids.
I can care less. I don't give a darn about that. I care about all my kids, man. All my kids that have on a Colorado Buffalo uniform. That's what I care about. I can care less. I care about. I think we're still pretty good ranking-wise amongst the college football. I know we're 3-1, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of schools out there would love to trade places.
What's your message to them? And then what do you tell your
locker room? I don't have a message to detractors or haters. I don't have a message. I don't take my time to respond and to defend myself. Why would I do that? I'm giving you a microphone if I'm doing it. I'm giving you solace that you're in my life. I don't care. I really don't. So if it's been that way all my life, you would think that I'm used to it. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this, and I keep going. So I'm good with that, man. I'm good with that. This is a comfortable place for me. It's about us. It's not about them. It's about us. Everywhere we go, even in your darn families, you're going to have detractors. You're going to have naysayers. You're going to have doubters. Even in your darn family, you guys all shaking my head, shaking your heads like, yeah, my aunt, she ain't no good. Yeah, I know. My sister ain't. Yeah, she's ignorant. You know I'm telling the truth. That's because it's going to be like that. God would always allow somebody to be in your path that have a disdain or dislike for you. It's up to you to keep going. I don't stop. I keep going. I don't have stop in me. Not whatsoever, man. We're still on a natural high. We're still working our butts off to achieve perfection. We're still loving what we do and doing what we love. We're still who we are. And things just happen in life, but we can't stop. We got to continue to focus and go forward and move expeditiously and still walk our path. I'm loving our kids. I'm loving our staff. I'm loving the community. I'm loving the support, the student body. I'm loving every bit of it, and I can't wait to see how they show up and show out. You got to understand, David's got to have a Goliath. Yeah, if David don't have a Goliath, he don't get to use his stones.
back on our Wendy's Live tailgate as we're about to see Colorado take the field after taking over possession. It's 34-14. We're going to see if Colorado can come back from this. They did a lot of hydrating during the halftime. We took some hydrating too. It's a great time for me to remind you, head to your nearest Wendy's for a custom Kick It with Fox Big Noon drink cup, scan to enter to win college football prizes each week. I'm excited for this second half because we saw a little bit of fight toward the end from Colorado. Phil, offense is coming out.
Yep.
You saw Shedeur run in for the touchdown just as we're going to halftime. What do you want to see from him here aside from, hey, score a touchdown?
No, for sure. We have to drive down the field. We can't just go 3 and out. So I don't know if we're going to go on a fast pace right off the bat, build some momentum up, get everybody involved. I think this is our first time seeing that running back.
He's a keeper again.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we need to keep drives alive.
Cody, how do you feel about calling the keeper right out of the gate, right out of halftime?
I'll tell you what, that was a great read by Shedeur. RPO again, reading that zone in, and we talked earlier. We haven't seen him run a whole lot this year. Where he's been most effective in this game is with his feet. You know, we saw that big touchdown run at the end of the second half. But I'm opposite of Phillip on this. We got to have a huge stop. If we can get a stop here, obviously not a 3 and out now, but if we can get a big stop here, go down and score. This one looks like it can get out of hand, and you know, I'm obviously all for that as a former Trojan.
But you know, it's one of these things where we saw that read option, and then you go straight to a tight end screen, and I'm going, wait a second, are you calling the plays that are scripted, or are you calling the plays that can win? Because it seems like USC is forgotten that Shedeur Sanders can run back there because Shedeur Sanders doesn't run back there.
Yeah.
So now that you know you got him in man and you don't spy,
There we go.
I wonder if that's where the run game is hiding.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing, when you see a team come out in the second half and they start, and me and Phil were talking about this earlier, when you have a first 15 on your script, when you see a team come out in the second half, it's not necessarily your first 15, but it's what adjustments were made at halftime, right?
Yeah.
So this is Colorado telling us, this is what we talked about just now in the locker room. This is what you're going to see on this drive, and this is how we need going forward to attack this USC defense.
Oh, gosh.
And
There it is. Ooh,
wow.
wow. So
We can't have.
you had
that's what
3
we
different
cannot
dudes
have.
put hands on him.
Have to protect.
But is that first sack?
Yeah.
First
sacks
sack of the day?
game. Yep.
That's not bad. Look,
Yeah.
No, it is.
not for nothing, but either he's doing a good job of avoiding them or they've been blocking better than we think. But you got 3 people to put hands on him before. Goodness.
I know, Shedeur's got, and me just being quarterback here, you got to step up right there, though. You got to allow those end rushers to go outside, step up, help out your offensive tackles a little bit there. But great job by Jamil Muhammad getting home.
Do you think because he's been sacked so much this year that he's kind of already, like in his head, as a quarterback, you've already know how it is if your offensive line's not holding up.
He fielded that.
You kind of already like, uh-oh.
Get loose, Mike Jack.
Come on. You kind of in your head are like, I got to go. You know, you're not really looking like, I want to step up and you're just trying to get out the way. You feel that way?
Yeah, one of the worst things, and we saw it against Oregon a little bit.
Yeah.
When there were times, you know, when he would drop back, hit his 5th step, and then start doing the hot back. You see the shuffle back. That's so tough on your tackles for them to be able to block that long. For them to, because you're taught as a quarterback, don't get deeper than about 10 yards, right? 9.5, 10 yards, whether it's a 7-step, 3-step, 5-step, wherever you're at, never get past that 10-yard mark because your tackles are taught to run them around that. Now, as a quarterback, when you start getting more pressures, getting more hits, you're worried about stepping up into the pocket. That's a great point that Phil just made. That's where you start seeing that.
Yeah.
I'm going to fall back. In reality, though, you're putting yourself more in harm's way because you're making it tougher on your offensive line.
That was not the start I was looking for, RJ.
Looking at
Lindell
13.
White on the sideline. Shout out to
Hey!
Lindell, huh?
Mr. Thunder.
Yeah.
You know he's from Denver. Born
Is
and
he?
raised.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
went to
yeah,
the same high school as me. He was, of course,
I
older.
used to
One
get
of my all-time favorite trophies.
used to get
That
into
was awesome.
fist fights about that dude. Is it Reggie or is it Lindell? RJ, what we talking about?
Yeah.
You know it's 5. Like, I don't know, man. Lindell be out there doing some stuff.
Yeah.
Lindell, yeah, he still holds the
Best
record.
1-2 punch probably ever in college football. Now, I'm obviously biased.
No, I mean, you tell me another one.
We're about to say it's difficult to say, you
Yeah.
know, because the other ones that we might mention, Michael Carter, Javonte Williams, Allen Patrick, Chris Brown, DeMarco Murray, Chris Brown, you know,
I
they
just
didn't win
don't
national
see that.
championships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You win a national championship with that, but also kind of underscores just what Reggie was doing back then. But I'm thinking about this. You get the early stop if you're SC. You go get 7 here. Is that enough? You know, because clearly it wasn't for Oregon.
Yeah.
You know, they wanted to go get more. You go get 7 here.
They wanted
Do
to
you
get
want
more,
to
though,
pull
because
Caleb out of
what
this?
happened.
Well, I'm asking.
I'm not pulling Caleb out, but is it enough for the game to be over?
Yeah.
Short answer, yes.
Okay.
Now, our defense, that's going to come down to, hey, can we stop? Now Colorado's going to have to pass football. Now Shadore's going to want to sit back there. We're going to have to abandon the run game as Colorado. Now we can sit back in coverage. But, yeah, if USC goes down and scores here, especially if it's a quick drive, A, you're taking the crowd out of it completely. I mean, all the air is out of the crowd. Now you're up by 4 scores. I mean, it's just you take it to the next level to where this game starts getting out of hand. You're forcing Colorado out of their comfort zone. Now they're going to have to just sit back there and throw it around. USC can pin their ears back, and we've got such a great pass rush. We can get after him. It's going to be tough for Colorado to come back if we can go down and score here. Even still right now, and I'm down 20 right now, and you come out and don't score after that momentum you got in the first half, it's still going to be it's a big hill to climb to come back into this football game.
I'm curious about the pop that we might get from Caleb Williams' Heisman intentions after this game, because one of the things that I think we talked about, but we haven't touched on particularly, is just how many people are watching this game, right? And just how many folks that might not have even been college football fans are now very interested in not just what Colorado's doing, but you're getting to see Caleb Williams in a way that many people haven't seen him. I'm always amazed by this because we live and breathe college football. But since Prime has taken over Colorado, I've gotten more questions about, is Caleb Williams as good as everybody says he is?
There you are.
Goodness.
7
pass TDs in this game.
Hey,
that was
against Colorado.
Phil, I might have left the middle of the third quarter too. I'm not trying to.
You're lucky I was on defense. You're lucky I wasn't on defense. I would. Hey, you would have had
one of those games though where like
everything was going.
Everything was working. Every play that Sark called was just.
Did you even get
when you run those plays with scout team during the week and you're getting the look you want, and then you go to the game and you get that same look in the game? It was one of those weeks, man.
Hey,
did you even get your jersey dirty?
Yeah, I think I got hit maybe once or twice that whole game. I was out by like middle of the third. I asked Sark to let me go for 10, but he said no.
That's crazy.
Well, I was gonna say what's to stop Caleb from going from,
hey,
you get another one here, it's within reach.
He broke a lot of mine last year. Broke a lot of Barkley, a lot of these really good quarterbacks from the past. Liner, I mean, obviously the list goes on and on. It's just, it's humbling to be mentioned with those guys, but Caleb probably could shatter all of them if he wanted to.
He's got 5 today, yeah?
Yeah, four.
Okay.
And Lloyd's got 1.
Lloyd's got 1. That's right, because he first played the game, or first scored the game.
But yeah, he's when it's all said and done, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't break every single one of them.
Well, we've never seen a Heisman return like this. Like Bryce, we thought, right? We thought we had something with Bryce, and then the Texas game happened, and it lost its luster. But with this guy, he's already ahead of the pace that he set last year.
Yeah. And biggest thing, I'm not even going to say it. Never mind.
Well,
it's almost the announcer
empty package. Last time it was a touchdown.
Oh, we're not announcing the game.
I'm nervous now. I'm nervous.
Get out of bounds, Caleb.
Yeah. And you know what, RJ? That was my biggest thing on him last year was how do you take that next step from being a Heisman Trophy winner? My only thing was protect yourself. Just some of those plays, yes, he's Houdini. Yes, he's a magician. Yes, he's the most elusive quarterback in all of college football. But sometimes when the play's dead and it's over and there's really nothing there, and I don't want to say that to take away his ability to be a playmaker, but you got to be smart. Yeah, you got to think, obviously, this year, you're our best chance to win the college or go to the college football playoff, win the Pac-12, all that. But also, you got to think long-term, too, going to the NFL. Now, he doesn't think like that. He's out there throwing lead blocks when Lloyd reverses the field, but
he's also the guy that
first guy.
Whoa!
Come on, y'all.
What is this circle that he drew with his feet?
Unbelievable.
What was that? He drew a circle with his feet.
Unbelievable.
And then he's like, yeah, I'm going to let you go by. I'm going to drop back to right where I was. What is that?
Yeah.
So that's an example of the kind of play that we're talking about, right?
Arm angles. I mean, he backpedaled through that. That's all torque. That's all midsection, hips. I mean, couldn't step up there, falling away, and still was able to create torque there.
I would love to see my man's yoga regimen.
But hey, big stop. Big
stop. We're talking about his circle mode.
I know. Bill's over here clapping. I'm hyping up Caleb's mechanics.
He's like, you see the 360?
I am too, though. Look.
Big stop.
Look, as soon as I see Dylan Edwards make 2 miss, we will talk about it. I promise. You know what I'm saying? Soon as I see him make some.
I don't even think we put Shadore's run on there yet. For the half.
Producer Tyler, let's see it. I mean, I thought it was pretty clear that my man had a lane. He ran down that lane. I haven't seen Shedeur Sanders score from that far out with an armed motorcade in some time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But again, if you're Grinch,
I'm happy to see that.
You're probably coaching the hell out of that at halftime, right? Yeah, and somebody's got to put their hands on that.
I'm not in the room. I'm never played defense, but you saw that fly motion. Oh, we're playing.
Wait, let me see. Show it to me.
So look, I think, in my opinion, again, I don't know, but watch how many guys go with this.
What are they in right now?
This window dressing right here, they're rolling the one high, but we have 4 guys go with the fly motion. We don't need that. We had safety rotation,
Yeah.
and we have the Mike, Sam,
Out
and
of
Will all
place.
rotate over. No one in the middle field. So that absolutely was a bust by somebody on the
Communication.
defensive side of the ball. Someone should have stayed there,
Yeah.
center of the field. But we can't have 4 guys running with the fly motion. And that's what I said we struggle with, though,
Yeah.
was pre-snap misdirection looks, different stuff like that, pullers. That's where this defense struggles, especially in the run game. But there's no reason for 4 guys to run with 1 guy in motion.
It's also they snap on the ball, right? They got levers where they just go, that defense. It's always fun to watch the linebackers because you can see they don't have to sit and think about it.
Yeah.
They just get downhill to where they're supposed to be. But if you can use that against them, by all means, to your point, have 4 guys over there go with that motion.
If I'm an offense coordinator going against USC, I'm doing as much without confusing it. You don't want to obviously confuse your own offense, make it difficult. Still want to play fast, but I'm doing fly motions. I'm doing shifts, all these different looks pre-snap, especially when you have some of these new guys with the transfer guys, with Mason Cobb, with Tackett Curtis, a freshman, some younger guys on the defensive side of the ball to confuse them.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I really loved about Grinch's style of coaching is Kenneth Murray became a first-round pick at Oklahoma after nobody knew what that guy was going to be.
Yeah.
And all he did was simplify it. He said, if that guy goes in motion, you go run him down. That's it. And I'm seeing that from guys like Rajon Davis. I'm seeing that from guys like Eric Gentry is probably the only dude that I've seen him actually trust to play the pass.
Yeah.
You know, most of those dudes, they're all downhill. Your safeties are your ball hawks. Your cornerbacks got to be able to shut people down. I just don't know that defense is going to develop into what you want it to be. I just don't see it. Like, if they give up 21 today. Well, but
Has it?
not a Grinch defense.
Yeah,
not a
that's what I'm
Grinch
saying,
defense.
like you were saying before.
But again, can you win a national championship with that defense? And you're shaking your head.
I mean, biggest concern.
Yeah,
And that's a great
yeah,
point.
no,
That's my, and I'm with you on that, RJ. That's where my concern is we have to see this defense take the next step to where, because you see the teams that are constantly in the college football playoff, right? The Alabamas, the Michigans,
Clemson.
Georgia, Clemson, teams that continuously have a top 10. I would rather have a better defense than a better offense. Now, conference-wise, Pac-12, you
wins
got to have a good
championships.
offense. I would love to see our defense take that next step.
One of the things that we had talked about going
right here.
There you go.
Throw it up. Come on, he's open.
That's
That's a
hold.
hold, too.
Yeah. Throw it away,
protect
Shador.
yourself.
So
Something like that, you got to throw it up.
Take that shot. Yeah, I agree.
I'd been thinking that this game, if it went well, could have been 2016 Texas Tech, Oklahoma, Patrick Mahomes versus Baker Mayfield. But the thing that I'm also interested in here, to the point about the defense, 2019 LSU was able to win a national championship with a defense that was so-so. I think they were barely inside the top 25.
See that?
Maybe top 30.
Touchdown, man. Just
Yeah,
throw
you got to let
up.
it. But he also got the hold there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
But
he
if he
made the hold.
throws it on time where he just gives it a little air,
Yeah.
we're sitting here looking at something different. I'm sorry.
No,
Sorry,
hey,
I'm
no,
sorry.
please, no, dog, please,
If I had a beer,
no.
if I had a beer right now,
No, I
you
love
know.
it. RPO.
But they are flying. Look at that.
Like,
Like,
great job by Mason Cobb.
he
there.
is not able to get any separation.
Yeah.
Oklahoma State transfer, Mason Cobb. My goodness.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere. And to see these dudes really be able to fly around, that's always been impressive to me. I always am enamored with speed on a defense because you're reacting.
Yeah.
You know? You're almost never proactive. Oh, wow.
they're
You
not
didn't
on the
even know the
same
ball was coming.
page,
Like, he's still looking
man.
for it. He's still looking
Yeah,
for it.
he was probably supposed to take 5 steps, speed out, 5 steps, speed out.
Goodness. So we're in 3rd and 15 off a hold.
Yeah, can't get in these. These just
No.
drive killers, man. You
Yeah.
know, that holding call,
Yes.
not getting anything on second, 3rd and 15.
And when you
it's
do
just-
complete passes, they're for nothing. Look at this, 17
Yeah.
to 27 for 114
Yeah.
with a pick. You're getting opportunities, though. You got 12 third down chances here.
Yeah,
You know? This is what, number 13?
yeah. They're just when you're behind the chains, you can't win.
Quarters.
Yeah.
Can't win. Here we go, right here.
Stunt. Got him.
Sack.
That's a great stunt.
Yep.
It's a great stunt.
Mellow height.
Yep. He even went wide with it. It still got home.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
that
know?
was a good stunt.
Didn't cut it off, just made the big circle.
What's your take on stunts? Stunts can get you hurt.
It depends, man. I when you use, let's see, I want to see what they ran here.
Watch 13. Late.
Yeah, Romello came all the way around. Yeah,
Yeah.
great call. And yeah, he's adding on. He's got the back, his little green dog action. But yeah, I'm a fan of him, Phillip, if you're disciplined, if you're gap disciplined, right? If you start doing stunts and you get washed out of the gap, especially for a team that'll run it. Like we played Arizona State last week and we had a 3rd and 10. Or Arizona State was in a 3rd and 10 going in, and we showed a cover 0 look and ran like a different, which I'm fine. Show pressure, show stunts, move around, but you've got to be gap disciplined.
Yeah.
We gave up an easy cutback to Arizona State running back Scattaboo, walk-in touchdown, 3rd and 10 from the 15-yard line. kept them in the game, gave them momentum. So I'm fine with stunts as long as you're gap disciplined. Have to be gap disciplined.
Well, he's going to call them. Like that's
Grinchville,
he's going to call them, right? And they're going to come from I don't think I've ever seen him run a straight. We're going to send 6, and you're going to know which 6 are coming.
Yeah.
Every single time it's
which is hard on the running back.
Right.
It really is.
Right. They're bringing this half the field, that half the field.
Yeah.
They're stunting inside. None of these blitzes are all of these blitzes are exotic. You know, like it's fun to see. 18 and 21. Good God, man. 18 and 21, 266,
I know people
4
probably
TDs.
get tired of hearing of how good Caleb Williams is, but
He's the best player in the sport.
It's tough not to talk about.
I mean,
You
look,
have to talk about it.
at this point.
I mean, he's so much fun to watch.
Wow.
Get up, Taj. Don't get it.
So this is, I'd said this before, right? Because I made Shedeur Heisman finalist back in December, thinking that something might happen for him. But this dude has always been at the top of everybody's list, and it was, would Heisman voters get off their grudge and give it to a guy who deserves to win it twice for the first time since Archie Griffin? And I'm looking at this, how do you not give it to him? Like, who else is going to win it right now?
Yeah, the only other guy, in my opinion, and you know what? There's multiple in the Pac-12 you could talk about.
Sure.
I think Michael Penix Jr.
Having a year, having another year. Yeah.
Is there anybody then other than a quarterback, though, at this point?
For the Heisman Trophy?
For the Heisman Trophy?
You talking about for the Ultimate Quarterback Award?
Yeah, at this point, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know.
What was the last, like, Derrick Henry, right? Derrick Henry got one.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry also carried the ball. Derrick, you carried the ball 301 times, 2016, 2017, right? That dude
carried 400 or...
You see it.
Okay, let's say that.
Come on, man.
As a running back, again, post-style pocket passer, I didn't get hit a whole lot. If I did, something went wrong. How's that on the body, man? How are Sundays after college games?
Every Sunday, I would in college game, I would get stitched up every game.
Yeah.
Because I would just like bleed, open up like all this. I was really. There was one game against Arizona. That game, I ran the ball 42 times.
Oh. Like, how do you get out of bed the next day? How do you?
No,
42,
I don't know
42 times. Mike McIntyre calls him a Tasmanian devil, but you know what? He's a battering ram today.
Yeah. If I get hit 4 times in a game,
that's what I'm saying. 42. I'm like, yo, I'm 100. I was only 184 pounds. I'm like 184 pounds running 42 times.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm like, man.
See, that's where that respect comes in though from a quarterback.
Yeah.
Where your run game's good.
Yeah.
When you got a running back like that, like I'm buying the O-line dinner and I'm taking the RBs with me too.
Yeah.
Hey, look, and not for nothing, but I felt like Marshawn Lloyd or Austin Jones would have to play a bigger role in this game, and they just haven't.
Yeah.
I mean, because that dude's getting everything he wants, or so it seems. Now they're getting stops, right?
They're
getting stops.
They're doing a lot more sound job of getting to the running backs at this point than I was surprised about.
Yeah, I thought Marshawn Lloyd was gonna have a little. I was with you on that one. I think Marshawn Lloyd was gonna have a bigger game, but. Like we said at the beginning of the game, you got Caleb Williams. Just let him facilitate everything.
Well, and
run through him.
Weapons.
I understand they're playing at home, and I understand that Autzen a tough place to play.
Yeah.
But as we're looking at the Pac-12, which is the deepest league in the sport, first time we've said that in years.
And ironic enough, the last year.
Yeah, right. Well, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pour cold water on it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, do you feel better if you're SC about winning this game than Oregon did about winning their game at Autzen? Like, who do you think has the advantage there? Especially knowing that Utah just took the loss to Oregon State.
Yeah.
We don't know how good. We think we know, but Wazoo put 38 up on them.
Yeah.
Right? Wazoo, we still don't know.
Tough, though, man. I like what they play.
Right.
And I was gun-hold on
And there was
Utah,
there was no Cam Rising, right?
It wasn't, yeah.
But
I was gun-hold on Utah for some reason.
Feels like
that's a different team, though, too, RJ. With Cam Rising,
Utah
with Cam, their defense is always going to be good, regardless. Whittingham has always had a good defense.
100%.
But not having Cam Rising there, that is a completely different Utah team. But
So
I mean,
you got Oregon, you got SC, you got Washington, I think.
Yeah.
Are the 3 best teams in this conference.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. With respect to Wazoo.
Agreed.
Right?
Yeah. I think Wazoo, I say Wazoo's right on the outside looking in.
How do you feel about facing Tosh Lapoi's defense? How do you feel about facing that defense at Washington?
You know, I'm not as worried about us, who we're going up against defensively, again, with the offense we have. I'm worried about can we stop people? Yeah, can we stop people? And we saw, yes, Colorado struggled, and they still have some more pieces to go for their defense to get there. But we saw last week how dangerous Bo Nix can be. And he doesn't have to do a whole lot.
No.
He just facilitates that offense. Yes, the numbers are there, but he's got a great running back.
Yeah.
He's got great receivers out there helping him.
Defense is sound.
He's so quick. You saw how fast they went. Colorado couldn't even get their play called before they were snapping the football. So for me, RJ, my biggest worry is, can we stop those guys? Or can we keep up? I mean, yes, we can keep up, but can we win in a shootout? Or is it going to be 50-50 at the very end?
Right.
And I don't like those games because that normally comes down to who has the ball last. You're just hoping to
TCU,
have
Colorado.
the game.
TCU, Colorado. Who had the ball last? Yeah. No,
So
it's
that's
a
my
great
biggest
point.
worry.
It's a great point. And frankly,
What's a better matchup for y'all though, Washington or Oregon?
I think we match up better against Washington. I think
Yeah,
Washington. I think Oregon's defense is a little better. I think Oregon's defense is a little better than Washington.
I do. Where do y'all play Oregon at?
wait.
Oregon's at Oregon.
Oh, see,
So
that's
our
another thing.
Our schedule gets tough.
Okay.
So we go our next couple games. I don't know if I'm in order here, but it's Notre Dame. We go Arizona, Notre Dame, Cal. Then we go Utah, Oregon, Washington.
Wait, I got
UCLA.
to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Romani McClain making an
Yes,
appearance for the
yes.
first time
Oh,
all
yeah,
year.
okay.
I've seen him a couple times.
This is what Dion was talking about. The
Yes,
sound
this
bite,
is
right?
him.
correct.
Yeah,
It's 5-star. It's 5-star. Yeah. Yeah.
He
Talking
just
about him wanting to be more
mentally,
active in meetings and
mentally,
showing up,
he's just not there yet. I just think he's more immature at this time, but he's a freshman. I think that when he comes
So is
into his
Dylan.
ball-
Dylan's on the field.
Yeah.
Got the corner out.
Oh,
Wow. Is that
What a
Mario?
catch. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
big for him.
My goodness.
Big play.
Come on, y'all.
He had a couple drops last week, and he just confidence went down a little bit. That was
Yeah.
big for him to have a good game.
Man, when somebody asked me who was going to be the one in this offense last year, I said it was him.
Oh, last year, yeah.
And he's never been lower than 3, but he's never been higher than 2.
Yeah.
You know, and as far as,
Marshawn Lloyd.
Marshawn.
Physical.
Fumble.
And he's
I'm
still,
trying to get that ball out.
he's got
Yeah.
something left, man. He's got something left. That's the thing about not using these running backs in the first half.
Yeah, I know.
That man is going after people. But the way he just got off of this, I want to see if there's a push.
Yeah, and this was Caleb
Nope.
threw this on the inside.
Just
That's
got
gotta be, or it was a back shoulder inside
was a-
fade, but I think it was a corner threw it
Yeah.
inside. But yes, Caleb's great, but when you got playmakers like that, and just give him a chance.
Well, and
Give guys that can
that
body
chemistry,
control,
yeah.
go make a play on the ball.
I trust that guy.
Yeah,
I trust that guy. Yeah.
I've been with him 3 years now. Trust him. That's a
Yeah.
great point.
He's going to make a play on this.
Yeah.
Golly.
It's a run.
Ooh, look at tight end.
Easy.
Oh,
hey,
good
that was a-
play. Good play, man.
Is that-
Hey, now,
Hey,
see, that's
chill-
what I'm
chill
talking
out.
about.
Yeah, that's
As a
him.
young kid.
Is that McClain?
McClain.
Hey,
Oh,
Cormani.
oh,
Look at you, boy.
That's on a vet, too,
Hold up.
Brandon Rice.
Hold up.
Great
This is the
technique.
thing.
Let's see what we got here.
This is the thing. I don't like that he gave the inside up, though.
But he came through.
He
Look at them
did.
arms.
He
Look at them
did.
long arms getting in there.
He did.
Look at that. Right on time, too.
Good job, man.
And Brandon Rice, physical. He's 6'3".
Yeah, he
Good
is.
hands, strong
Hey,
hands.
look, we're going to be talking about that play for some time, I
Yeah.
think.
I like that.
Even with a
If
loss,
anything,
because
too, that's all he does all day, confidence.
Right,
No,
right,
that's
right.
exactly,
Right.
man.
That you need.
don't tell me you're going to get a stop. Don't tell me you're going to
Come
get a
on,
stop.
get that stop. Get it.
Got him.
Why is he open like that?
He saw
Why
it.
is he
He
open?
saw it. He saw it right there. Brittany was like, "Nah, I got it."
Yeah.
Brendan was like, I can't do it on this young freshman, so I got to go over here to the other
Golly.
side.
Let's go.
So we're looking at 41-14.
Why is he
With
so
the extra
open,
point.
man?
No, the pick. Watch 19 go
No,
inside.
this is great. This is a little in and out route. I don't know if Deuce ran
no.
that route.
As you see,
There's a little stem up, but he cleared
right,
it out.
right. God.
Oh,
I don't know
So
how
he
he
just-
just, but I would hate to give
Was that
the
Cooper
inside
that
up.
he beat?
I'd rather give the outside fade up than the
Yeah.
the
Use the
slant,
sideline
man.
as your friend. They got all the grass
know?
inside as a DB.
Hey.
I'm not a DB, but I'm saying use
Oh,
the
yeah.
sidelines an extra defender.
Hey, coach used to say, RJ, why you let him do that? And be like, Coach, I ain't let him do
Yeah,
a damn
yeah,
thing.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I want to put him to the outside too.
He's
You know
good too,
what I'm
Coach.
saying?
Yeah. Great throw.
That's, man, Brendan Wright's
Too
got 2
open,
today.
man.
Yeah. Hey, homecoming.
Goodness. Where's Jerry? Where's Jerry in all this?
I don't know. He's always at the SC games too, though.
So
Yeah,
we
I'm
got
surprised
a
It's so surreal to see. Sometimes
got-
I say that so casually.
we got a
I'm
fan
saying.
question over here.
Yeah.
Rachel Dana wants to know who's the better quarterback, Caleb or Shedeur. You know what? This is a great way for us to segue into, a ranking of the 5 best
That
quarterbacks.
is a good way.
Oh,
I'm
Cody.
I'm open to discussion here because it's tough because it's so early.
It
right?
is. It
So I
is.
went off of importance to their team individually, right?
Okay.
Maybe overall quarterback's not necessarily there, but obviously one, I'm going my guy, Caleb Williams. He's doing a great job for the year, 1,200 yards, 15 touchdowns.
Well, you
0
lose him,
interceptions.
that's a different team.
Already more
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
I think the most important player to his team in all of college football is Caleb Williams. Michael Penix Jr. Now,
He's balling.
obviously, I'm always going to go Caleb Williams as 1, but you can argue he's competing 1A, 1B maybe.
he's
He's
balling.
fighting right. He's right on his tail. 3 and 4, I'm completely open. You could flip-flop. I think both are very good quarterbacks. I just went with Shedeur at 3 because, and obviously going through the first 3 weeks,
Yeah.
he struggled a little bit last week, and then obviously this week a little bit. But he's so important to his team. Colorado has the worst ranked run offense in the entire country.
Right.
Their defense is struggling. He had to go shootout against TCU. He had to go back and beat a decent Nebraska team, right? Then he comes back and shows that he has that clutch gene, beating Colorado State with all eyes on him on a night game, right? But then you go to Bo Nix. Bo Nix, yes, is very important to his team, but
Yeah.
they played Portland State. They've only played Hawaii. They played Texas Tech, who I think is a little bit, I don't think a great team, right? struggled a little bit in that game, then came out and played great against Colorado, but hasn't played a great football defense yet in college. So 3 and 4, I'm open if you guys want to flip those. And then 5, he's my underdog. He could jump up easily to that top 3.
He's been working. He's been
Cam
working.
Ward over at Washington State. He's playing so well. Josh Kelly's receiver too. Those guys, that game was so much fun to watch against Oregon State. But then you've got multiple other guys that could creep up into this as well. So for me, that's where I'm at right now. Again, this is going to change as the year goes on. And you could argue still a lot of these spots who could flip-flop. You could even argue Cam Ward being a little bit higher. But this is where I'm at right now, and I think that's just by importance to their team individually. So
I think you're on to something with importance being the factor here because Shedeur Sanders doesn't play at Colorado. I don't think they're 3-1.
I agree.
Right? Let alone 3-2.
That's those first 3 games.
Right.
Yeah.
But what else sticks out to me here is all these dudes are great passers, right? All these dudes have transferred in. But if you go 6, 7, 8, you still feel good. Like Cam Rising makes this list normally if he's playing. DJ Uiagalelei having a great year at Oregon State.
Yep.
Dante Moore, I think that dude's going to be outstanding.
Not yet, but he will be.
Yeah.
And that's tough for me to say as an SC guy, but quarterback's got to respect quarterback play. They got a good one, good professional over there.
And then Drew Pine showed me something against SC, right? And he played that game last year against Notre Dame.
Yeah, well. Crazy stat, too, just looking at their numbers. Not one of these guys in the top 5 has a completion percentage under 74%.
That's crazy.
And all of them are over 100 passing attempts. Shedeur's at 169, and he's at 77% completion percentage. And there's only 4 interceptions between the 5 of them.
That's stat.
I can't even count the touchdowns.
That's stat. That's
why I say you could change this up any way you want.
Right.
And pick apart this list any way you want. But these 5, the top dogs in the Pac-12 right now, is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's just a next-level quarterback play.
So we're 41-14. It feels like if Colorado does not go get 6 this time and USC puts another one on the board, it might be time to bring Miller Moss in and get some play. Because, again, to the point, I understand you want him to play. But this is not even the halfway point of the season.
Yeah.
I need the boy healthy.
Yeah.
And even now, I'm thinking about it.
Come on.
Oh, wow.
Come on.
Run.
He might be
Run. Run.
Come on, man.
Sorry. That's all right. All right.
This is where
Who's
USC separates. USC has speed. Somebody on the USC would have took that to the house.
Yeah, but that's right there, Damani Jackson, man. It can't happen. Cornerback, got to make that play. Yeah, got to make that play. That's just somewhere he's been, and he's still obviously getting healthy, but can't have that. Can't give up those big plays like that.
I like the fight.
Well, hey, look,
this would have been don't break those.
Hey, but another point. Get a turnover.
Yeah.
They have not got a turn. You get 6 here. You got to get 6 though.
Okay.
Ball out.
All right, my dude, I need you to call that power read to the other side and let my man go because they are keying up on the tailback.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
They are keying up on the tailback.
So you made your prediction with the quarterbacks before this game. Seeing Shedeur now, do you think that you would put him still right 3, or would you?
I think I
and I know you haven't got to see everybody else.
No, that's a good point. And just being honest, brutally honest, no, I'd probably put Bo at 3 after that. But I mean, it was tough for me, and I went back and forth with this list at home. I was like, do I put? And literally was like, do I put Bo 3, Shedeur 4? And just because. But I looked at it at the end of the day. I said, who's more important to their team right now? Now, it's not necessarily who might be playing better, but who's more important as a quarterback to your team.
Okay.
But yes, right now, I mean, it's and still using that point. First 3 games, yes.
Well, this is the thing, too. The hype is on Shedeur.
But right now, I'd say probably Bo 3.
Exactly. The hype is on Shedeur to be a first-round draft pick.
Who's the face mask
at this point, do I think that he's a first-round draft pick? That's why I say come back. Yeah. Because, over the time, every game, if we're not doing well, his draft stock's going to go down, I feel like. Just because we're not having the success.
Yeah, you're saying if he left after the first 3 games, then yeah, but I get what you're saying.
No way.
It's a good. You got to get.
See, that's why I hate a fade route.
Yeah, but you got to put that back pylon or back shoulder. Got to give him a chance.
Or you line
Can't
up.
Throw it out of bounds.
You line up in the eye, and you run the damn football.
Or you do what SC just did and sell the fade cross face.
Yeah, do something like that.
But you got to
look at Damani.
I mean, look at Damani. It's good coverage. That's a good way to bounce back.
It's a it's a coverage.
Look at
that's great coverage.
That's great coverage.
That's great coverage right there.
On there. That's all right, though. We're playing physical.
Although the fade, he was too far for the fade ball anyway.
This is 4-down territory, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. You don't you get nothing out of the field goal here.
This is what I like. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see.
Okay.
This is some.
Hey,
be offensive coordinator.
I'm saying.
That's back in the day when I was playing too.
But yeah.
There was one guard to the left side and student body right. That was a little wing T
I
action.
like
right there
that.
from the-
It's
from
like,
the
why do we always try to reinvent the wheel?
Hankerson is a great story. Like Trevor Woods, a great story. 3 Colorado players survived the purge.
Yeah.
He's
tight
one of
end.
them.
I always thought he was a
He's
tough
one of
runner.
them. You know?
He's a returner, so he was there.
Yeah.
Okay,
right,
cool.
right.
Yeah.
Really
Trevor
cool story.
Woods, who's left?
Offensive lineman. I think not
Okay, cool.
Bailey.
It might be Bailey.
It might,
They've
might
got
be
3
Bailey.
guys that were
yes.
players at
But
stake.
Yeah, everybody
that they-
else they got rid of.
Right.
Hey, shout out to them too, because Deion came in as he
Yeah,
should. Hey,
right.
1-11, something's got
Right.
to change. But he said, hey, I'm bringing baggage. For those guys that say, hey, I'm staying, I'm going to. They did a little segment, I think, on that as well. Them
Yeah,
talking at
they
an
did.
interview or something. I
They
saw
did. They had 3 of them.
social media.
Oh, there's another running back. His name was Charlie. Actually, a walk-on running back.
Okay.
And honestly, he's tough.
Look
He's
at
just
that.
not gonna
Look at that's a
play.
tight end too, RJ. I love
Look, quarterback.
That's 5 linemen to the right.
That's it. Look, quarterback.
That's a tight end. That's a defensive player.
Hey, I
right
love
there.
that. I love
That's
that.
Tight end backside and 5 linemen to the right.
I love that. Hey, we're lining up. We're going this way. Block it if you can, or tackle us if you can.
Yeah, we're letting you know what's coming. See if you can stop
No,
it.
that's fun. Student body, right? Look
Hey,
at
we
you.
get a
Look-
touchdown and a
look at you.
2-point conversion game ends. My prediction's looking pretty good right now.
I know,
man.
Prediction.
Look, I'll tell you who I think is gonna win. The spread stuff, I leave to y'all. Like I'm.
The spread stuff.
No,
is-
I'm talking about my prediction.
Well, I'm saying you say 49-21.
I said 49-21.
49-21. Yeah. No, hey, look,
Hey, but that right there, them scoring,
8.
that leaves Caleb. Yeah, they're not going to do it.
Okay, I was gonna say, you got to look at a line one?
But that goes back to our point. They just scored again. If we score again, do we leave him for another series? Does that open up another? I think Lincoln's waiting. As a
y'all
coach, you
score
score, you're
again-
waiting for a stop and say,
Yeah.
okay, now we go.
If y'all score again, I can see them pulling Caleb.
But
But we've got to get a stop. I think if we score again, stop, then they pull him.
okay.
I'm grateful that it is a 20-point margin because it's just close enough that we have to see Caleb Williams continue to play. Because the knock has been, for instance, on that list, he's got 36 fewer attempts than Penix does.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So that's full game.
Yeah. He hasn't played past the 3rd quarter this year so far.
So this is
outside Arizona State. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Before Arizona
Right.
State, though, the first 3
Right.
games he hadn't.
Right.
Now, Arizona State last week played a full game, but before that, he only played I think 7 quarters.
But that can
maybe, 8
hurt you
quarters.
going into games like Oregon and Washington because now you're getting ready to be in dogfights.
Yeah, but that was for
You would
me.
think.
You would
Another
think.
pull, RPO.
Got to tackle.
Come on,
Got to tackle. Got to tackle.
Playmakers in space.
Got to tackle.
But for
Come
me, and that was a question we got last week on the post-game radio show. We have callers call in, and someone asked a great question. Is it beneficial to have that game now with a team you know you can beat in Arizona State, who's obviously got some injuries, struggling, first-year head coach? Who Dillingham, by the way, is going to be very good. I think that team's going to
I'm
be
fired
very
up
good.
for him. He's doing a great job already.
And like Phillip just said, I'm glad that happened now. I'm glad we got a full game. We also learned from the coaching staff, because there's a lot of rotation and blowout games, who they're going to trust at the end, who's going to be in there in the 4th quarter when we are in those closer games. So I'm glad that happened now.
You got to go get him if you're going to go get. Oh my
What a
goodness!
play.
What? Get out of bounds! Out of bounds! Yeah, out of bounds.
Yeah, well, you got to know where you're on the field, Marshawn.
3rd and 6. No, that's look.
This right here.
So
make it a game.
Call halfback dive.
Yeah,
that's what Oregon did all last week.
You're lying, right?
No, he's out.
3rd and 6. They calling dive plays.
That one right there, dang.
He's having a great game.
What's Caleb? 26, 29, 320.
24, 29.
24,
24, 29, 324, 5.
24.
And
Hey, you
5
know what's
TDs.
crazy is he's doing it like nonchalant.
It's so,
Like,
it's
you know
it's
what
a
I mean? Like, you
it's a
wouldn't
sneaky
think.
320 and 5 touchdowns.
Golly, in the 3rd.
In the 3rd.
That's why I love watching this offense so much. Is you're
Going
likely to get
cross dog.
200-300. Oh,
Come
you
on.
got to catch him
Come
though.
on.
You got to
Come
catch
on.
him.
Come on.
No way! Make the pick.
That's PI though.
Vic, how's that a PI?
I don't know if it's PI, but I'm hoping it is.
It can't be a flag. Come on, Ref.
Cormani,
He-
Cormani, did he make a play?
This might be defensive holding though, because he called
Oh,
that.
no, he's smiling. It's
He
defensive
threw
holding.
that
yeah.
closer to the inside of the field than it was the sideline.
Yeah.
Might be defensive
He's
holding.
smiling too broadly. He knows he did something. He knows he did something.
I don't know.
Damn, 3rd
I
and
do
6.
like to see
Had
the
a
kid
chance
out
to get
there,
off the
They
though.
field.
call PI. We'll
Had a
take
chance
it.
to get off the field.
That right there hurt you.
Yeah.
Back to first down. Now they reset.
We love that, but yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
Let's see.
Where you put his hands?
Where is it
Where is he?
at?
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the tie. It's on McCree, but
Ooh,
oh yeah, he got there early.
ooh.
I mean,
I mean, and you had him doubled up. Like,
No need. Yeah, no, there's no need.
yeah,
for
yeah,
that.
oh, that was a nice one.
bye.
RPO.
Ooh! Just make. Just make the man miss. Just make.
Dude,
I don't know.
Caleb's so good at that stuff. Though. It's so much fun to watch.
No, he's good.
That's a good play right
It's
there.
on the receipt. Look,
Yeah, Taj
you
right
ought to
there.
beat one man 100%
He's so
of the time.
just known to get the ball to the right guy.
That's a dude coming from Washington State, right?
Who?
Taj?
No, Taj been there.
No, but the year before.
Before that, I'm not sure. You might be right. Yeah.
Or Memphis, one of those.
I'm
It's
not
just
sure.
kind of out of nowhere,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
all of a sudden a dude that
Last year we had Mario Williams go down and Jordan Addison go down.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was who was going to be the guy. Taj Washington stepped up. He was the number 2 receiver actually last year with everybody. So Jordan Addison was 1, Taj Washington was 2, but very quietly number 2. That's why I was huge on him this year. He's been great.
So we got this coach Deion Sanders cam. That's fun because I get to see Dewey Smith behind him. Dewey Smith, pastor in the Atlanta area. That's it.
Yeah.
He's got his pastor next to him right
At
there
all
behind.
times?
Yeah, you know
like
that JC is, that's for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I
it's
feel you. That's funny.
yeah.
Great route.
Ah.
Brendan.
Yeah, he's
Oh!
oh no.
That no.
Wow.
No.
You see how he kind of.
Yeah,
that was
we
his
saw
knee.
it. We saw it. I hate seeing that.
Oh man, please no. Okay, hop up. God, those make you hold your breath.
Yeah, I don't even. I hate seeing.
He got
Was
stuck
it
in the
ankle?
turf. He got stuck. See? He got stuck.
Oh.
He got stuck.
That right knee, man.
He was down though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's down, he's down. He only dropped that, I think, 'cause he was hurting.
Yeah, he was hurting. That's all. His knee's on the ground, clearly.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what
Golly.
though, since he pivoted the right way for it to release.
You know, one of the things I love about these players in particular is how they are leaning into being the sons of their fathers. Like
Yeah.
he's got the nose strip on,
Yeah.
like Jerry. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
funny.
Embracing it.
Sanders boys
Yeah.
got the bling on while
Yeah,
they
yeah,
play. You know, I love that because too often we talk about Cody Hawkins earlier, right? That's the story that we ascribe, right?
Yeah.
I like to see it when, no, that's my daddy, right?
Yeah, like you
Say,
take
say
pride in
nepotism
it.
if you want to, but that's my daddy, right?
Yep.
That's Marvin Harrison Jr. Oh my goodness. He wore a blue tie
Uh-huh.
to Big Ten Media Days. And people going, why? You're scarlet and gray. Because his daddy's a Hall of Famer in that stadium where they were doing the media days and he wanted to
Okay.
pay homage. I'm going, man,
Yeah.
that's what it's about right there,
It
you know?
is. It is. That's why we play this game.
Right. And I didn't think that Brendan Rice was going to be this good.
Yeah.
I really didn't. But then again, Colorado wasn't that good when he got
Mhm.
started, you know?
And
And
then,
then-
you know what? Last year too, RJ, that was the coaching staff's biggest point was he was so dominant in practice. They just wanted consistency. He would get on the field and make a great catch.
Like why is this?
Golly.
Why is he so?
Tyron Hudson. And that's,
open,
by the way,
man.
another guy that hasn't got a touch today that's a good
Is
playmaker.
that, man,
Hudson.
I want to say that's like the 6th person to make a catch.
But back to Brendan Rice was
Mm-hmm.
the talent, the potential, everything was there. They just needed the consistency, right? Getting comfortable. Great plays in practice, make a great play in the game, but then he'd drop an easy one, right? He's really taken that next step. And last year in the bowl game against Tulane, where he absolutely just went off, that was that confidence boost he
Yes.
needed going into this year. And last week against Arizona State, he was absolutely dominant. I think he's already got 2 today, right?
Yeah,
already?
he had 2 of them.
Brendan, yes. So
That's
what are we
back-to-back
looking at?
games with 2.
That's it. Austin backing in. Okay, Austin. Make it happen, Austin. So we got, both teams got 5 penalties. It feels like we got 10 for
I know.
Colorado with the way the game's going. And then we got, Todd just got 7 for 112, man.
Yeah. That's
8 different players making catches.
Yeah.
8 players. 4 of
And
them with TDs.
that's not even messing with any of the freshmen we've got, too.
Yeah.
The guys in waiting.
Zach-
Although Makai's got a couple returns.
Right,
Bruce
well-
Robinson was out there for that Brendan Rice touchdown.
Zach ain't
Kobe
out
Lane's
there.
another freshman that we haven't seen yet, but
And Zach's the
He
most
doesn't-
electric
doesn't
player
really
that they got on
Zach
the
drives
yeah,
hurt.
yeah, he ain't in the field.
Man.
I know it's crazy how good this team is when we keep forgetting to talk about the most explosive freshman.
Well,
Easy.
touchdown.
Come on, y'all.
So that
that?
so Cody,
Come on.
Cody,
Is
that's
that Jude Wolf? Oh, let's go. Really a big, cool story for him. He had a terrible injury last year.
Uh-huh.
I think twice. That's huge for him to come back, man. That one makes me happy.
you. So
Big, yeah. He overcame a huge injury, came back. Awesome guy. Really, really cool teammate, too.
Cody, I
That's huge.
kind of want to put you on alert here, dog.
Huh.
He got 6 now.
Oh, so he needs one more to
He
tie.
needs one more to tie.
Hey, I'm for it, though.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. I
Go
mean,
for
he gets to 8. I'm coming.
He
If you
got
get to
6.
eight,
I'm coming to you.
I'm happy. No, I'm serious, man. It's those records are meant to be broken. I will
Right on,
say though,
right on.
Nah, they're gonna
Matt said it against Colorado.
Mm.
I broke it against Colorado. Now Caleb might break it again against Colorado.
Hey, look.
Come on now.
So if there's one team that's happy that SC and is no longer being the Pac-12 and Colorado's leaving, it's
So
gotta
do you
be the
think
Bucs.
that they're talking about it right now? Like, hey, let's try to get him
Oh,
his
I know.
record.
Man, Lincoln knows.
We didn't go for 2 though, so I missed out on my score prediction. We needed a 2-point right there.
I think he's more hurt about the score prediction than he is about perhaps losing the record.
I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you what. If he does it, man, that'd be awesome.
No,
rooting for him.
look.
That's what you want.
That's what
as
we
a
want.
former
That's what we
player.
want. By the way, came in with 18.
Yeah.
Came in with 18.
Yeah, now he's at what? 23?
Add 6.
Yeah, we had 6, 24.
Add
24
6.
touchdowns.
That's 6 right there.
Get out of here.
Look at that.
Get out of here.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yo,
He's
dog.
played less quarters at the bottom of the screen. He's only played 15 at this point, and the year he's only played 12.
This is that Larry Bird thing, dude. Is hey, which one of y'all is finishing second? I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What is
No,
this?
that's true.
You know what this is? This is us playing NCAA. That's what this is. You know what I'm saying?
Now tell me this though, because the Pac-12 and like it's been hard for Pac-12 players to get the Heisman. You had someone like McCaffrey that didn't get it, and a lot of it was because we play after dark, things like that. Would that affect him this year?
I mean, these are the games we need to happen. He needs to do this on these type of games.
6 incompletions, 6 TDs.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Let's keep doing that.
It's like,
yeah, I was big on that last year because he wasn't he was Heisman talks here and there, a couple conversations, but until we got that primetime game against Notre Dame,
Right.
until we got that primetime game against UCLA, no one had really seen him play yet, right? So I was getting frustrated having these 7:45 kickoff times where half the East Coast is asleep by halftime,
they're asleep.
and no one's watching. So I love that we're going to the Big Ten. I love that we're going to get a lot more Big Noon kickoffs.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. I think it's going to be great exposure, not only for Caleb, but for the rest of the team.
I think this particular game, right? Because not for nothing, SC doesn't usually play the Big Noon game, right? We talked about this, but this is the game that you want to win the Heisman in.
Well, you
right?
gotta show like you're less talented. You gotta just dominate.
Well, no, not just that, but like everybody's watching it. Like going back to the point, Colorado games have been watched by 10 million people on average.
Yeah. No, yeah.
You can't avoid him now. Like the problem you run into last year, you're not running into this year.
Yeah, and I'll say this to your point, RJ. I don't know if necessarily he'd win at this game, but if he played bad, you could hurt. You could lose
absolutely.
It, right?
Like Shedeur Sanders will not
situations. Yeah. Well, that's why Shedeur last week against Oregon. Right. All eyes on that. Yes, he could have. I don't know if he would have won it. He was still had performed. He still had 7-8 games left to go. But by him having that performance, they'll look back and say, okay, he had some good games, but this game's an outlier. This game's an outlier.
Yeah.
You can't have too many of those games. Maybe one, but if you have a couple of those, especially in the primetime slot when everyone's watching, it's tough to overcome that and still win a Heisman Trophy when you have a guy that's on for 12 games straight.
Right. Body language for Colorado, it ain't good, Phil.
No, it isn't. It ain't
good. We dropping passes and we acting hurt.
We're just right now. We're just out
right now for SC's
well,
offense.
okay, so here's another thing. Nobody's scored more than 28 on SC.
Oh, can't have that free play. Take a shot.
So you want to go get 29. Who's that to?
Oh, he caught it. Let's go.
That's 2 penalties on the same play.
Wow.
So
I
really want to
see.
Go.
Who's Miller?
Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out.
Let's find out.
I know Weaver, Horn,
Cody,
those guys.
that is hard to remember their names because they have so many new players.
That's the second big play we've seen from him this half.
I'm saying.
Yeah, but we've seen the guys that we thought were players.
One-hand catch.
And that's an
Omarion Miller. Yeah, freshman.
Big time.
Freshman. That's why. Not a transfer. Freshman.
That's 2 big plays for him this half.
I'd say Caleb Williams can win the Heisman off the Notre Dame game. That's going to be big. Okay, Washington.
Head-to-head with Penix, yep.
I don't know, man. I think,
and then, of course, Oregon.
Head-to-head with both.
Notre Dame, tough. I don't know about that game. Like, that's the one on your schedule. I'm not that's the most terrifying football team in the country to me. But Notre Dame and what they did against Ohio State, that's coming to you.
Yeah.
And that game is in South Bend this year.
I'll tell you this, and maybe I'm a little biased because Notre Dame, UCLA are rivals, so I don't like to give them too much credit.
Yeah.
Between us, I'm more concerned about Washington game. That's the game I'm most concerned about. And I've seen some rankings of some analysts putting Washington in the top 4 already. I might be on board with that soon.
So I got.
I'm probably most scared for that game.
So that would mean that you got to. Where's SC then?
Good move. That's it. Touchdown.
Bye. Touchdown.
Okay,
Touchdown. All right. So
I like it.
So no more.
I think he's a walk-on.
No, that's Michael Harrison. That's the tight end. That's a stud. Michael Harrison.
Didn't they say he was a walk-on at one point?
Might have been.
I think at one point.
Hey, look, whoever Tim Brewster tells me is playing tight end is the best tight end that they got. That's that. Tim Brewster came up with Kyle Pitts. Tim Brewster came up. There's a couple other guys he came up with, but
there's just
you gonna get a tight
many
end.
new players, man. You know, it's not like
You know what, though? I'll tell you what, Phillip. I did that last year doing USC for the first year.
Yeah.
There were so many guys. I'm like, okay, so where'd this guy come from?
Yeah.
Who's this guy?
Yeah.
Who's this? Who's
Well,
that? Who's that?
you know, and that's my job, right? So
Yeah.
every time I get stumped, we're going for two.
yeah,
We're going for two.
We have no choice now.
Well, I say that, but
So
also
make
you
it,
want to be the team that scored the most on SC. You want to be the team. Yeah.
So
You
make
get
it 19.
Okay.
Make it 19 instead of 20.
look. 21 is the spread. 21 in the hook. The last time I saw it, producer Tyler, what's the spread at the start of this game? 21 and a half.
I
Was
think
the
it's
spread
21
at the
and a
start of- Yeah. So that.
I mean,
ooh,
but you kick an extra point, it's 20. It's still
this is the over
19
two.
still makes
Yeah.
it a 3
Yeah.
possession game.
Oh, they just hit the over. Somebody's happy. Somebody's very happy. They hit the over in this game with that TD.
What was the over, like 70, 72? I think he was telling me.
Somebody-
It was
yeah.
72. It was 72.
He was telling me in the halftime. But
I thought this
No,
was gonna be a
look.
high-scoring game.
with
look-
both defenses, yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
But hey, we're still going for two. Look at this. You're not. They're not getting it. They're not getting it.
Oh, yes.
You're not getting it.
Oh, did he get his foot in?
Is that foot in?
Who is this Miller kid?
Yo,
No way!
Keep feeding him.
No way!
his freshman debut.
Making his name for himself right now.
Debut. Here we go.
All
And they gave it to him.
They did give it to
They
him.
gave it to
All
him.
Vivian, Louisiana.
Make your money, man.
Okay. Okay.
You
Travis
gotta
who?
Like,
We got to see this again, though.
Travis who? Hold on. There's
Okay,
possession.
possession.
Ah!
He's out. I don't. Maybe I'm not a coach,
No.
but why? I don't get
Damn.
going for two there, even after the penalty.
Again.
turn it from 20 to 19.
Again, nobody scored more than 28.
You think that's just saying, hey, we want to score more? We want to be.
Yes.
Like,
I mean, look.
Just saying, like, if we could get more
But you would,
points.
think, you would think how they're playing right now and how our defense is. Which
You think
I'm
they're
not
still in the
voicing
game.
A whole lot. I'm a little concerned right now.
Well,
but
I don't think they're
they're gonna
still in the
score
game.
again.
I don't think
Yeah.
they're still in the game because you can't stop the offense and you can't turn them
Yeah.
over.
yeah, no, that's a good point. They can't.
You know,
no, they
that's
have
the
no answer
problem.
for Caleb. And
If they had 2 turnovers in this game, it might be a
that's-
10-point lead.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
But you can't stop him.
Yep.
You get in third down situations, you hurt yourself, and then you let the best player in the sport just cook you.
Yeah.
You know, you can't give that dude opportunities. You got to play clean football.
And see, that's where I'm kind of concerned with SC is, like you said, well, Washington was
that's-
very sound. team.
That's that tight end screen they tried to run to
Yep.
start the half. They came back to it.
Good setup.
got a 5-man
Good
rush
setup.
too. That's perfect. That's perfect time
Boom.
to call it.
Really good call.
I like this dude.
He
I really like him.
yeah.
Yeah, I really like
so
him.
big,
I really
man,
like
in
him.
CSU.
Isn't he wearing Kelsey's number? To your point?
Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
There
got
you
that
go.
87 on?
It's
Yo, where's Taylor in this game?
that's what football's turning
saying.
into though is pass catching tight ends, right?
Yeah.
Tight ends that are not tight ends anymore. They're receivers.
No, it's been true
They're hybrids.
forever.
It has been. Yeah, it has.
Like,
been. It's
it-
just getting more. It's yes.
Because, Antonio Gates, going back to Kellen,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kellen Winslow, going back to Kellen Winslow Sr., like, if you got him,
Tony Gonzalez, guys that are.
Keith Jackson,
Yeah.
my God.
But even those players, I feel like were better blockers too. Well, Tailgate Gates wasn't that.
But
that
it's
big of
not.
a
But it's
blocker,
not.
was
But like that's the thing nowadays is you don't need a guy that can do both.
Yeah, I know.
You get two.
Look,
You have
he
one
hot.
that's your blocking tight end, and you have one that's your
Yeah.
pass catching
He's
tight
hot.
end.
Look at him. He hot.
he? Yeah, when you start
He's
walking in-
so hot. Yeah, when he started walking, when he starts pacing,
Yeah.
ain't nobody safe. Ain't nobody safe. He go into saving mode. Somebody's going to get their butt chewed.
Here we go.
Throw
Get
the
to him.
football.
Come on, y'all. You can't be. You know he can
My
move. You
God.
know he can move.
My God.
No.
Oh! Turnover!
Let's go.
No.
Oh, my God.
Trying to do too much.
Look. He said we not celebrating. Ooh, that's a businessman. That's a businessman.
We needed that
He said we
early.
back in it.
Because Jay-Z there.
Yo!
That's right, we're not worried
Caleb, that's your first pick.
Of the year.
That's his first
Of the
pick,
year.
though.
Worry about it.
That's his first pick.
That's all right.
He can't win the Heisman
I think
now.
he had him. It's gone.
He can't win the Heisman now.
I think he had him too. He just underthrew it. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he did.
Wow.
Just put that on the 30 and he's
Why
gone.
is he so
'Cause
open, man?
Set
Just
your feet.
underthrew it. That's a tough throw though. But you
Set your feet.
Yeah.
Set your feet.
Yeah.
Set your feet. Put your body into it.
Man.
Why is he
What
so
a play. What
That's
a play.
That's all right. We're not worried about it.
Hey, not for nothing, but look at Prime. Look at Prime.
Boom.
He's
Look
all
at
right,
Prime.
all right.
He back in it now.
Okay, we scored another touchdown
Hey.
fast. What's going on now?
Hey, yeah, what? It goes 34 to 48. It's 14. It's 2 possession.
Throw it
game.
up to 14. Throw it up to 14.
I am not prepared to
They're
say that
bailing.
they back in. Ooh.
Throw it.
Nah, you should have handed that ball off.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
He's
Hand the
running,
ball
running
off.
wide open and free, dog.
Hand
And
that
that ball
ball off.
went back to the scoring play. Look at
Yeah. Hey, keep
Rob stuff for 87. That's
I'll
what
tell you
Prime said.
USC last year, I think, was, if not last, one of the bottom 5 teams in covering tight ends. Dalton Kincaid struggled. What was it, Mike Mayer? Or
You mean
quarterback
the
Here we
2
go.
first-round draft picks? Or,
Yeah.
excuse me, 1 first-round draft pick and 2nd-round
Yeah,
draft
this
pick?
is the
but
first time
we struggled.
watching.
Yeah.
We played Utah. Kincaid went for like 14 as a tight end, 14 for like
Yeah.
200 or something.
As a tight end.
I mean,
tight
because
end.
you're triggering.
And we've always struggled covering bigger pass-catching
Yeah.
tight ends.
Ooh, we're going to warp speed now.
Come on.
Sit down. Sit down.
Good job. Good job.
Good job.
Hey, I'm.
Ooh, there's Xavier Weaver.
Is it just me, or does it feel like the momentum a little?
No, the momentum that's
Nah,
shit.
No,
I'm not.
man,
I'm not there yet.
I'm not worried.
I'm not there yet. I'm
Okay.
just not there yet.
I'm not worried. Then I'm with RJ. I'm not there yet.
I'm not there yet. No, you got to do more than you got.
So
You got to
going
show me
into the
more.
fourth.
here.
You got to.
Going to
No.
the fourth.
You still think scoring a stop?
No, you got to get a score and stop. You got to get a score and stop.
I'm biased. Again, I think the game's over. I don't think there's any way they come back.
Yeah, like.
It's it's 1 quarter to do it.
But it's college football.
No.
Yeah,
Look.
it is.
I'm with you on this in that they're going to have to score very quickly coming out of this break.
Yes.
And then they're going to have to get a stop very
Yeah.
quickly coming out off of that. And all I'm doing it from Lincoln, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed this or not, so I'd be curious. Again,
You running the ball.
in the 4th quarter of a game where he's up by 2 touchdowns, guess where the ball goes?
Yeah.
It needs where it needs to go.
Well, that's where it
would
goes.
think.
It go like we
You
used to
would
get
think.
really upset that he would sit on a lead the way he did, because that's where he's at right now. But if you're Colorado, you can't stop Marshawn Lloyd.
Yeah, and that's what Lincoln said last week against Arizona State. He had 14 carries, 150. He averaged 11 yards a carry. And it wasn't
10 yards a touch.
3 for 30.
Yeah.
Right. It was 14 for 154.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing Lincoln said after the game was, I should have kept giving him the football. He was the hot hand.
Yeah.
That's how you close out those road environments. Right? When you go on the road, what do you pack? You pack your run game and you pack your defense. Those are the 2 things that'll win the football game for you on the road. You're going to have issues with snap counts. And obviously, if Caleb Williams, you can throw the football around. But that's where you close out the 4th quarter.
Yes.
Run game and great stops on defense. That's what we did last week. We've got to
And
do it
if
again
you
this week.
are
Feed
going to throw the
Marshawn Lloyd
ball, throw it to the tight end. Get the tight end involved.
No, I don't want to throw the ball at all.
I agree. Hey,
don't wanna throw
RJ,
the ball
I'm
at all.
agreeing with you 100%.
If I'm Colorado right now, though, I'm finding Miller.
Yeah.
I'm feeding the hot hand.
I agree
This
with you.
freshman
Well, I mean,
right now.
look,
If we
it
can
feels
score
like they
again.
rolled. I mean, because you got Xavier in one-on-one coverage there. Like,
Yeah.
there was no safety over the top.
Yeah.
So if nothing else, he is opening up, I hope, Jimmy Horn and Xavier Weaver for Shador to do something. But
We haven't heard Jimmy too much.
well,
Yeah.
you also seeing that there's no pocket. You know what I'm saying? There's just this mash of people coming after Shador Sanders.
That's why if I'm Grinch right now, I'm not playing man and allowing him to have a one-on-one throw it up. Play zone, make him go through progression, allow a rush to get home. Right?
Yeah.
Let's not play no more man.
And not just that, play quarters.
Yeah.
Give him the middle.
Yeah.
Tackle him in the middle.
Yeah.
Tick, tick, tick.
But is that his game? Playing man is what he likes to do all the time.
As a quarterback, when you get man-to-man coverage, it's the best thing in the world because if you can just give me 2 seconds, I don't need 5, I don't need 6, but I know I have a one-on-one matchup, I can pick and stick. I don't have to
50-50
read
ball.
1 to 2 to 3 to 4. Now, you still can in man if a guy's not winning and you have time, but normally it's, hey, what I'd love to do too, if I got man-to-man on the outside with my best receiver at X, I was fortunate enough to play with Marquise Lee, with Juju Smith-Schuster, with Nelson Aguilar.
Yes.
We get man-to-man on the
There's so
backside.
much speed and stuff,
hey, give me
man.
a fade. We signal hang loose, fade. Give me a fade. All the thinking goes out the window. Catch one-step ball. Allow those athletes to get the ball.
Who's your
When you
favorite
play
receiver to
zone,
throw a go ball to, man?
Favorite to throw a go ball to?
Marquise Lee.
Marquise Lee was a beast.
Marquise Lee was up there. Marquise Lee was more fun, though, to get the ball in his hand and let him go.
Yeah.
I love, hey, giving him a slant, giving him a quick out, give him something.
Yeah.
Man, mess around and win the national championship in the long jump. I'm sorry. That's that
go
dude.
and get it.
You know what I'm
I got
saying?
you.
Like,
I'll tell you what,
that's the
though.
dude, man.
That was a
My
bad
number
dude,
one
though.
target probably my whole time at SC, just because I only got a year with Marquise and he was hurt a lot that year,
Right.
was Nelson Aguilar.
I was
We
gonna
were
say he was a
roommates.
bad dude.
We played Cal one time on a Thursday night, and he went for like 15 for like 230. And I mean, and it wasn't like I was keying in on him.
No, he was just
not
getting
reading the field.
open.
I'm just like, he keeps getting open. He's such a good receiver. He's a smart receiver. But Juju was right there. When
Juju.
Nelson left, Juju filled in. It just one after another, right?
Yeah.
Then you have Amon-Ra St. Brown, then Michael Pittman, then you got Drake London. It just seems like one after another. The USC, now you have.
That was always the thing about 17, 18, 19. You could see the talent.
Yeah.
And you wanted it to be like this.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted. You wanted this. And it's nice to see whatever Lincoln knows how to do, whatever that staff knows how to do, they are getting the best out of a USC offense for the first time. Got to go back, what, 2014?
Yeah.
I mean, 2017?
2017, yeah, Rose Bowl. I'd say Rose Bowl year, but then that was that big drop off. Yeah. And you know what? It was
First
just
down.
Good
On the
job,
ball.
man.
On the ball.
It's-
On the ball.
It was frustrating to watch too because we were getting these. But the problem too with that, RJ, was we were losing some of these guys we shouldn't have lost to the Oregons, to the going across the country, guys who are in our own backyard.
Hell, Gary Bryant's up at Oregon.
So and he transferred, but the problem was we weren't even getting the recruits. Now NIL obviously is a new factor. This is before all that.
Golly.
Come on.
We're
Do you think that USC has had a dominant team since Reggie Bush and Lindell, though? I know that everybody's going to be.
2017. My junior year, we played well. We were like 2 plays
That's what
away
I'm saying.
from winning
Everybody, of
11.
course.
My sophomore year, we won 10. Prior to that, I mean, you had the John David Booty Rose Bowl win. You had the Mark Sanchez Rose Bowl win.
But dang, that team was so stacked.
Turn up, Mike. Turn up, Mike.
You want to know
That
what the
team
big
was so stacked, man.
thing that we don't talk about a whole lot still because it's like a cuss word at SC, but the sanctions. People don't realize when I got there and Matt Barkley was just there, we lost 30 scholarships over 3 years, and we didn't get to play in a bowl game, so there was no incentive for these recruits. Hey, you're already losing 10 a year, 30 over 3,
about that.
and you don't get to play in a bowl game. There's no postseason anything. Oh, shoot.
That's first down, though.
Yeah,
That's Jimmy.
Let's go.
That's Jimmy.
Here we go.
It's that Alex Grinch. Hey, it's that Alex Grinch defense you're talking about, right? It's you got to put the clamps down,
When you're not
right?
worried,
It's that you got to put the clamps down.
Anytime someone says they're not worried,
and this is where those big defense.
I'm not. I can't be worried up 21, dog.
Yeah.
I'm not worried either. But
You know what I'm saying? Like it's still.
Run,
throw the ball.
Get him. That's got to be a 6-yard
Shador. Come on, dog.
He should have just handed it off.
You
know what I mean?
ball.
Yeah, no, that was a 3 over 3. That was a great example.
Like
give
you
it.
said.
Give it.
You know what I'm saying?
You have the numbers.
I think it's really interesting to see him in this environment and in this spot because if you get him a shot, he's going to go get you a win. Does that make him a first-round pick? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
you can see
he's doing
you know
good.
What, though? Like, it's scouts nowadays, they don't look really fully at how well you play. Like, yeah, they want a winner.
Yeah.
But you see guys that don't have great completion percentage, aren't great winning. They like potential.
Jordan Love led the NCAA in interceptions and went in the first round.
Yep.
Yes, to your point.
Anthony Richardson last year.
Yeah.
Great.
Hey,
he is an all-human athlete. Like he's a generational athlete.
But is he a good quarterback?
Yes. No. Yeah. I think
he's a good quarterback.
Yeah. I think he's gonna be really good.
You can
I think
teach, you can
him and
teach
CJ Stroud. I think Bryce Young's obviously got to get a little bit better with his team. Him and CJ Stroud are gonna be very good. I fully believe that. But Will Levis, another guy that, hey, thought of first-round pick. Stats weren't quite there. Still high second round, but a lot of scouts like to look at what this guy potentially can do. Now, yes, winning football games matters.
So what do you think about Levis, though?
Hold on.
I don't know about
play
that.
call on 3rd and 7. Yeah,
That's what I'm
it's 4 down
saying.
territory though.
But still, like, give yourself the best opportunity to score. Then
You know, I don't know why. I'm thinking about seeing that wing team.
Yeah.
You know that you have a hard time inside the 10.
Yeah.
Why don't you just load up so everybody knows what they're doing? You don't get it out
See, we're
athleted.
4th and 5.
You know, hey, you're in spread on the 10.
If there's any hope, though, in this
wide.
game,
He's gonna run.
you've got to get this.
Shador.
Come on.
Shador. No way.
Oh, he hit it.
Oh,
the freshman! Oh my God! Look at the freshman!
Hey, he said, "What's up?" He said,
It's the Omarion Miller game.
He said, "Do y'all know who I am?"
Boy!
Let's go!
Hey, Travis, take off your hoodie, put it on him, because that's him.
Yo,
14.
Where is he coming
Look
from?
at 14. Did he camp out in the middle?
Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. And he got the
said,
hand
"Give
up.
me the
He got the hand up.
He said, "Give me
and
the
he got contact. And he caught the... Producer Tyler, we got to get that one on the board.
Let's see this review, though. Hold on.
What?
Hold on. I need. Oh, no, okay, they gave it to him.
Shut up.
Man.
Be quiet.
Hey,
Be quiet. Be quiet.
You know what, though? Even if they don't win this, if Colorado doesn't come back and win,
This is good.
This
This
is
is
why I'm
good.
worried, though. But this is why I'm worried, though, SC.
This is
why
good for
defensively
Colorado.
You need to stop.
Man.
You need to stop. You need to stop. You need to stop.
Let's get it.
You need to stop.
Man, this got a lot more
You
interesting.
need to stop. Look at him. Look at him. He evaded it.
Look at that.
great-
That's why they won that first round.
boy.
That's why they won that first
Hey,
round.
Boy.
I can't even hate on that ball play.
Cody,
That is an amazing.
put him back on 1 and 2.
But
1 and 2.
my man is falling down on his back. Yeah, Producer Tyler, when you get it, let me know because oh my goodness. Look at Travis. Yeah, I don't think he's supposed to say that on national television, my dude.
Man.
You know? But hey, look at that. Put that on the thumbnail. Yeah, put that on the thumbnail. My goodness. That boy.
Now imagine when he gets back with that young kid who came out of nowhere. I've not heard that kid's name
So
this whole time.
I'm questioning the play call. I see 5 wide on the 10, and I go, no, this doesn't feel good. He looks like he's sacked in the backfield.
Yeah.
Remember, they've given up 1.
Yeah.
Right? Or is it 2?
No, they give him maybe 2.
Right.
Should have been more, though.
But he,
Oh,
22
one
coming in,
line.
right?
Yeah,
22
yeah.
coming in. To see him make that sort of play, that's first-round quarterback.
I agree with you.
And that's where it comes into my list of important to your
To a
team.
team.
That's why he's important to his team. His O-lineman, that should have been a sack, in my opinion. We should have got him there in the backfield. He saved his offensive line by making a guy miss. Then he rolls out and makes an all-world throw.
Yes.
Ball placement. And, it's 4th down. This is a got to have it.
Yes.
And for us to have any chance, we've got to convert here. No,
So has his draft stock went up this game? 32 scouts are there right now, Cody.
I mean, I don't think he's hurt
NFL
himself.
teams.
I mean, it's tough to say, though, Phil, because
I got to go back to Denver. You know they're going to be going crazy about this, right?
Yeah, no, I think absolutely. Yeah, I will say yes, his stock went up. Where he's at, though, I mean, it's tough to say. It's so early, late first, high second.
Yeah.
Is it where do you scouts really see them? What offensive scheme does he fit in? Who's picking at the top?
Yeah.
Who's a quarterback needy team? Like all those factors fall into it, but he absolutely is making throws today that's helping his stock.
Don't want to spend too much time here, but now that I'm thinking about it, what you're laying out, Seattle, where you want to run the football, where you got a good defense, where you got a dude that can grow up a little bit, where you need a man that can make plays the way that Russ used to make plays, but be able to trust him. But Omarion Miller, dude coming out of Vivian, Louisiana.
Yes, let's talk
North
about
Caddo
that
High,
kid.
right? That's a guy they just found. Like, remember, this is a man who said
I'd
the
ask
roster
who he was, yeah.
Right.
I didn't even know who he was.
40% needs to be transfers, 40% needs to be grad transfers, 20% get to be freshmen. That means your freshman got to be elite. That's a 4-star they found who had over 3,400 yards receiving at North Caddo.
Wow.
154 receptions, 1,500-yard seasons. He's done this before, right? Meaning that this is not new to him. And in this moment, on this stage, to put them back in the fight in the second half, yo, man.
Yeah.
Prime is going to spend
And
so much time talking about this.
That's a respect. I don't care what side you're on to see a freshman ball.
Yeah.
That's
True
awesome.
freshman.
That's awesome to see.
You know?
No, that's cool to see.
Now, I wish we could see Zach.
Branch.
You know what I mean?
Branch.
Have you seen him play a lot?
I've seen him a couple times.
Man,
Like,
he's fun.
So, Arizona State, correct me if I'm wrong, had 1 call back. Or is it 2 called back?
No, he had one on
Stanford, excuse me. Stanford.
He had a kick return call back too.
Punt return.
He might have.
Punt return.
He had a
punt
kick return against San Jose State.
Right.
Yep.
He had a punt return against Stanford to the house. Did he have a second one called back that game?
I thought the first one was called back and the second one
And
he
then
took to
he
the
took a
house.
second one.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
but
that's your game changer. That dude.
Watch that tape if you can, Phil. On the way
Yeah,
home,
I'm gonna
man.
He's so nasty. He's
All right,
so nasty.
we need a turnover. We need something.
No,
They're
we
going to
need
try
to-
to
we
run the
need to-
ball.
we need
They're
to
going to
Run
try
the
to
ball. Run the damn ball.
Yes.
Oh, God. Bye.
Oh, Caleb kept it.
Bye.
I thought Lloyd had that. But that's what I'm saying. Let's go back to the run game.
Come on,
Let's
D.
go 8-minute drive here, 15 plays or 14 plays, whatever you want.
Yep.
Let's go 10 run, 4 passes,
got it.
finish in the end zone, and let's seal this thing out.
Hey, you got to tell
Settle
Caleb,
down,
dude,
calm down.
nothing under 5. Nothing till
This is what's going to happen. They're going to get a fumble. They're going to get a fumble. I'm putting that. I'm putting
They're
that
gonna
in-
get a fumble?
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't need that
I'm putting it
bad.
in existence right
Hey,
now.
I don't need that energy right now, Phil.
If they get a fumble, I might jump
I don't
on
know,
my-
man. They get a fumble. Cody, you might look good in Colorado black over
I
here. They get a
Oh,
fumble.
I forgot that bad.
He thought we forgot. He thought we
Good game.
forgot.
That's fine catch.
Oh!
It's a good hit. Good catch, though, by Todd.
On top of him. That's my man making an
Come on,
interception.
Yeah.
Second down.
See, but this is what I'm saying. We don't need a drive here where we go 4 plays, touchdown. But let's
I
help
agree.
our defense out, keep them off the field. They're tired. We need an extended drive here. We need a long drive, take away some time, go, let's keep feeding Marshawn Lloyd, get Austin Jones a couple touches as well.
This is big for Colorado. Like what we're doing, we're fighting back.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
It's fight.
But you also
He's
don't want to
showing
get
some heart.
complacent, though,
Yes.
right?
Showing
You don't
some
want to get
heart.
complacent as SC. You still
I
want to keep
agree.
scoring.
Showing some heart.
Wow.
Ooh, you have him. You have him. You have him.
Good move.
Oh.
Who's that too?
Back shoulder.
That's out of bounds. Hey, but you know what?
I like it.
That's a Heisman play.
I like it,
'Cause
RJ.
That was a great
he was
move.
dead man.
That was a
He
great move.
was dead man.
I like it.
So what do we looking at 3rd and 5? You need to stop.
Come on, y'all.
You need to stop.
And this is the thing, Cody. If they just run the ball, like have they been? They probably.
That's the thing is, it'd be different if we were averaging 1 yard a carry or 2 yards a
That's what
carry.
I'm saying. Like y'all like
But-
right here, you guys can
Hey,
get this ball.
So okay, all right. I see where we're at.
We're running. We're
See where we're
having what?
So you got time here.
Yep.
if you're Colorado. You got time.
Yeah,
Call
you got a
timeout.
little time.
Call timeout.
This game is not
Lincoln,
over.
call timeout.
Look how loud it
call
really
timeout.
is in there.
So
That stuff getting rowdy.
a lot of the questions around Colorado also centered on Shedeur Sanders, right, and the FCS HBCU. Did any of those players come? We talked about Sylveon Wilkinson, right?
Yeah.
Right. But Cameron Rice-Craig, number 7, safety,
Okay.
had the pick, had that stop there to get them
Yeah.
into
Yeah,
third down,
yeah.
right? Jackson State, coming out of Birmingham,
Okay.
right? So it's one of these things that I've been very passionate about is the quality of football translates, right? The facilities do not. Certainly 63 scholarships versus 85 scholarships.
Yeah.
But players play, and players can play, and there are players everywhere. So we've seen a true freshman in Omarion Miller step up.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen an FCS transfer from Jackson State playing safety at a spot that Shiloh Sanders was playing, Jackson State, right? And we've seen Dylan Edwards here and there throughout the season. Otherwise, I'm just watching these dudes have more experience, understand these bigger moments, and frankly, didn't expect, I think, to be in a dogfight in the fourth quarter.
I did not.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
no, I'm with you on that.
All right.
So do you think
I say it's a.
do you think it's because SC's kind of pumped the brakes, kind of sitting back thinking, hey, we got this? Or do you think it's just more of a
See,
Colorado is putting their head down and they're not really caring so much, and all of a sudden you look up and you're back in the fight.
I think the biggest thing is what we've talked about all show, defense. We just, to compete at a national level, we have to be better defensively. And our offense is playing great, but Caleb has one turnover, and it feels like we're not having a complete game because our defense is giving up third and longs, giving up touchdowns, giving up these big games, try to play man-to-man, having Shedeur in the backfield, allowing him to break away on fourth down and finish in the end zone. The great defenses make those stops. They get off the field in those situations, but I don't think for Lincoln Riley, it's a combination of slowing it down, but you don't want to be too cautious, right? You still want to be explosive and put up points, but I would like to see a little bit more in the run game. Now, I'm not questioning Lincoln's play calling is the best in college football, but Marshawn Lloyd has been so dominant the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're not running
Feed him
the football.
Keep Colorado's offense, who is on fire right now, who's playing well, keep them off the field.
The score looks better now.
Well,
and if we could get a turnover.
Well, and there's still 10 minutes left.
Just get a stop. Just get a stop right now. Get a stop. Make a punch at the football. Look at Dion.
Hey, look.
McClain,
he said, go make a play.
Yeah.
He said, go make a play.
And this whole week they've been bagging.
So that's another two true freshmen.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The new
it's about confidence.
Well, I mean, he's gonna give them that.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna give them that.
You think nowadays, though, with the transfer portal, and I'm curious both of your guys' opinion, because we see a lot of true freshmen play. You think it's the type of situation where they have to play before they transfer if they don't?
I agree. I've thought about that too. You could just leave, but you can't. I thought once you he's a freshman.
Let's hold on. We'll get back to it.
Yeah.
$379 for the
3rd and 5.
Put it in his hands.
What are they doing? What are they doing, Cody?
You gotta have some. I'm going crosser of some sort.
Cross right there.
No.
Cross right.
He caught that.
No!
Oh! Taj! That's been the man all day. That's been the man all day. That's where you go.
That's what SC does.
That's where you go. That's where you go. That's where you go. That's been the man all day. That's been him.
Good job, man.
Look. Again.
I gotta sit up.
They like it a seatbelt. They like it a seatbelt. Look, safety. You got man on a safety.
Come out of that though a little bit more. I mean, that's a good ball.
Hey, guess what?
Cody was like this, RJ. Cody was still like this. Now Cody's like this.
I'm sitting up a little bit.
Hey. We got
Okay.
We got gamer face all of a sudden. Oh, I gotta lean up on the controller. I gotta lean up on the controller.
Oh, no, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, hey.
Oh, man.
Check this touchdown play because Omarion Miller's coming back on the field.
Look at him.
You see what I'm saying?
He's already in there.
We took 3 minutes off the
clock. Check this out.
I know.
So this is the screen, though. No, this is Michael Harrison on the screenplay.
Great call. This is a scheme game plan call.
Yeah, this right here.
What I said earlier.
Yeah, so but to your point, he looked him off.
Everybody takes.
He came back to the left.
Yep. Great.
So okay, Cody, if you're us right now, what are you doing?
It's a great play.
What are you doing now?
Great play.
If you're us?
Oh shit! I'm letting Shedeur Sanders go. I'm maybe throwing a run here and there, but it needs to be continue to throw.
That's going to be there. That's going to be there.
Yeah. You see that, RJ? Fly motion. We took guys away. Left one-on-one. We struggle with those motions.
Getting one-on-one matchup opportunities.
We leave a disadvantage on the backside. And when you have numbers like that against Colorado that has athletes, you're going to get in trouble.
Hey,
I love this.
You got to get 6.
I love that these young kids are making plays.
You don't have enough time. You got to get 6.
Okay, let's see what we got.
You got to get 6. Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
right.
I don't mind running it 1 or twice this drive, but you got to throw the football.
Yeah, but they knew that was coming.
Yeah, even if you run it, though, you're not opening up the pass game at this point in the game because it's got to have it.
Everybody kind of knows,
Maybe you can catch them off guard with a run here and there, but this has got to be pass-heavy.
Yeah, because now you're 2nd and 10, right? You didn't move the chains at all.
Yeah, and you took time off the clock.
And you took time off the clock.
Now, we're going to hurry up, so it's not too bad, but.
Hey, man, take advantage of that on the outside.
Okay.
Make a tackle.
Okay.
There's a freshman! Run, boy! Look at this man!
Hey, who's number 1?
Look at this man!
Get him out of the game, Cody. He's not good.
Hey,
right
Damani's
now.
5-star. Hey, no, that's a 5-star corner.
I'm so tired of the 5-star, 4-star stuff, man.
You undrafted. Of course you are.
I'm so tired
Of course you are. 140 pounds when you got to college.
So he came out as a 5-star, right? He's been, and I'm with you, man. He's struggled a little bit this year. He's been a concern. Oh, is he hurt?
Look, he ain't hurt. His pride's hurt.
You don't want to see
He's
that.
getting eaten. He's getting eaten alive.
No, he's hurt on the other sideline. Yeah,
okay.
No, he's hurt on the other
But
side.
I will say, in Damani's defense, so his story's been, he's was really good as that's just you gotta
he
attack.
slipped.
Outside shoulder, force him back inside.
But he made the play. He made up the play.
That's where you have to pick your legs up.
Wait. And then he's grabbing his.
He got hurt when he fell.
Yeah. He grabbed his head.
Hate to see that, man. You don't want to see that. But
he made it up though.
No, that was a great makeup play. But he's been a guy, was a 5-star out of high school, got hurt. Then he got to SC, never got healthy again, right? Had some more injury issues. This is the first year that he's had a full offseason, been healthy, actually been able to play. He's almost technically a true freshman, the way you want to look at it. This is his first time playing in 3 years since his junior year of high school where he's been fully healthy. So,
but guess what, Cody? 14?
Yeah, 14.
That kid just came out of a high school bus.
Yeah.
And now look what he's doing.
No, I'm not making excuses.
Come on, Cody.
No,
I got to hype my boys up.
But look. We were just talking about earlier in the game the numbers for Shedeur, how he'd been completing but held in check. Look at it, 25, 38, 308, 3 TDs, and the pick. He came in averaging 352 through the air. People are going, you didn't play a good team. He got shut down against Oregon, and now
look at him.
They're a score away from being in this game to win it.
All right, Jimmy Horn.
All it takes is a couple big plays, couple completions, a guy to pop
Make
out
a play.
of nowhere.
Make a play.
You
Throw the ball.
Take a sack.
Thank God for that. This boy.
Come on.
All right, so.
Man, I'm trying to feel comfortable. You guys are making me nervous, man. You guys are making me feel like it's a game, like it is a game. It feels closer than I like to think right now.
It is close because if we can score here pretty fast.
If you do,
well,
man,
I mean,
and we get 2 stops in a row on our
That's
offense.
what I'm saying.
And then a punt.
Look.
This is what we came for, Cody. This is what we came for.
This is what we came for.
I'm the offensive coordinator.
Make a play. Make a play. Make a play.
Let's go.
Oh, boy.
Come on, man.
Let's go.
Dog.
That's a great play.
Come on.
That was 3rd and 10, wasn't it?
Yes.
No, that was 2nd and 10. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Okay.
You
Big
can't
pass
give up
breakup.
plays like this. Right here. You can't. Come on.
That's a great punch.
Yeah.
That's a great punch.
Yeah, that a boy, Sierra.
Got him around the arm. That's great. Hey, that's a good play. It's a good play.
That's why we play the game football, huh?
Hey, you see that on the sideline, though? Taylor Mays?
Oh, yeah.
Remember him? Yeah, he's...
My God. Do I remember him?
I'm saying...
Yeah, yes. Do I remember him? Do I remember Troy Polamalu?
I got to call it an SC great.
Okay.
He's coaching with them now. He's coaching secondary.
I didn't know that.
Taylor Mays, yep.
That's cool. It's always good when you can have...
Yeah, former players.
I was about to say, we're learning guys that...
Oh, that was good.
Oh!
Hey, you know what? 4 down. I don't mind that. Make it an easier. Make it an easier 4th down.
I thought he was going to get there, though.
I consider that like a draw. Right?
All right, Hank. All right, Hank.
That's where you're trying to, you're going for it on 4th, trying to make it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
And you might catch him off guard and pop a 10-yard run.
That's what it looked like.
They're expecting pass.
Dang, I think that play could have been bigger.
Yeah. This game is close, too close.
Well, hey, look.
Tell me this, y'all. All right, if we kick a field goal and we trust our defense.
No, you're not kicking no field goal.
Yeah,
you're not kicking no field goal.
I know.
Now, you seen Philly today? Man, you want to talk about getting on my last nerve.
I mean,
talk about playing not to win.
If you kick a field goal, you're saying to yourself, I know I'm going to get a stop and 2 more possessions.
I agree.
If you score a touchdown, I only need one more possession, and then we got to get a stop. And it comes down to
frankly,
who
do you trust? You trust Shedeur.
Yeah.
Like that's
you're gonna put it in your.
That's inarguable. Not your son's hand, your best player's hand.
And your best player.
If you get down, say they convert here, get a first down, get down to the 20 or the 15 penalty, and it's a 4th and 12, then maybe you kick a field goal. No, okay, I can go for 2, and then kick a field goal, 11-point game still, get 2 stops. But that's guaranteeing we're going to get 2 more possessions.
Yeah, like your defense is gonna stop.
Get 2 stops on Caleb Williams and USC. Yeah. That's for the coaching part, though. That's why they pay the head coach as much as they do, because you have to be critical thinking wise in the moment. You can't just think, all right, what's the best play? Now I've got to look
And
10 minutes ahead.
Even they mess it up.
Yeah, and even they mess it up.
So are you more of an aggressive play caller, or do you like the more conservative?
I like aggressive.
Okay.
And I might just be biased because of who we have on offense.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I'd like to live and die by Caleb Williams with the ball in his hand and be aggressive. But the other side of that, I've been saying it. Let's give Marshawn Lloyd the ball.
Quarterback.
Let's start
That's
running
what I
it.
was on.
Quarterback.
Yeah, I'm
Some
a little-
quarterbacks some quarterbacks are like conservative and stuff, and some quarterbacks.
Look,
you don't
it's a
wanna let it
conservative
rip.
game.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why anything that moves the needle toward progressive, a la prime,
Yeah.
we're always going to have to, like, as many people love it, myself included,
Yeah.
I love it. There's enough people that just do not like change, and they do not like him
agree
having
with
this
you.
early success
I
and this
agree with
early
you.
attention. It's nice to see SC fans and or Lincoln Riley going, no, this is good for the sport. Not only is it good for the sport, but
change is good.
you've
man.
never lost this game. SC's never lost this game.
Yeah, we're 14-0.
16.
Yeah, I know.
Or no, are we 16-0?
16-0.
16-0.
16-0.
Down there.
But this is exciting. You know?
Yeah, why did that lineman not get up to the second level? He needed to get up to the second level.
See, I'm torn though, RJ.
How's
It's
that?
better for us because it's fun to watch this game. This is a game I was hoping, though,
Yeah, you
we
look
would
back on
establish-
that.
You would establish.
and say, hey, we learned from last week against Arizona State.
here's-
Because
and now you
at the
have
end of the
it.
day, Colorado absolutely is going the right direction. I agree. It's so much more fun when Colorado's when the Pac-12 from top to bottom is competitive.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who it is. But these games like this, getting Big Noon Kickoff, I love that. The Pac-12 hasn't
Yeah.
had that for a while. Now,
Yeah.
on the other hand, as an SC fan and as an SC diehard, obviously, and former, or being biased, this was a game I was hoping, all right, we learned from the road on against Arizona State. Now we can come out, have a dominant defensive performance, and win by 4 or 5 scores and have a runaway.
Well-
And I didn't want it to be this close.
So
This is great.
I have a
for
question
Colorado,
to ask
man.
It is,
after
it is.
after this 4th and 5, though.
Yeah.
But after this 4th and 5,
Come on, we can get this.
I mean, you can.
We have
I mean,
been.
you can. You can.
Come on.
This feels like the ball game.
I feel like
Playing two-man.
Nope.
no.
Get him.
Took a sack. Took a
I
sack.
don't like
Big.
the rollouts, Cody. I
So-
don't like the rollouts.
You know what? Two-man
man.
rollout is not it.
So-
They didn't
so-
know they were going to be
so-
two-man, but that's a tough call.
So
Solomon Bird, baby.
what did Grinch do with the game on the line?
Went two-man, played coverage. Didn't bring pressure, just played two-man. I like it. I like it, though. 4th and 5, play at the sticks, play your man player. Look, so you got two-man here, 2 safeties help out wherever they want. Everyone else is locked man-to-man.
God, penetration right there.
This is the thing about rollouts.
And you had 2 guys spying, too,
Yeah.
actually. That's a good call.
Well,
When you roll out, you only let
Yeah,
yourself have
yeah,
one side of the
but
field.
You, you are also hoping to get him away from the pass
But
rush.
yeah, and if you can get him on the edge,
Yeah.
and they were
him
probably
a clear
thinking,
picture.
here comes pressure,
Yeah,
right? Let's
yeah.
get him out of the pocket. They're going to bring pressure out. Coach Grinch is aggressive
Right.
on 3rd and 4th, got to have it.
So
All right.
now you better
See,
run the ball.
Now get the ball, Marshall.
See, man, why you got 2 high safeties? Why you got 2 high safeties?
Because I feel like Lincoln Riley.
Why you backing off?
You know what? Caleb Williams.
They're running the ball.
Yeah. He just
coming
changed the
down.
play. He
They're
changed the
rotating.
play. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Trevor Woods came down late.
So I had ranked USC number 4 in my rankings. We do them at Fox Sports,
Mhm.
and I do them overnight, right?
Yeah.
So I watch all the football that I can, which is a lot of football.
Yeah.
And what I wondered was, where should I put SC after Arizona State? I left them alone. I give you the mulligan. But teams, voters watched that for the AP and said, oh, this team isn't that good. So now, let's say it's stage 48-34. Do they move down?
What would you do, RJ? What would your rankings?
Well, I'm asking for opinions right now because
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't-
sure yet.
Oh,
Great
come on.
play. I love that.
Come on.
Stay in
so
bounds.
good.
man.
That's
Stay
such a
in
good-
bounds. Stay in bounds. There you go. There
You see that, though, Phil? Like, that's that running
Yeah.
hey, play action. We've thrown a
Yeah.
screen. Play action. Now I'm going to go
What?
play action, fake the screen. Everyone forgets about the back, thinks he's out of the play.
Yeah.
Kick it to him in the flat with the lead blocker. That's
That was
just
a
where
good-
Lincoln Riley takes that next step as
Yeah.
a play caller. But
It's like a setups.
yes,
Setups
he
over
just
the
he just sets
time.
you up, man. It's just he's just waiting to call it. But I'm with RJ. I don't think they move up. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Do they
Let's
move
see. When
down?
we score again, I don't. It's.
Well, no, you've given up more points
I
than
don't
you've
think they
given
should
up.
drop again. But I don't know if they're gonna move up. You also got to see what everyone else does
You have them at
in
4,
the country.
RJ?
I have them at 4.
They
I have
should
them at
just
4.
stay at 4 at this point
Well,
because they got a hard.
I did that after last week. AP voters disagreed, and most folks disagreed because they thought that SC
I feel
is
like the
the
AP
same.
voters, they're gonna be like, I don't know. Like I don't think they're gonna be too happy with this game.
Well, you know, if you're Oregon, do you feel good about playing SC?
Oh, come
If
on,
you're Washington, do you
yo.
feel, ooh, golly. So you kick a field goal here, it's done.
yeah.
It's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
3-possession game.
Yeah.
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 No, it's over.
That's why you needed to get.
Yes.
That's why we need 3. I mean, I know Lincoln wants to score, but either way, I'm fine with touchdown too. Let's. I mean, if you're trying to convince voters, if you're trying to, if you want to put.
Well, I mean, that's what you're doing now. That's what you're doing now.
It is. You have to. You absolutely have to do that. No, I agree.
I just
it's not
didn't
enough
agree
just
with
to
that
win now. It's
rollout,
you got to dominate the games you're supposed to dominate.
They're really. I didn't agree with that.
But I'm completely fine here, just running the ball. Let's kick three, go up 17,
now you need to stop. Now you need. I mean, it is what it is after that.
I know. It's just like, come on, at every play call.
Touchdown. Ooh,
great coverage.
Hey.
That was good. Who is that?
Freshman.
No.
I wish it was,
that's,
though.
Cooper.
Cooper, yeah.
Marion Cooper, yeah. Cornerbacks have played well.
Yes.
I mean, all things considered, they've played well.
At the beginning?
They've given up tons of yardage, but they folded against Oregon.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I agree. I mean, they couldn't catch a cold.
Well, and I also saw some fight from them. And maybe, again, home field advantage, man.
Yes.
That's been my lesson from this college football season so far. You cannot overlook it because they're in a game that they weren't in last week against better competition.
Yeah.
And that's everything.
Oh, it is. It absolutely is. Especially as a quarterback, it's a whole different comfort level. Not having to worry about pre-snap communication, crowd noise, all that. Absolutely.
Here's a good one.
Being able to go sound instead of clap, lift leg, all that stuff.
You guys said a field goal wins it. 3rd and 9. What you doing?
Running the ball.
I'm running the ball.
Run the ball.
I'm running the ball, forcing Colorado to take a timeout or run 40 seconds off the clock, send Dennis Lynch out there, our kicker, kick it. Even if they score again or whatever, let's get out of here, go home.
Yeah.
Let's not play with I don't care anymore about how good it looks. It hasn't looked pretty in the second half. Let's go out there and run the ball one more time. If we get it, great. Let's run it 3 more times after that. If not, take it.
Hey, you got to sound kind of mad.
Well, no. He's relieved. He's relieved.
I'm relieved.
He's relieved.
And we got to stop on that 4th and 5.
He's relieved.
I was getting a little nervous there, Phil. I'm not going to lie to you, bro.
We didn't look good in the second half. Let's go home.
Well, but hey, look.
I agree.
That's one of those,
Tough environment.
Yeah.
Sold out. I don't think they've ever played a sold out SC.
Yeah.
Played a sold out Colorado.
Yeah.
But it also, I'm looking at this Colorado team. I had them 25 going into the week. They lose. They're out of the top 25, right? But outside of that, do you feel much better? Or I'll put it in better terms. Will they be a winning football team by the end of the season, including the bowl schedule? So, Cody, you, and then Phil, I'm going to need your answer.
I haven't looked at their full schedule yet.
So who they have left?
Winnable games. They got Stanford.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Arizona State. Okay. And
UCLA.
I think they win both those.
UCLA.
Oregon State.
UCLA.
Arizona.
UCLA's going to be tough. Depends on which.
Washington State. I don't see them
Depends on which freshman show. So what? They're 3-1 right now, or
3-2 after the loss.
3-2 after this. They lose this.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see 7-5.
Yeah, you need 4. You just need 4.
That's
6-6, 7-5 around there, maybe.
I
think they beat Stanford, Arizona State.
To that.
UCLA is a toss-up, in my opinion, especially depends on how the freshman plays at quarterback, Dante Moore.
Yeah.
And then Arizona, I think, could go either way. So I wouldn't be surprised to see 4 more wins.
Yeah, I don't see them beating Oregon State for some reason.
Yeah,
It's in Corvallis.
Yeah.
I don't see them beating Utah. And I don't see them beating Washington State. Washington State is so hard to beat at the end of the year.
So we got a transient comparison on that one because I was, again, watching as much football as I do.
Yeah.
I watched Washington State, Colorado State, right? Doing my due diligence. They put up 50 on that Colorado State team, and that Colorado State team had opportunity to score. And Cam Ward put the ball on the floor a couple of times. That's my knock for him is you can't put the ball on the floor as the quarterback.
Yeah.
You throw it to the other team, that's bad enough. You can't put it on the ground.
No.
Yeah.
But if they are playing at home, they're playing in Pullman.
Yes, and it's going to be cold, man.
Yeah, that's tough.
One of the coldest places I've ever played.
He's from Texas. He don't like that. He don't like that not one bit.
Everybody,
so what are you going, over under 6?
I'm gonna say they're gonna get 6.
Okay.
They're gonna get 6.
You gonna push?
I think I'm with
you.
you.
Gonna push?
Yeah. And for me, it's like
but you can't because they got to play bowl games.
I agree, but I would love for them to go a bowl game their first year.
Yeah.
After going 1-11.
I think that's
that's
I think that's a win, and I think that's within reach. Like that's the point, right?
I
Who
agree.
thought this was in reach?
Oh,
what?
We needed that.
What?
Please.
Why didn't I run it?
That's what I'm saying. What we passing for?
I'm fine with that, though.
What are we passing for?
The clock keeps running. As long as Caleb gets up, he's fine. I'm good with that.
Come get this field goal.
Because Lincoln said in his ear before this, hey, if it's not there, don't throw it away. Just slide, stay down, let the clock keep running.
But
what's the? Was that supposed to be a draw?
Yeah, that's lineman downfield.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be a draw, maybe.
And so you think that's why he held it?
That's our right guard just took off, or left guard.
Wait.
So if he would have threw it, they would have got
yeah.
Hey, I need to get Mike Pereira on the phone.
Do they miss this?
Well, he didn't throw it.
No, they don't miss it. He makes it.
No, Lynch makes this.
Oh, no!
What were you saying, Cody?
Did that hook?
Yeah.
He hooked it. He hooked it right. He hooked it right.
Let's go.
Look.
Are we sure this hooked?
Oh, he hooked.
Oh, he sure did. Oh my
Hey,
God.
Cody, guess what? That's where I usually
Golly.
in those windows. That's where I'm usually at.
Yeah, well, there at the time.
Life.
Over there usually enjoying.
Life, my guy.
Let's
Life.
go.
Again, run the football. Hey, we called the play. We called it. We said
And you
hand it to
took a sack.
I
Marshawn.
always say
Hey,
this.
And you took a sack there.
Yeah, and that you make the field go harder.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why we were up. Look. Caleb face. Uh-oh, he's smiling now.
You know what, though? Hey, Lincoln Riley, I'm not questioning it. He knows what he's doing. We're going to come
Why
back.
does
We're going to
every
get a big
offensive
stop right
coordinator
here.
today don't want to run the football?
No.
Why?
I mean,
why
but
are we
that's-
running
Well,
the football?
he want to run the football. Why are we running the
When you got a
football?
running back saying that much, you know there's something going wrong.
I'm saying, Omarion Miller, find him. Whatever you got to do, find him.
Yeah, find
Like, we
14.
gotta
And if
do-
I'm
You know what I'm saying?
SC, putting the safety over the top.
Right. And Xavier
some
Weaver,
help.
make a play. Jimmy Horn, make a play.
Yeah, that's where those other guys step up now.
Yeah.
Look at this. What is this? Cover two? Cover two, man?
They're playing, looks like 4 right now.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
they're going 1 high.
Okay.
Ooh.
33.
Boy. On the ball.
everybody let's get
It's
it,
still
yeah.
a 2-score game. On the
Come
ball.
on,
Let's
y'all.
go. Get on the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Colorado doesn't
God.
have any more timeouts, though, too. That's big. That's going to be big this next
Right.
drive for SC.
Right. Because, you got to play for Feely to come back on. That's,
On pressure,
ooh,
no.
Lord.
Bring it 5
Okay.
off the edge.
Got him.
Oh!
Oh, he didn't even know that was coming.
Oh.
That's Miller. I'm telling you,
Again.
find the freshman.
He has
Find the freshman.
He has that almost 200
Find
yards.
the freshman.
Let's go.
Man, I'm getting nervous. I'm not going to lie to y'all.
I hear it. I
I'm
don't
not
know if
gonna
you're
lie to you
clapping.
guys.
I don't
It's a
know if
ball
you're clapping
game.
for us,
It's a
Cody,
ball
or
game.
those kneecaps are clapping, but something's
Let's
clapping over
go.
there.
Let's go.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds.
Field. That's
All right, Jimmy. Jimmy
Still got
smart,
some
man.
yards.
within a yard, though.
Jimmy smart.
Still got some
But no,
yards.
you got out of bounds.
Yes.
I think the
Yes.
clock right now is more of a opponent than the down and distance.
And he still got yards, though. 2nd and 6. That play should have been probably no.
You know what we haven't seen? A shot play.
Yeah. I can see it coming, though, right here. Look
haven't
how
seen
deep
the
they are
shot
in the
play.
back.
We're still running.
Oh, they're running
Ooh,
it?
Get the first dip. Oh.
Damn. Dang.
It's under 5. You running the football
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
behind your own 50?
I can see,
Go ahead,
I
Phil.
see what they're
I'm not speaking
Look,
anymore.
look, SC, look.
Oh, no.
Look at that. Look at this. No, they're taking the time getting.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, come on,
They're
man.
taking the time. Sean, what the hell are we doing? Come
Yeah,
on.
like, come on, get
Come
them
on,
to
man.
the line. Even if it's just to get them to jump off sides, because they can do it right now.
And then you get the procedural stop.
Yes, and then you get the free-
Again, this clock running. That's my thing. This clock is running.
Come on.
This clock is running. Get out of bounds.
Dude.
Look.
He's
The
going
freshman.
off.
The freshman said, I'm here. He said, I'm here.
He has no.
He
like,
said,
look,
Vivian Louisiana is here.
Look
You
at that.
got his numbers right now, RJ? What's he at?
Let's look.
He has to be almost at 200, man.
Yeah, I'm
No, he's not at 200.
He's not.
no,
He's
no,
not. Yeah, I
he's
give
not
you
at 200.
165. 165. That's gonna be mine.
I'm with you guys. I don't know why they're taking so much time.
Right there. 175.
You've got to
There it
score
is.
twice.
There it is. 6 for 175 with
Bro,
a
he's
TD.
getting ready to score
6 for
another one.
175.
I
With a
told you
TD.
guys.
With a TD. Damn near 200. You did.
I don't know about that one.
It's 3 minutes left to play.
And this is my thing, because you were saying
What are we doing
I'm
here?
fine with that if it's 7, but it's 14. You got to score.
he's
Then
probably
you have to
telling
stop
them.
SC, and you have no timeouts. I don't.
He should have dumped it to the freaking 87.
I don't know.
I know. We all there. We all there. We all there, homie.
Hey,
We all there.
I don't know if I'm making Phil wear the SC stuff after. He might come after me, man. He's hyped right now.
Okay, here we go again. What are we doing? What are we doing?
We eating
We're
clock.
playing to lose.
Yeah, I don't.
We eating clock. I don't.
They're playing
don't
like they have
get
the
that.
lead right now, right? Or am
Yeah,
I-
yeah. No, you're right.
You
Because
know they're gonna
you
try to
run,
kick
you
an
run
onside
7
kick.
plays, and I want to say 4 of them are run plays.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
And
One-on-one right now.
You need 2
They're
touchdowns.
belling back.
You need 2 touchdowns, and you got to give them the ball. Okay.
Oh!
Are you going? Oh,
If
who's
he
that
scores
2?
it-
No, who's that 2?
Oh,
First round draft pick.
That 14? Yep. That's.
First round draft pick.
By the way, that's over 200. That's over 200.
not
That's over
covering
200. That's over 200.
200
That's over
yards
200.
for the freshman.
That dude
Watch.
is balling.
Come on. Yo, and he's doing the toe taps.
And he's got 2. He's ready for the league as a freshman.
And let's not forget, all right, if Caleb Williams would have done that, you guys would have been talking about how circled he was.
But listen, but look at this. Now that you've done that, that you've ran the ball so many times, all you have left is onside kick. You got no time to stop the ball.
I agree with you. I don't know.
If you would have scored quicker, I mean, you still probably would. I mean, you could have.
You're going to still do the onside kick.
Okay, there's your false start.
But they got what they get the ball with? 5 minutes?
There's
I'm
your
not
false
trusting
start,
Caleb Williams. I'm
There's
going
your false
onside. In the kicker.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. With no timeouts. Yeah, I hear you.
If you're Alex Grinch on this, are you playing the pass and saying thank you?
Yeah, you have to. I mean,
No,
yeah.
I'm asking.
Yeah,
like,
no,
okay.
yeah. I mean, but it's tough to say that. They've ran the ball, like you said, just as many times they've thrown it this drive.
I don't think.
Well, I mean, and not for nothing, but again, the clock.
200 yards.
That's your best friend if you're SC.
Yeah, I'm saying please keep running.
Yeah. Goodness me.
196.
That dude
Freshman record.
is having a
that's what I'm saying. I don't think nobody has ever done that. And they're gonna go one-on-one with him. Why are you gonna go one-on-one with him? I don't know. What are you doing that one?
Slot.
You knew that was touchdown. Let's go.
Hey, look. Hey.
I wish I could take my shirt off and start twirling it.
Hey, now, two things. One, nobody scored more than 28. They got 40, looking at 41. It's a one-score ball game, 143 left.
Like, people are blowing up my phone so much.
You can't.
Fight. See down the field.
You still down 8.
RJ?
You still down 8, right?
Are we?
Yeah, no,
you
kicking.
doing this one? I'm going for 2.
You kicking.
Bill,
No, you
I'm worried right now, bro. Quit asking me questions. I don't know. I'm stressing out over here right now, bro.
You know, after what we saw from Lincoln in the last series, we're all calling for him to run the ball.
Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, no, yeah.
But what I'm saying is there's no guarantee he just sits on the ball.
Yeah, well, right now at this point, they have to kick an onside kick. If they don't get it, we take a knee.
I knew this was going to happen.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Look at this. He bailed out.
Yeah, we played.
Nobody right there. Everybody's so worried about 14.
And this right here, though.
He got 100.
That's Shador right there. Shador, that was great on him,
Phil,
man.
and this is why I have him at 3 on that ranking. That's why I have him.
That's why I should be slapping you right now. You should be number 2. You should be number 2.
You think he's better than Michael Penix?
At this point, look what he's doing.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Look.
Who's more important to their team? This is why.
Look, he's going to say, all you had to do was give me another possession. And I'm going to say, all you had to do was convert the 4th and 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, personal foul.
On who?
On SC.
Oh.
Enforced on the kickoff.
See, but look, no matter what happens now, and I know when I go do this post-game radio show, the phone's going to be blowing up.
Right.
It's hard to look at a win like this for SC. It's hard to take this as a win when we still have Oregon, when we still have Washington,
this sucks for us, okay? This sucks for us. We have no timeouts.
Lincoln Riley, right?
Yeah.
No timeouts.
2017, Oklahoma, Iowa State felt like Colorado then. They got to win.
Yeah.
Okay? You got one of these games with his teams every year. One of these games just jumps out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You don't feel good about it. Usually, though, you lose that game.
Yeah.
You haven't done that.
This is my take.
That's a good point. That's a good point. The good teams find a way to win.
Right,
This is my take. Lincoln Riley
I mean, and not
said that,
but Texas Christian went 12-0 with that and made the playoff,
they did.
losing the championship.
And they lost in the
This is how I look at it, though. Lincoln Riley
wait,
got
here we go. Yep, right to him.
Someone called a timeout.
No.
Oh, he just.
No, there's no timeout.
Oh, they got it? Okay.
Yeah, he got the onside.
It looked like our guy stopped running.
Because he kicked it to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he kicked it straight to him.
Man, this is what we came for.
It's tough with no audio. I'm like, I thought everybody stopped running. All right, now I can breathe. Man, I've been holding my breath. I'm not lying for the last 20 minutes.
Hey, no, man.
It should be take a knee, right? Game over?
I think so. It should be under 2
Because there are no
minutes.
timeouts left. No timeouts left, yeah.
Here's my thing.
Victory formation.
But that's
USC shouldn't be going there with their head held high. I'll tell you that right now.
No,
they can come out with this win all they want.
I'm with you, Phil.
But Washington and Oregon should be looking at each other. Yeah, you guys can right get it.
Okay, all right. I think
It makes me mad.
I think we got to pay off a bet.
I'm about to say, what
Hey, you can do it right now. Get over with.
I got an extra SC zip up in my backpack.
Go put it on.
Can we go get it?
Yeah.
All right.
Use the bathroom.
Hey, so keep my seat warm. I'll be right back.
Hey, you know what, though? I'm reluctant. This isn't a proud one.
You guys came back. It's a good
This
game.
right here, I'm kind of mad, RJ. I'm kind of mad, man.
Well,
Like
I
we
mean,
see here.
look. On the one hand,
Yeah.
you and I were having a great time at a time that we didn't think we were going to be having a great time.
I know.
Number two, this is an outstanding game.
It really don't you think that this kind of brings a little bit of confidence to
Not a little
Boulder?
bit, not a little bit, a lot of
Yeah.
confidence because this is, I think, a team that's playing for a national championship this year, given the talent. Right
Yeah.
now, whether or not they get there, that's one thing, but also continue to get better.
Mm.
They showed that they can suffer a bad loss,
Yes.
show a little bit of heart. Now, back-to-back losses, that's something new.
I know.
That's something new.
So tell me this. You still see 7 games out of this now?
Yeah, I do.
With this?
I do. Oh, hey.
Whenever you want to throw it on, you got it.
Well, hey, look. Anytime now. You know what I'm saying? Anytime now. I take your hat. I take your hat. You want to take his hat? You know what I'm saying?
No, I can't wear that.
You can't wear his hat?
I can't wear that. I'll tell you what, though. I will say, though, and I don't know, I didn't hear what you guys were talking about, but...
Let's see how it feels.
Wait. You want to give him the fight on so you can get it next to
I
him?
need to get a picture of this.
Yeah, no, you get in there.
Oh, we're getting in?
Yeah, no, we got you.
Okay.
We got you. We got you. Right here. Give him the fight
How
on.
do we do the fight on,
Right
man?
here.
Right there.
You got to hold it high and proud, too. There we go.
Peace out, y'all.
This has been...
We'll take it.
This has been the Wendy's Live Tailgate, sponsored by Wendy's for 2023. For Cody Kessler, for Phil Lindsay, for our entire crew here at Fox Sports, I'm RJ. We'll see ya. Deuces.